Alright guys, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing? We're doing something different today. We're going to be reacting to a bunch of Crimson Desert gameplay stuff, like the PS5 Pro gameplay from Digital Foundry, and a couple other things, as well as some posts on Twitter. We think we have found some actual PS5 base gameplay, so we'll check that out in a little while. Now,
the fuck is that?
keep that in mind because obviously this stream is not my Arma stream like normal. We're going to do this today because the power keeps going out and the internet keeps going out as well. It is a very stormy, windy day today, so we'll see how this goes. We'll see how long we're on for. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Hopefully everyone is having a good morning. Sam, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, brother. Like I said, I woke up, power was completely out, internet was out, and then I made a post saying, "Oh, I'll be on shortly. Don't know, we might do something different today." And then, I came out here and everything was off pretty much. I was like, "Damn, okay." Yeah, the wind's blowing pretty hard right now, but today, like I said, we're going to be doing some Crimson Desert, talking about the PS5 Pro. We're going to be reacting to the Digital Foundry deep dive. There's another video on here that I started watching, but I continue because I want to save it for stream for you guys. So we'll see how that goes. I know it's not my normal Arma stream. YouTube's not going to like that I'm switching it up, but it is what it is. John, what's going on? John Law, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, let's bring the popcorn. How's your day going? We'll get started here in a minute. Let's get people rolling here if they want, chit-chatting for a minute, and then we'll start it. Obviously, today's stream is going to be way different because it's not Arma content. I mean, that being said, I could do some Arma stuff later maybe, but with all the power outages happening and the internet issues right now, we're just gonna do this. Hopefully your day's going well, John Law. All right. Wonder what time the pre-download is today. Yeah, it's supposed to be today, right? 17th. I think it's exactly 48 hours. So whatever time zone you're in, Craig, I think it's gonna be like exactly 48 hours. So for me, I thought it was 5 p.m. I guess it's 6 p.m. for me. So I think 6 p.m. tonight I could do the pre-download, which is really nice. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna be reacting to Digital Foundry's thing, as well as a couple other videos we'll be watching and looking it up. I got Twitter as well pulled up on a different panel here, and I'll take a look at that afterwards. But yeah, this is the PS5 Pro deep dive, and we're gonna be reacting to it. All right, let's get her started. Make sure everything looks good on this end. Let me know if it's not loud enough or too loud. Dude, that rain looks so good.
When you attempt to explain a game like Crimson Desert to a colleague, it almost sounds like a fake game that you might have tried to pass off to your classmates back in the day. Like, I drifted my horse around the fields before stumbling into a giant circus performance.
That just looks sick with everybody here. Like, that's just the crazy. So there's so many games people don't even remember. Like, if you look at the game Avowed, there's so many NPCs just standing around doing nothing. Like, there's actually activity, which is really nice.
After which I made my way to the hills of the great bug wars between giant metallic insects and gun-toting soldiers before visiting the
like I said, if his voice is
robots.
louder than mine, let me know,
After which
please,
I took
Greg.
a stroll on the beach before stumbling into a large city where I became a wanted criminal, only to escape by jumping off the castle's wall. To then
Won't be until 11
myself
p.m.
lost
Okay.
in a rainforest
5 hours in
during a
front. Yeah, you're
storm
right,
at
Greg.
night,
Yeah.
Before eventually emerging out into the
Wait,
Crimson Desert
I gotta
itself and
look at that again.
escape by jumping off
Look,
the
that
castle's
rainforest you
wall,
said.
to then find myself
That's
lost
sick.
in a rainforest during a storm at night, before eventually emerging out into the Crimson Desert itself and climbing to its highest point.
They got PS5 Pro, but I've seen their video on high-end yeah, the high-end PC looks good, yeah. Like, I've seen a couple things on, like, their what it's called. I can't remember what they're using AMD card before. It was a pretty decent build. I think my card's a little bit better than that one, but I've seen a couple things of footage of actual, like, cinematic mode. Because there's a mode above Ultra, which is cinematic, which looks really good. But this is all on PS5. Like, that's insane. Even the pop and like you can still see all the trees way out there, which is insane. I mean, this is PS5 Pro, obviously. Now we'll be looking at there is some PS5 base gameplay that I found on Twitter. Don't know how real it is, but I guess it's someone from Japan, I guess. So we'll check that out afterwards.
Point to see the world that I had just traversed. Oh, and there's dragons you can fly around on, and giant bosses like Shadow of the Colossus, and you can swing like Spider-Man, and the combat makes you feel like a medieval John Wick.
I know I keep rewinding and hear about that.
Colossus, and you can
Bro,
swing like Spider-Man.
That's sick. Wait, there's an ice monster. It's actually crazy, dude. You can
fly around on, and giant bosses like Shadow of the Colossus.
Snowwalker. That's sick. Clerks, what's going on? I'm watching a video on YouTube about a guy watching a video on YouTube. Yeah, reacting, dude. We're gonna be doing more than just watching one video on YouTube today. We're watching multiple, as well as going through some of the Twitter posts on some of the Crimson Desert news and just kind of talking about it. Like I said, my internet was going out all morning. It's still kind of spotty right now, so we're gonna do this instead for today.
You can swing like Spider-Man.
How you doing? Welcome.
Combat makes you feel like a medieval John Wick. Like, seriously, I'm not one to normally get excited about open world games, as followers of DF might know, but
make sure you hit that like button, please.
Desert
I would appreciate it.
Crazy and ambitious in a way that I quickly became enamored with. I just wanted to see what was over the next hill. It really brought back that thrill of exploration. But all this ambition does not come for free, and nearly all of the promotional footage leading up to launch has focused on the PC version, which looks
the PC version,
good, leaving people to wonder, did they hide the console version? Is it actually any good? Well, DF friends, wonder no more. Everything you've been seeing,
like that shot right there with all the grass, looks so good.
From the console version,
that's on PS5 Pro, dude.
We'll be exploring that experience. For this initial video, however, there is a word of caution. We've only had access to the PlayStation 5 Pro version thus far.
Yeah, PS5 Pro, he said, yeah. I wonder how far in the game the dragon... Dude, I wonder too, yeah, how far the dragon is. I'm kind of curious about that. PS5 base at 60 FPS or 30 FPS. So far, we're going to go through this. I believe he's going to explain. I think this is talking about the PS5 Pro itself. I don't know if he mentions... Like I said, I didn't watch the whole video before, so I don't really know... the title is PS5 Pro, so I assume he's talking about just the PS5 Pro itself. But I'd assume the base PS5 can go to 60 depending on the settings on it. It just might be looks a little like less graphics. Because I know in some games they do like obviously performance mode, which dedicates to FPS and lowers the graphics a little bit, and then quality mode, which gives you better graphics, lower FPS. So I guess we'll see what he says here on PS5 Pro. Like I said, there is some base PS5 gameplay out there that we're going to take a look at afterwards.
Fear not, the other consoles are incoming soon.
Yeah, John, I've been doing YouTube full time. Yep.
In due time.
Today's going to be a little bit like lower and stuff. Like today's going to be a little bit a lot smaller stream today because we're doing Crimson Desert video overview thing. Yeah, but we have been doing full time for like 4 or 5 months on YouTube now on Armor Forger content.
Dive in.
You'd rather play Ron? What's Ron? How you doing, King? Welcome in, dude. Make sure we hit that like button, please. MSI, hang on.
Display. MSI has a
we're gonna skip that.
And more deals.
Oh, ready or not? Oh, yeah.
Crimson Desert is a rare and exciting moment for us at Digital Foundry. In a landscape where Unreal Engine has become the default, and where its strengths and weaknesses are now largely predictable, Pearl Abyss has arrived with something genuinely new to explore. Their Black Space engine delivers results that are nothing short of remarkable. Yeah, there's some jank to contend with, of course, and we'll get to that, but the overall impression it leaves is striking.
See,
from performance...
It's funny how he talks about Unreal Engine, because Unreal Engine, it was such a wow factor when it first came out, Unreal Engine 5. And it's still pretty looking, but Unreal Engine 5 is so unoptimized. So like I'm kind of glad these guys didn't use Unreal Engine 5. In the beginning, a lot of people thought that, this game was run on Unreal Engine 5 and didn't realize it's their own engine, which is exactly what Rockstar is doing. So which is a huge W.
To crowd behavior, animation, freedom, foliage, lighting, everything. It is a stunning game. And on PS5 Pro here, you actually don't lose that much. For starters, the game's
snow looks so good.
Features are fully present.
The depth of the snow looks so good.
Pro. The ray-traced diffuse global illumination we highlighted in our PC preview, the per pixel solution, yeah, it's enabled here. This gives the game a fully dynamic, ray-traced driven lighting system.
Let me know if he's not loud enough for you.
Into a room naturally bounces across surfaces, creating dramatic, believable scenes, and it's all done fully dynamically.
Yeah,
The
so
same
the
is
stone
true of
move, yeah.
local lights, which produce equally impressive results. You have a lantern in your inventory, for instance, which you can pull out at
Oh,
any
thank you, John. I
time,
appreciate it, man.
and the light from
Yeah,
your
back's doing
lantern
better.
produces
Definitely is.
ultra dramatic scenes, especially at night where light is scarce. Scenes like this are particularly impressive.
This is gonna be
This
crazy at
battle
night,
here
dude.
has lights being generated by the enemies that you're fighting, and all of it is fully real time with shadows and lights dancing realistically across the terrain. It makes the battle feel
Like some people might get annoyed with that, with how like when an explosion happens at night, it kind of flashes you, but like it's a bright light at night, like it looks good, and like the nighttime's actually dark, which is nice. Unreal and PS5 gets a lot of yeah, exactly. Yep, we get a lot popping. Yeah, see, that's why I'm glad it's not on Unreal Engine 5. That's really nice. Yeah, King, you're sad that you didn't pop
so
today. That sucks,
dynamic.
dude.
The lighting has a distinctive quality that makes the world feel more convincing than most current gen games. The bright blue skies stand out immediately, and the environment around your character shows clear atmospheric light scattering. The real-time time of day system also pays off. Days and nights last longer than you usually see in games, and
This is gonna be interesting.
nighttime
Forcing
is
players to play at
genuinely dark,
nighttime.
closer to something like, say,
Now, I'm wondering if you can like go to bed and go to sleep and do a time skip if you didn't want to play at night for some reason. But like I'm very curious on that. Because obviously he just said, nighttime lasts longer and stuff and daytime lasts longer. And obviously down here you get what day it is, the sun, if it's sunny or not, the exact time and everything, the weather. Which I guess the weather itself is gonna have an effect on your stamina. So like if you have a low, you know what I mean, if it's really hot out or really cold, you're gonna have less stam. You know what I mean?
Dragon's Dogma, but with stronger, more consistent ray traced lighting. Ray tracing is enabled across all three modes.
Okay,
by the
quality
way.
and
Yes,
optimized.
there are 3 modes. So the overall lighting quality remains intact and consistent regardless of how you play.
I mean, hang on, let's go back to that comparison real quick. I mean, there's not a
Lighting
huge difference
quality
between like I'm looking at both sides. So quality mode, obviously, you get a little bit lighting differences. I don't know. You probably can't see my mouse on here. Yeah, I don't think you can see my mouse on here, unfortunately. On the left side, where those the chickens and stuff where the tree is, there's a little bit different lighting on quality mode, but optimized mode. I'm assuming optimized is for, prioritizing FPS and stuff, which is like a quote unquote performance mode. But I mean, both these pictures look really good for PS5, dude.
Remains intact. And
Oh, you can see the mouse?
consistent
Okay.
regardless of how you
I don't have
play.
my play. I know sometimes
only
you can't see it.
drawback here is that the denoiser occasionally struggles in more extreme cases. It's
Yeah, thank
not
you,
as
Fear.
speckly as Resident Evil Requiem, but it's definitely still noticeable. In particular, I noticed streaking and noise in areas
Yeah.
of high contrast. Even so, lighting is a major pillar of the game's visual identity and works beautifully overall. I'll be curious to see how
They did
the
a really
game
good job
looks
on the
without
foliage.
ray tracing, though, because it seems like the Xbox Series S version does not have this feature. Beyond that, I noticed some really great visual touches that I wanted to highlight.
Good morning,
For
Daddy J. How you
instance,
doing, man?
particle shadows. Smoke plumes cast real
That-
dynamic shadows.
Dude, that is actually sick. He's talking about the shadows on the the smoke and stuff. That's actually insane because it's funny that he brings this up because a lot of games don't show this. It's just the little things like this that many games don't show shadow from smoke or something like that. Like I said, it's such a small detail, but it's a detail that once you notice it, it's like, oh shit. You look back at other games, you never see this.
That you can observe as you move around. You can see that here if we look at this smokestack and then
His clothes look
turn the
lighter on,
camera
right?
around,
Okay.
you
Yeah, I see what
actually
you're saying,
the
Craig. Yeah, from the
shadows
side by
from that
side.
emanating smoke. It's very cool. And attacks from above actually do the same.
That's
It's a
sick.
subtle feature, not something I've often thought about, but it really adds a surprising.
I know some people are gonna say fire doesn't cast a shadow, but it's from the smoke itself. You know what I mean? That's pretty sick
The
though.
amount of depth when it hits. Ray traced reflections are also
Multiplayer
something
soon.
I
I don't know if they're gonna do
With so
multiplayer.
much
They
water and other
teased at
reflective
it. I hope they do
surfaces, it's
at one
impressive
point.
that every mode on PS5 Pro actually includes them. The system manages.
Now let me know if I'm pausing too much and talking too much. But yeah, what you said about the multiplayer, I heard rumors about the multiplayer. Now it wasn't from the PR. I don't think. I think it was during one of the meetings they had, and I think the meeting was a little while ago actually, and it was all in Korean. I want to say, or it was all in. I think it was Korean. I can't remember what language it was in. It was a different language anyway. And they translated it, and they talked about possible multiplayer but not like a standard MMO style multiplayer. Like if you look at Throwing Liberty, that's a standard MMO where you have hundreds of people, like 500 people running around one map together, something like that. I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think they kind of hinted at kind of how what GTA is doing with the kind of like the sessions, more or less. So that way you can group up with your friends and go on adventures and side quests and missions, stuff like that. Which if they do it like how GTA does their lobbies, that would be sick, honestly. It kind of be like in between MMO and, I mean, I guess you could say like GTA is kind of like an MMO, but it's just obviously modern, not fantasy. When I think of MMO, I think of fantasy. You know what I mean? Auntie, what's going on, brother? Welcome
to
in.
blend ray traced reflections.
Yes, they're talking about in the meetings. Yeah,
and
correct. Yeah.
assigned distance fields for distant geometry.
I will not
This
begin
is
the
one
Xbox
area where I
Helix.
noticed a
No,
little
no,
bit of a
John.
difference in the performance
Mostly because I have
mode,
PC and stuff,
the PBH tightens up around the camera, reducing the overall reflection radius.
Oh yeah, over here on the right,
The results still look excellent.
way different.
But it relies more heavily on the fallback.
Like you don't see any shadows from the rocks here at
But
all.
honestly, even still, it looks excellent, and the water itself is kind of a standout. Now, I discussed this with Alex in our initial PC preview, but the way the wave system works is super
Yeah, that
cool.
looks good.
Waves break and split around rocks, for instance. They wash up on shore and recede naturally. Wet surfaces pick up a specular sheen, and characters themselves even generate ripples that interact convincingly with the environment and other ripples. When you climb into the mountains, you'll see water sort of streaming down the mountainside, right? And the
That's cool how you see actually the water come around the side of the left side of the log here and coming around the log instead of like trying like phase under the rock here. Like we kind of have a high ground by the horse. And the water actually follows as the correct pathing as it would in real life, like the path of least resistance. You know what I mean? And just how the water. I know it's such a simple thing to look at, but like a lot of Unreal Engine 5 has this kind of stuff too. But it's just nice to see they did some kind of like good water physics inside this game.
Way they've handled all the directionality of the water itself.
I might have to look up some
extremely
Xbox Helix stuff soon, John.
Crucially,
Today, actually, I
the water
might
also looks great
see more. Is there
at
actually info
scale.
on it?
When standing on a mountain looking out across the ocean, for instance, it's still convincing and beautiful. I also love how they simulate the penetration of light through the surface of the water, like standing in deep water here with your lantern. But the water in general is just beautiful.
Yeah, it is weird. There's no swimming. They put a lot into the water.
The way they're able to scale from near.
They put a lot of the into the water, and they just mentioned how the lighting cuts through the water itself. But it is weird. There's no swimming. You're right. It reminds you of like Valheim or like a Breath of the Wild, where there's no. I mean, there's swimming, but you can't go under the water and dive. Like it's just basic swimming, where if you run out of your stam, you're gonna drown. You know what I mean?
By ripples.
I kind of wish there was underwater diving.
Very impressive. And this idea of scale is kind of what surprised me the most. The developers have managed to deliver.
That looks sick, dude. What is this city? I don't think I've seen this shot before. Actually, I think this is the shot from earlier when he's doing the smoke cloud thing, but he's on top of the rock now. Like that just looks so good. You got blimps over here. It's just. I said this before, and I'll say it again. This game, they literally just said yes to. Like they said yes. You know what I mean? When someone came up to them, they're like, "Hey, can we add this in the game?" They're like, "Yeah, let's do it." Like there are parts of this map that I've seen different screenshots on where it looks total fantasy barren, kind of like shacks, and then like these castles, and then you get like these modern style areas like here where you get like the industrial steampunk style look, which is just insane.
Of ridiculous near field detail at a huge.
I'll get like a snail boat. Yeah, that'd be sick actually.
At a distance, just stop and look around, right? Every scene is packed with this fine-grained detail. There's an absurd amount of foliage variety, for instance, and all that foliage is affected by weather conditions, blowing realistically in the wind. When a storm starts to wind up, the trees whip around.
Like, so obviously we're watching on a YouTube video and we're streaming, it's going to look a little less quality, but you can definitely tell because PS5 that the foliage isn't a super high res this close. Like, it's kind of, the greens are kind of all meshed together, but like I said, I'm watching a video on it and I'm streaming it to you guys. It's gonna look a little less quality than what it actually is. But yeah, you can tell as PS5 Pro is the lighting, like he said, it meshes it a little bit together. But yeah, I know there's canoes in the game. I'm really hoping there's pirate ships. I've seen pictures of pirate ships. I'm very curious on that. And yeah, Ark Survival, Ark Survival, you can go underwater, you're right. I mean, that's Unreal Engine 5, the Ark Survival Ascended. That game is crazy though. That game had issues though when it first came out on Unreal Engine. Really bad optimization issues. Yeah, Terry, you can't dive, unfortunately, not in this
But
game now.
beyond that,
I
they
know,
also
two days,
react
man, 2
directly to
days.
the player and
We're almost there,
NPC
boys.
movement as well. Yet it's perhaps the distant rendering of the trees that impressed me the most.
Yes,
You see, this is an
distant
area where
rendering, yeah.
games typically struggle. Yet here, trees far off in the distance are actually properly lit and shadowed,
Yeah.
while still giving the perception of detail.
Like, there's so many games that you don't
Shadowing
get
distant
not even
trees
half the
has
render
such
distance
a
on for PS5.
positive impact on the overall
Like, I know
performance.
Arma in this game is completely different and runs on completely different engines, but just think of playing on PS5 Pro Arma. You know what I mean? You're not getting this render distance, like trees way out that distance. There's no shot. It's just optimized differently.
Design, and it's something that most other games either skip completely or do in a very
PS Japan has released gameplay footage of the. Yes, we're gonna look at that after. Now, I don't know if it's on the actual Crimson Desert YouTube channel itself. I don't know where, or if it's on PlayStation Japan YouTube. I'll have to check it out. But it is on Twitter, and we're gonna be looking at that Life Noob after. Life Noob, you love the name. Yes, we're gonna be looking at that afterwards. This is now obviously the PS5 Pro. We're just reacting to this one. We've got another Digital Foundry video we're gonna be watching afterwards, and then we'll go look at the base PS5 stuff, kind of, and compare them.
blobby, simple fashion.
Yeah, I was hoping for
And this
underwater
sort
missions
of
as well and
insane
secrets. Yeah,
detail can also
Same.
be said of the surfaces and textures throughout the game. These guys went.
Why did that chicken
wild
have
with
3? Wait,
displacement
3 what?
mapping.
What'd I miss?
It's not a new technique, obviously, but it's everywhere. What do I mean? Well, essentially, just look at the ground.
Yeah,
here.
look at the stones,
This allows
dude.
the developers to simulate depth within a texture, lending that surface increased perceived detail without.
Yeah, you can see some tearing going on. Not tearing,
As
but
a
some
result,
kind
every
of
stone,
jittering going
every
on there a little
brick,
bit. But
just about any other surface in the game is just exploding.
this can be
with
fun. The PvP
visual
skill, yes,
detail
skill will
like
matter
this.
100% in this game.
There are
Yeah,
virtually no flat
I'm gonna
surfaces
struggle a lot in the
Crimson
beginning,
Desert.
guarantee it.
I've never seen this technique executed at scale quite like this, and I
Dude, this shot right here, what he's just talking about, how there's so much little detail and like this actual, nothing's really flat is what he's saying. And look, I mean, they could have literally just they could have cheaped out and put a cheap dirt path here, where it's completely flat with two different color details, you know, light color in the middle, dark on the edges, and green. They could have cheaped out on that. This is actually insane. Like the level of detail with all the little rocks. I know I'm a nerd, right? But it's just like little stuff like this when you're walking around the world keeps you immersed in the game. And when you get these other games that are cheaping out little details here, it's game breaking. It's game immersion breaking. When you get into a fantasy, you know, it's not an RPG game, but it's an action open world. As soon as you break that immersion, then you know what I mean. You're out of the game now. This is just insane.
do think it adds a lot to the presentation. But there is one downside. It can produce some visual bugs at times. Something I noticed especially in that first town. Stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
this, for
Oh, wow.
instance, right? The larger issue can be
Yeah, right in the
seen
edges here.
immediate areas
That's what I
where
was seeing
the
earlier, the
texture
flickering.
protrudes from the geometry like this on edges. There's sometimes flicker and pixelation along these
Yeah.
surfaces. You'll notice it on rock walls, trees.
I wonder if
and
that's with the
various
new
other
PSSR
details
too,
just
though.
like that.
Because that just came
It's worth
out.
mentioning though that this bothered me more when I first started the game, but
Okay.
after you start to make progress, you just kind of forget about
Oh,
it.
you kinda
The
just didn't notice it
overall
after, okay.
majesty of the visuals kind of takes over. Either way, it's cool to see such a great technique return here.
See, if I'm looking
There's
for it,
more
I can
to
see on the
discuss
edges of
in
the
visual
building.
side,
I
but
could
honestly,
barely
for
see
now,
it
I feel
though.
like it might be a good time to talk about the specifics around the PS5 Pro version of the game.
Okay, before we go on to that, let me catch up on the chat here. My PS5 costed me 900 euros. Damn. As yet, not worth it, but I hope they get more games optimized to be happy. Yes, so like this game, I mean, you got the Pro. I mean, yeah, it costs you a lot of money, but this game's gonna look beautiful in that. And now, I don't know. Hopefully, this is not with the new PSSR 2, because the new PSSR 2 just came out, which should help with a lot of gameplay aspects. So I'm hoping that actually helps. What's that, Craig? It had 3 of these? What do you mean?
After all, a lot of people are wondering just how it runs, and while you might have a good idea by now, there is more to discuss. So as the spec sheet released by
Yeah, the
Preload
spec
just
sheet kind of
notes,
looked like this on one
there
of my
are 3
videos.
modes on most consoles, including PS5 Pro. Optimal, which is the performance mode, balanced, and quality. This translates to internal resolutions of 1080p, 1440p, and 4K.
I'm a loot goblin. Hopefully, they have a chest. Dude, hopefully there's chests and
and
storage. Yeah,
case.
I would assume so.
Where it differs from the
Now I've heard some things of back in the playtest. Now this is an older version of the game. There was no chest at the main base. And everything was just stored on you constantly in your inventory, and it got kind of cluttered. I'm assuming day one patch they're gonna add some kind of chest of storage in your camp, Because I can't imagine you just carrying everything on you all the time. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be an issue.
The user experience you might have, however, is that the current build we
Look
had
at the
access
emoji.
to
What
is running
emoji?
with the original PSSR, as opposed to what we affectionately call PSSR2.
King.
Thus, image
Crying
quality
king noises. Oh
wasn't
no.
great. Apparently,
Am I not seeing a
PSSR2
message
is
here?
planned for launch,
That's coming
but
through.
in its current state, I can't really judge image quality yet, aside to say that the usual PSSR artifacts are indeed visible, with smearing around foliage and some ray tracing noise being the most obvious.
Yeah, you should get an update for PSR2. I don't know if it's an update. I think it's PSSR. I think you just mentioned it actually. Hang on. Let's go back a little bit. I was talking over it.
PSSR artifacts
Oh yeah.
are indeed visible. Apparently, PSSR2 is planned for launch, but in its current state, I can't really judge image quality yet, aside to say that the usual PSSR artifacts are indeed visible, with smearing around foliage and some ray tracing noise being the most obvious. It'll be very interesting to see how this changes with the upgraded PSSR. But
okay, so he was just saying that it comes out on launch. So the game that he was playing here does not have the number 2, the PSSR2. Now I'm curious. I don't know if PSSR is an update to your actual console or if it's per game. Like if once you get the game and it updates, it'll be part of the game already. I'm not sure on that. The chicken had 3 question marks on its head. Really? Wait, a chicken with a quest? No, has question marks on its head. I wonder if you seal them. That's probably why it has question marks on the head. Maybe. Yeah, I'm assuming you get PSSR. It would just be. I don't know if it's a system side update or if it's a game side update. I mean, they did confirm that's coming on launch. So all that bugginess you just saw on this video here, it probably, hopefully, won't be in the game because this is an earlier build. So hopefully that number 2, the new version, keeps it cleaner and stuff. You know. I don't want to buy a PS5 Pro again. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude.
Reason to use the various performance modes actually stems
I wouldn't say
performance,
Forge looks better.
And Crimson Desert offers some impressive flexibility.
It just looks different.
Essentially, by default,
I like roosters. Yeah,
corresponds to a different frame rate target: 60 FPS for performance, 40 for balance.
I'll have to see what it looks like on my PC. King, compare it.
Balance mode, of course, requires a 120.
Oh, that's why you put the question marks. Okay.
Correctly. The performance mode, though.
Okay, performance mode.
Good fight. I poured a solid 20 hours or so into the game, and
he's running 60 FPS right now.
Performance mode. By and large, that 60 FPS target is maintained. I was surprised by how good it is overall. But it was also enlightening playing this way without any sort of VRR, as it did help me identify specific areas where it can and does drop. Most of the time, that involves larger crowds. Anything involving tons of NPCs or enemies can drop the frame rate. That's not to say there aren't occasional dips in quieter spots like this, but overall...
Okay, actually, I just looked it up because I remember there's a PS5 console spec sheet for the person who asked earlier about the base PS5. Can it run up to 60 FPS? Yes, it can. So, base PS5 on performance mode, 1080p, 60 FPS, ray tracing low. Balanced is upscaled 4K, 40 FPS VSync, and then quality mode, which is upscale 4K from 1440p, is 30 FPS. So yes, you can get 60 FPS on there, depending on what settings you use for the base PS5. So I just want to confirm that.
Most of the drops will happen when it's busy. The most significant of which occurred during the battle for Bug Hill, as I like to call it.
Yeah, it's not going to be like the click. It's not going to be like a standard hack and slash.
Include the frame rate, which drops significantly.
If that's what you're talking about, like a hack and slash or like a
spot I found in the game so far.
Like World of Warcraft, the point and click. It's not going to be like that at all.
Sometimes hitting 60,
it'll be way different.
Sometimes dropping into the 50s, as you do. But once you actually reach the top of Bug Hill, and camp in here, we start.
There's a lot of enemies. Holy crap!
And I think this is actually made worse by.
Okay, he's dipping down at 38 FPS.
Yeah. I came here before my character was ready and would die instantly if hit. So I have a ton of insects.
So yeah, he just said he kited a bunch of enemies because he wasn't high enough level to kill them. So he just brought a bunch of these flying enemies around and he's dipping. I mean, you can see the dip in the FPS. Go down to 38 from 60, which, I mean, a lot of mobs and enemies like this are gonna be stressful on your CPU, and the PS5 doesn't have like the strongest CPU. You know what I mean? Armor Forger for King. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's like, I love armor. I love armor too, though. Yeah. First thing I'm gonna do is buy a cart and to load the bandits. I'll sell them to the slave market. Hey, yo, that's
chasing
crazy.
me around. And as a result, we actually see the frame rate slip all the way into the 30s. I believe this section is very specifically CPU limited.
Yes,
as
he
it
just said that
deals with
actually.
so many
CPU, that's what I
active
thought.
enemies at once. It
Active
makes
enemies, yep.
sense. You can trigger similar results in some of the game's large cities, especially when causing a ruckus like this. Once the crowd starts to panic and the guards rush the player character, the frame rate definitely takes.
So you just said, yeah, they always said PS5 Pro can do performance and quality. There's actually 3 modes for each one. Even base PS5 is 3 different modes. So both PS5 and PS5 Pro have the performance mode, balance, and quality mode. The only one that doesn't have 3 different modes for is the Xbox Series S. That one only has performance and quality. But when you go to the Xbox Series X, that has 3 modes on it. So they're offering 3 modes instead of 2 like most games, which is nice.
A hit as well. Crucially, it is not the norm at all, so don't.
Not the moment, Christopher. Yeah,
but it does.
There's speculation of it being multiplayer at some point. We'll see though.
The performance to its knees. In comparison, the 30 and 40 FPS modes are largely more stable overall, holding their targets reasonably well. Like here, I visited.
Let me hope, dang it, yeah.
Mode, and we're rendering 4 times.
Like I said, in one of the business calls, they said potential multiplayer, like GTA style.
Yet despite dipping into the 30s in performance mode, we're actually hitting a stable 30 FPS here in that quality mode, which is pretty great. Weirdly enough, the balance mode actually manages to hit a pretty stable 40 FPS in this area too. All of this can be influenced by dynamic elements, of course, like this run here in the 40 Hz mode. The reason it looks kind of fuzzy is that it started raining. So I'm running through this area in the rain.
It actually might be better to go balanced, because he dipped down to barely.
Alas, this is
when he was playing the 60 FPS mode, he dipped all the way down to lower,
performance. I mean,
like 32.
The way it feels to play. It seems
there's a lot of enemies there, dude. That's crazy.
FPS, the camera and the character movement feel less responsive than I'd have normally liked. Thus, I do recommend the 40 or 60 FPS.
Yeah, 40 or 60 FPS he's recommending, yeah.
The thing is, the game feels similarly heavy on PC, even at higher frame rates, so I think it's a design choice. Now, if not for capturing, I think I'd have probably stuck with the 40 FPS mode, since I feel like it finds a nice balance between image quality and performance. But once we factor in the new PSSR, it might actually make sense just to stick with performance the entire time.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
The thing is, though, if you drop into the options menu, you might.
So, yeah, 30, 40 FPS. I would say 40 is playable. 30 is getting kind of rough, especially the game with that Venom, with that many things going on. But he did say earlier he was getting anywhere except for that one location. He was getting 60 FPS on the other mode. So he's getting a consistent 60 FPS through the entire time, except for Bug Hill, because there's so many enemies up there. And he also said that he kited a bunch of enemies up there too, so it made it worse. So I guess we're gonna see how it runs, especially like you said, PSSR 2 coming out. I'm curious on how it's gonna affect it.
I noticed something else. There's a V-Sync toggle. Let me.
Yes, you get 3 options, King. Yep.
Not using a VRR display.
Yeah, Xbox Series X gets 3 options.
It is horrifically bad.
Oh, the screen tearing.
Not intended for use.
Don't use V-Sync.
VRR.
Or VRR.
Just look at this. The results are extremely awful.
That's horrible.
Don't use it. Trust me. But it does become useful when combined with VRR.
Oh, is it more than 60?
Mainly just in performance.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Despite the one.
So even if you're on console, there's no cap limit to the 60 FPS. You can go above that. He's using VRR with V-Sync off.
120 hertz container. The VRR in this game does not seem to support low frame rate compensation like some other major first-party titles. So when it dips out of the VRR range, screen tearing reappears.
70
this
FPS,
makes
nice.
The setting unsuitable for quality and even balanced mode because tearing does appear.
Yeah, so you need the VRR
when
with that.
Coupled with performance mode, however, it's legitimately
decent.
cool and allows frame rates that go above 60 FPS. It's honestly the most responsive and smooth feeling mode in the game, and as you can see, manages to keep frame rates under control. I did a full walk from one area to the other, and it gives a good idea of what you can expect. Using this mode, you won't really detect frame rate dips at all, outside of perhaps places like Bug Hill.
Honestly,
yeah. Though, when it comes to overall performance, I do think the results here are pretty good. When you consider the
that's
scope
decent.
of the game and the reasonably high-resolution targets, more than we see with any other UE5 games, that's for sure, the results are pretty impressive. Reflecting on all the various big
you get performance with quality. What do you mean, John?
Desert is one of the better performance overall. It's not
like both together
by any means. I do have some issues with certain image quality things, but still, I think it's
I'll chop every tree down for better frames. I think the frame dipping is mostly on the enemies because, like you said, it's kind of CPU heavy, and the PS5 CPU, like whatever they use for it, isn't like insanely great. It's okay, but it's not like crazy like a custom built PC. So I think it's like when you get to the heavy enemy areas like that one where there's like 100 enemies in one area, that might dip a little bit. But that's also because, like he said, he kited a bunch of enemies around because he couldn't fight them. So I don't think the trees are affecting it much. I mean, he was getting 70 FPS in the city zones and the forest zones.
It's fair to say that the console version, at least
The
on
3
PS5
question marks
Pro,
again, yeah.
is very good. So, with the performance situation firmly established on PS5 Pro, we await the other consoles to see how it stacks up there. But regardless, there are a few other cool things I wanted to talk about that caught my eye while playing this game, and to do that, I want to take you on a small journey. You see, early on I made the decision to
You don't think
test
things
the
appear and
open
disappear
world,
suddenly in this footage?
not knowing what
Like you
was
mean
in
popping,
store for
kind
me,
of?
nor how large the game world really was. So I set a waypoint
Dude, this map
just
is
out
huge,
in
holy
the middle
shit.
of nowhere to sort of guide me in the proper
There's gonna be so much to do in
direction,
this game.
and I just went. It started smoothly enough. Riding across these gorgeous fields on my horse, I marveled at the realistic sky rendering.
Oh yeah, the
atmospheric
PC pop. I actually seen some videos of popping issues. Not long distance popping, but actually close in popping, like with fine details. Like I saw a video of a guy walking just in the basic town area, and like everything looked fine except for the little grass bits that are in between, like the little weeds that are in between like the bricks, kind of popped in at like a 50-meter radius kind of thing. I'm hoping that gets fixed, whether it's an earlier build thing or like you said, maybe on console it was console because of the PSSR thing. I don't know. I'm hoping that gets fixed with the small pop-in issues. But I am noticing there's not much pop-in at all, even on PS5, meaning like the trees and stuff renders so far. Same with buildings and stuff, which is insane.
light scattering. It felt so realistic and impressive. I appreciated the sheer
Yeah, before you bought the
density
PS5
of
Pro, they said it will
environment
get
around
performance
me,
and
the
quality.
grass
Yeah,
blades
yeah, because
swaying
you can
in
switch
the
between
wind,
both.
trees, the foliage,
But in this game, you
the
can switch between 3
interaction
different
with the
ones
horse, the way every
on this
hoof
game.
matches the terrain. Yeah, there's definitely some visible
King,
LOD
you stop that,
popping
King.
along the way, which I don't love. But
Wait, look at the
given
roof on the left for a sec. Where was it? Was it in like a further shot? Which shot was it? It said roof on the left. Was it back here?
riding across these gorgeous fields on my horse, I
Like right here?
marveled at the realistic
Is that what you're
sky.
talking about? Gunboat ahoy, how you doing? Hey, Poppin', yeah, immersion. It is, yes, it's very immersion breaking. Yeah. They said, I know in one of the interviews, Will Power said they haven't like fully solved it, but they pretty much mitigated it to the point where
What
you don't
was
really
in
notice
store
it in the
for
game.
me, nor how
It's
large
very
the
like
game world really was.
unnoticeable, which is good.
So I set a
I'll take a look at that
waypoint
roof
just
here in a
out
second.
the middle of nowhere to sort of guide.
Nope, this is for PS5, Xbox, and PC. It's gonna be on also, I think the Ally ROG, how do you say it? Whatever it is. Yeah, it's gonna be on pretty much, and it's on Mac as well.
Me in the proper direction, and I just went.
All right, let's look at this roof
It
you're talking
started
about.
smoothly enough, riding across these.
Oh yeah,
gorgeous
okay, I just saw the popping. Yeah, okay. It was that like, it was smooth textured, and all of a sudden it just got textured around like a 50-meter 50-meter radius kind of thing. I'm curious if that's gonna get fixed or not with the PSSR, because this is an earlier build test on the PS5 Pro, so I'm curious if that's gonna fix
fields
anything.
on my horse.
Yeah, on Mac
marveled
is
at the
crazy, dude. I know,
realistic
that's
sky
insane.
rendering, the atmospheric
Yeah, that's a good catch
scattering.
though. That's a good
It
catch. I didn't
felt
see that
so
before.
realistic and impressive. I appreciated the sheer density of the environment around me, the grass blades.
I think
swaying in
one
the
way to
wind,
kind of
trees, the
also
foliage,
help with the pop in
the
is there's so
interaction
much
with the
going on
horse, the
screen
way
at
every
once with all the
hoof
foliage and
matches
like
the
the
terrain.
nature and people
Yeah, there's
that you might not
definitely
notice it
some
while you're
visible
playing if it stays in the
LOD
game.
popping along the way, which I don't love, but given the scale and the performance,
But yeah,
it's
popping does
understandable.
kind of destroy immersion at
Eventually, I
times. It
reached
does.
this lengthy wall running across the terrain.
Can I
and
play it on my
decided to
fridge?
ride
You
at
get
full
70
speed
FPS in your
towards the
fridge.
Scaffolding.
You
I
smart
was
fridge.
surprised at how seamlessly you could leap off your horse and grab onto the structure. Very cool stuff. Of course, it was seemingly for nothing as my horse was able to
How much
just
do I have to
walk
spend?
right through here on the
What, for the
bottom
game,
where I
John?
called him. Oh well. So I continued, and my
I think
next
it's $60 or
idea
$70
was
for
to
the
sort
game.
of wreak havoc in a nearby field.
Bro's just destroying
test the
shit.
game's physics and performance.
I
That's where
know,
discovered
Storm.
horse drifting, where you can essentially
It looks like Witcher 3. Yeah, it looks so
spin the
good.
horse around in circles in a way that feels awesome.
Make sure we hit the like button,
Impressively,
guys.
most smaller
We can pre-install the game today. Yes, at 10 p.m. UK time. Yeah, for me, it's gonna be 6
objects in
p.m.
the environment
Eastern
can
time for
be
me.
knocked
I'm
down
excited.
or destroyed by simply ramming into them, making this
Just
a lot of fun.
light, destructible environments.
There
Kind
is
of
a
cool.
small delay when destroying physics-based items, but
I can't
still,
just.
it
I don't know
feels
why.
really great.
As soon as I get my axe in game, like a chopping axe, I'm gonna go to find some trees and chop it down, be a lumberjack. Like you know what I mean? Just some random shit like that. Like
I then
why not?
rode towards a small nearby village and attempted to knock down these things as well, only to
just a
mistakenly
life without
reveal
popping.
an
Yeah,
enemy that was just hiding in the middle. Then suddenly, from off
that would be
screen,
nice. No popping at
a
all.
giant guard leaped into action and eliminated him immediately.
Don't hate the dude. The
Whoa.
guard just fucking wrecked him,
With
dude.
that, though, I decided to
Tom, thank you for the
continue
sub. I
forward,
appreciate
looking
it.
for anything interesting, and it's here that I noticed the somewhat noisy ray.
Yeah, John. Yeah, John. The RTX 3050 8 gig should work fine because the let me pull up the specs on the PC real quick on my phone and I'll read it out to you. For the low settings, you can play this game on an a GTX 1060, which is a 10-year-old graphics card. That's how optimized this game is. A GTX 1060. So yeah, your 3050 should be fine.
That reminded me that we're looking at the original PSSR. We'll be very curious to see how this looks with the upgraded PSSR at launch. But moving forward, I decided it was.
No, I'm at the recent PlayStation Play Base PS5 gameplay. Okay, yeah, pre-ordered deluxe just now. Oh, let's go, dude.
I thought were interesting. So
we'll look at the base gameplay soon. Supposedly there's footage out there of the base PS5 gameplay. So we'll look at that.
Just to see what would happen. Turns out these guards can climb as well.
This is a PS5 Pro gameplay. We're gonna be watching some other gameplay and a little bit on this, just comparing it.
Bit awkward. The result of fighting them on the
yeah, I don't know what happened to that game
really
Gunboat.
Interesting. I was trying to kick them
yeah,
off,
the PAX game
them down the slope,
kind of died out,
and was doing okay. But eventually,
yeah, no problem, John.
They overwhelmed me. So I tried to run again, and this time they killed me, causing me to respawn nearby. And it's from this respawn point that I randomly stumbled upon this circus. And honestly,
let me know, guys. Is my voice louder than his? I'm gonna make sure it's louder than his, so that when I'm talking over him, you can still hear me mostly. You know what I mean? Instead of pausing every 2 seconds to talk, kind of thing. Yeah, I think even on cinematic max settings, it runs under 8 gigs. Yes, it does. Yeah, it's very, very. If they could run on a 10-year-old graphics card, it's very optimized at that point. You know what I mean? The recent base PS5 gameplay was enough for me to provide. Yeah, a pre-order deluxe edition. Yeah, and we're gonna be looking at that soon. I heard it's pretty decent. I mean, people on Twitter. We're gonna be going on Twitter afterwards, looking at all the shit on there. So many people were saying, "Oh, they're hiding stuff from us. They're all throwing a temper tantrum because they weren't showing the base PS5 shit right off the bat." It's not that they're hiding stuff. Just because they're not showing it right off the bat doesn't mean they're hiding anything. Like, people went way overboard on Twitter with this shit. I mean, it's Twitter.
Me as well, because it felt strangely lively. There was no.
As far as I know, you can go anywhere, but enemies will be hard. Yes, you don't have good skills. Yep. Yeah, so the enemies don't rank up or skill towards your level, which is nice. So like if you go to a hard region right off, they're gonna kick your ass, which is insane. It reminds me of like Elden Ring, where you can kind of fuck off and just peace off and just go somewhere.
Very cool, right?
Which is awesome.
But then I
complete open world.
Outside and figured I'd mess with the AI again, so I tried to.
John, your voice is sexy.
God damn it! That when you
Thank
first
you.
swipe at NPCs, they actually just fall back and avoid your blade. But if you keep doing this, eventually the circle of pain draws around your character.
You're kidding. You control over there, King.
Say a guard or an
what's going on?
Suddenly
what's really wild to me is they did hide things on 4050 series cards. The lighting looked even better than all the gameplay shown so far. Yeah, they did. Well, they did show. Yeah, they showed. I think in the next video they show the 50 series, the 40s and 50 series cards. It's not that they're hiding it. They were just showing the PS5 stuff first. I believe this footage came out first because people want to see this first. I wouldn't even say it's hiding it. You know what I mean? Especially if they're showing lower end stuff first, then obviously the 4050 is gonna be better. I mean, it's just like you have to like kind of think about it for a second. You know what I mean? Like at first they didn't show the PS5 base gameplay, and people were like, "Oh, they're hiding it because it's super bad quality, maybe or badly optimized." That's not why. I mean, you have to go into it knowing PS5 Pro is gonna look better. It's gonna run better than the base PS5. That's just a fact. You know what I mean? Like people have to know that. You can't get into the game thinking that, oh, my base PS5 is gonna run as good or better than a Pro or a PC. You know what I mean?
The crowds dispersed, not just randomly in all directions. Rather, they actually made their way.
Yeah, you just hit the kid.
as a
Yeah,
group
bro's
towards
going
the
hard right
exit
now.
in a panic as the guards then entered the scene to take
Yep,
me
single
out.
player for now. Yep.
Which recalls something cool about fighting, because
You're
you
gonna pick
see
one town and
similar
or
behavior
faction,
with
just be a
enemies as
criminal,
well.
stealer. Yes,
Let's
dude, I
say you're
thought of that
fighting
too,
some
dude.
bandits and
Pick
you
one
kill
town
most
just to
of them.
fucking steal shit
There's
from,
a
and that's
point
just
where
like
some
my town to shit
remaining
around
noobs
in. You know
might
what I
actually
mean?
freak out and just attempt to run away from you. You can, of course, take them out with an arrow if you're
Exactly, Explorer. Yes, hiding stuff or just releasing things differently to other modern games, leaving something to hide. Yes, and that's the thing. People like they've been super transparent in this game with all the stuff that's going on. They can't show everything because then there's nothing to explore, nothing to show. You know what I mean? Like if they showed every weapon in the game, like you know what I mean? Then, like if you go into this game thinking, oh, like they're not showing every weapon in the game or every hidden thing. Like no, that's gonna ruin the game at that point. You know what I mean? Like if you're really worried about like base PS5 being worse, you can always wait till launch, see how the gameplay is. But I mean, there's already footage out there of it, so like that's already been debunked.
a good shot, mind you.
I'll be
It's a
showing
neat
that in a
touch
little bit
that
here
adds a
about the
tinge of
PS5, the base
realism to the
PS5.
encounters. I really like the
After a
AI
couple videos
behavior
here.
in this game. From there, though, I
Yeah,
kept
yeah, all their
moving
demo was on
forward.
the
Eventually,
7900.
that's
Yep.
where I found
Which didn't even support ray
As I
regen, yeah.
mentioned
Which makes the
earlier,
lighting look
this
even
was quite a
crazier. Yeah,
shock when I
exactly.
first
Yep.
found it. You see,
Well,
up
like
until this point,
that's I
everything
would say quote
had a
unquote
sort of
hiding something
grounded
in the
medieval
opposite way.
flavor, but suddenly
You know what I
we
mean?
had mechanical
Showing
insects,
something that's
airships,
decent and then being,
balloons,
oh, it could be even
orcs,
better than this.
all fighting on the side of the mountain, and it looked super cool. This is when I did some of my performance testing, of course, but eventually I survived Bug Hill and found this amazing orc city built upon
PS6 be $99. What do you mean?
Wholly unlike anything else I'd seen in the game yet. The sheer level of detail.
Exactly, dude. The only things they
pipes,
hid are things they want to make you buy
structures
more.
really
Exactly.
impressed.
Explorable stuff and all that. Like
It was time to continue.
this company's been more
As night
transparent
fell, I
than
noticed a
most
city in the
companies
distance, and
about
that
showing
city
stuff.
seemed to be illuminated by electric lights. Sure enough, it was.
But I understand why people are so
This sort
worried
of
though, because getting
farmland
burnt for so many
was
years
just
over different
spread out
things.
across the terrain. At first, we thought it was Nazca lines, but
That's sick.
actually an electric
farm.
of
That's
some
sick.
sorts. Very strange. Very
That's cool. So like this is why I don't know, like when you play like Witcher or like other fantasy games, it's straight like fantasy medieval times. Like it's kind of cool how they have the steampunk and they actually have like actual technology in certain regions, which is interesting because obviously loot is gonna be way different in this area, as well as I assume enemies are gonna be way harder.
different mood as well. The HDR in this scene, by the way, was very impactful. I loved both the lights with the strong highlight, as well as the beautiful night sky with its gorgeous volumetric cloud system. So I continued, climbing the mountain in the darkness with just my torch,
He's
fumbling
going on his
around.
adventure.
Night is really dark in this game, and it makes navigation
Oh, you can see
more
the pterodactyl, or the robot pterodactyl. So yeah, this is definitely the steampunk area, or the obviously with the lights and stuff. But it's kind of cool up here.
treacherous. I ended up exploring the cliffs, engaging a few foes, before eventually finding this view, which is just awesome. Rather than diving
How much do you think
in,
the PS6 and Xbox heals will
decided
be?
to take a left turn.
I think I heard somewhere that the Xbox is gonna be anywhere from $800 to $1,200 around there. It's probably gonna be around 1,000 average, I'd assume. But it's kind of like a PC at that point. I think PS5 6 is what, $600, $700 for PS5 or PS5 6, a PS5 Pro. I think it's like what, it's like $700. I think it'll be between 800 and 1,200 is what they're saying because it's gonna be like a PC at that point. And I think the PS6 is gonna be not as good as the Xbox. The new Xbox, I think it's gonna be better than the PS6. From what I'm hearing about the Xbox Helix, we'll look up some Xbox Helix stuff later. But from what I heard, it's pretty damn awesome, to be honest. Doesn't video exist on? Yes, a video does exist in the PS5 base. Yep, we'll be looking at that after. There's some stuff on Twitter. I don't know if it's on YouTube or not, but PlayStation Japan released. I don't know if PlayStation themselves released it, but someone released it. I think from Japan. So we're gonna look at that afterwards.
Of sorts and make my way down.
Game
to
of the
shore to
year.
check
I'm
out
gonna
the
teach these
water
kids a lesson.
and take
Dude,
in
this is
the
gonna be
view.
game of the year, bro.
The water was beautiful.
This in GTA 6.
Of course, I was ready to capture this scene. It really feels like you're standing at the edge of the world. But of course, you're not. So I kept moving, this time walking down the beach, eventually reaching this sort of rocky terrain.
BDO, what's BDO? Oh, Black Desert Online, yeah.
Again. And yeah, it works similarly to Breath of the Wild. You have a stamina meter and can climb most surfaces. It's actually influenced.
I'm kind of glad there's a single player, honestly, to start.
As well, which makes it harder to
So it's none of
climb
that pay to play
surfaces.
shit.
What I really like about it, though, is the way the animation system
Yeah, gray
successfully
steampunk armor.
matches your
Yeah.
character's hands to
On the mech,
logical
yeah.
positions as you climb the surface. It feels very gratifying as a result. Eventually, I made it to the top, and waiting for me
Dude, this is actually
up
sick.
here turned out to
It's
be
like a tropical.
rainforest.
He said rainforest, but it's like tropical. This actually reminds me of Ark Survival Ascended right here with these kind of tropical trees and shit. At this point, get a PC. Oh yeah, okay, because Helix will have Steam as well. Yeah, it's kind of like the Steam machine where it's like it's a PC essentially, and it's gonna have all like the layout on a PC, which is nice. Conan climbing, yeah. And he did mention I was talking over, but he did say that when you're climbing, you like I said earlier, you have less stam when it's hot out or cold. So like depending on the surfaces, if they're wet, if you know what I mean, if it's super hot outside, then you're not gonna be able to climb as much.
And the mood shifted greatly because it's not just a rainforest, it actually started to rain.
Yeah, it
Your
depends on what
local
they do.
torch
Oh, dude, that rain looks so
lights up the
good.
droplets around you in a beautiful fashion as the area around your character is battered by the storm. Other lighting effects like this random blue glow
What the
from
hell?
something produces dramatic results as well. What I loved about this sequence
I'm curious
of
what they're gonna do
the
for
jungle
PS6. Yeah,
is
I'm
that
curious.
the fog and rain combined with the thickness of the trees really limits your view. It really
Yeah, like
feels
he said,
isolated,
it
as if
limits
you
your
were
view, and you feel like you're actually there. You're immersed in like the rainstorm, where you can't see more than like 100 meters, 200 meters out. You know what I mean? Where it's like you see above the tree line, and that's it. Um, just this preference. There is, I think, is it 75 or 90 bosses? I think there's at least 75 bosses. I think I was around 90 though. Anyways, there's that many bosses, and actually, I'm gonna keep playing this. I'm gonna look it up while I keep playing this because there's something else I want to talk
actually
about.
exploring a deep jungle. Along the way, I navigated rapids, appreciating that awesome water system, dealt with a few more enemies in their encampments, walked along some cliff sides, including making some leaps of faith, before eventually reaching the edge of the forest itself. And that's when the rain started to let up, which highlighted another cool detail. Rain actually leaves behind puddles that persist for hours of game world time. It's not just a binary thing where it's rainy or not. It actually comes and goes.
Okay. Okay, so you read 76 to be exact. Okay, yeah. I just looked up too. 76 unique boss fights, along with 401 different creatures slash enemy types. 401 different creatures and enemies. That could also mean like a bird or a deer isn't creature enemy type. I don't know if that counts towards it. They have not shown a whole lot of creatures in a sense. They showed some boss battles here and there. They showed, I think, someone fighting with some kind of crab thing. There's obviously, so when I first looked into this game, I was like, oh, is this just like medieval style where you're fighting just like humanoid players? You know what I mean? Like people in armor, in armor. You know what I mean? But from what I've seen so far, there's actually going to be like creatures and monsters in the game of some sort. Obviously, with the Yeti thing, the other bosses, you can imagine what kind of other things are out there, which excites me, dude.
Goes realistically, leaving its mark. Something that really adds
Yeah,
to the
underground
realism.
areas too. Yeah, like
By this
little
point,
dungeons
though,
and shit.
I managed to climb up the side of this steep cliff and found myself staring out across the crimson
That's so good
desert
looking.
itself. From the opening village.
Oh, we
to
hit the light
top
goal
of
already?
this
Let's go,
mountain
boys. Let's go for
here,
100 then.
it
Let's go
took
for
me
100,
roughly
boys.
4 hours of traversal and exploration. So,
Or do you mean
yeah,
hit it
I
like,
think you
like
get
let's hit
by
it?
now. The amount of variety on display here is outstanding.
Oh, you're at 53.
What
Damn.
I've shown
Okay.
you is just a
Let me end that poll then. I wasn't sure how today was gonna go because obviously you know we're doing Crimson Desert stuff today, not Arma stuff. So the most monsters I've seen are goblins. Yes, I've seen goblins. I've seen, like I said, I've seen some footage of someone fighting like this crab thing. It wasn't a boss. It was just some kind of weird crab. The immersion. PC build instead of next gen. It's a no-brainer, yeah. Yeah, I think honestly PC build is the best way to go. Like instead of getting, that's why I'm not getting a new Xbox when it comes out. I already have a PC, so there's no reason for me to get, you know what I mean, that. I'm just catching up on chat, guys. I wonder if there's vampires at night. Dude, that'd be kind of sick, actually. Get a vampire DLC. That would be insane, actually. I don't usually pick sides, but I'm buying a Xbox flag. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm more towards Xbox 2, King. But like I said, I probably won't be buying the new Xbox, yeah.
small taste
Goblins,
of the
orcs, dragons,
tiny
maybe some
path
robots.
through
Yep.
the
Oh, yeah,
game.
100% robots,
A
yeah.
simple walk from one part of the map to another that became a memorable adventure. And this is before.
So how's the base game quality mode look sexy? We'll be showing the base PS5 gameplay soon here. I'll look it up after.
Explore since games like Red Dead Redemption 2 or perhaps Breath of the Wild. This is without a doubt one of the most impressive open world experiences I've ever had. I genuinely found myself asking the question, how the heck did they do this over and over?
The world of Black Desert Online doesn't have vampire, but they have elves. Okay.
Great.
They're like vampires. Interesting.
PlayStation 5 Pro, even in this pre-release state.
Yeah, you're right.
Of course,
a lot of monsters from Crimson Desert are going to be from Black Desert. You're right. That could be it.
There are some visual bugs with the displacement mapping in RT, and in some cases, actual bugs, like here in the desert where I found myself
swimming above the water is crazy.
At one point. Plus, the loading sequence when loading a save is weirdly lengthy with this animation and music that sort of plays out before you're dropped into the world, which thankfully respawning on death is very quick, and there's no other loading times during actual gameplay, so it's not a huge deal.
I would rather have one long loading time than no loading screens at all in the entire game. You know,
Pro, they actually did it. Which brings us to the end of our first contact with the game.
Like, even sitting right here, the pop-ins are not crazy. I mean, it's not. It's crazy in a good way though. Like, you get like good textures and res on these rocks down here, the trees. You get the bushes. You even get these towers out here, like the windmills way out this town. But anything further than that, like you can see, like at this line right here where these rock structures are, and this obviously is kind of where the pop-in starts of like the texturing. But I feel like there's so much shit going on. Like, if you go down and fight enemies down in this region here, or like there's so much detail within the world itself that you're not going to notice this really far out pop in with the detail, like when it starts getting rendering detailed on these rocks out here. You see what I'm saying?
Game. There's still so much more to explore here. Like, I feel like I've just gotten started.
This is PS5 Pro gameplay. We're going to be showing PS5 base soon. Don't worry.
It just kind of came out of nowhere. And
am I doing giveaways? I don't have any giveaways to do. Not at the moment. We'll see. I'm going to contact them. See, I didn't get a code, unfortunately. I was hoping to get a code to play the game early tomorrow, but I don't have that, unfortunately. But we'll see if I can get my hands on some codes and stuff for you guys. That would be actually really nice. And like, worst case, if I have to, I can pull it out of my own budget. I know like that's going to be rough on me for budget wise, but I might do some giveaways for you guys during the launch week. We'll see.
What I've played here just felt unbelievable at times, even on the console.
If so all that load, I don't know where the FPS will go. Yeah, true.
That's something we'll report on very soon.
Yes, I'm playing day one. It won't be hour one. For this video. Like I said, I wanted to play early, but I couldn't. I haven't gotten a code from them yet, which I don't think I will. I had my grandmother's 90th birthday the same day and the same time that the game launches. So I'm going to be like an hour or two late to the launch of it, but I'll be playing, I think it launches at 6 p.m. my time. I'll be on around 7 or 8 p.m. that night, and I'll be playing it all night into the next day and all weekend. So yes, I'll be playing it quite a bit.
However, so thanks for watching.
I don't know how you get Dragon. I'm not sure. That was all PS5 Pro footage, Steve. The entire video we just watched was PS5 Pro. Now we're gonna go check out the other video here, which is Crimson Desert high-end PC's biggest visual upgrade. We're gonna be checking this video out real quickly. Then we're gonna go look for the base PS5 gameplay, because there is some base PS5 gameplay out there that we do want to cover today.
Video of the game covering the PC version. The PC.
See, I started watching like 48 seconds of it, and I stopped. So I'm like, okay, well, this might be good to watch on a stream. So let's do this. Now this is high-end PC's visual upgrade, the ray tracing, for people that are going to be playing it on PC and stuff.
Crimson Desert on a high-end PC is glorious. Ultra-high frame rates, better draw distance.
Okay, wait, hang on. You said it's actually on the PlayStation Japan YouTube channel? Okay, I'll look at that after. So it's not, it has to be specifically, it's on the Japan YouTube channel from PlayStation. Okay. Thank you for that. I'll definitely look that up afterwards for you guys.
And of course, a lot of options to tailor the game.
Unfortunately, you can't link anything in YouTube chat.
And we'll all be talking about that in a future
57 Ti, 57.
Really
ooh, it's gonna be nice,
like
Steve. It's gonna run nice.
From developer Preload here, and in one specific way, on PC, it offers a huge visual upgrade that is exclusive to the platform, and I wanted to highlight it in.
Okay, we'll talk about this in a second here, but yeah, I push the render distance any harder from the custom PS5 CPU will choke a bit. Yeah, it's equivalent to an i3. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, because that's also an issue we saw earlier about when you have too many enemies in one area, you start dipping FPS because that's CPU based with that many enemies. But yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's comparable to a desktop 13700. Yeah, Which one you got? Yeah, so it's still pretty good. And so obviously, a lot of people saw this 2 pictures, and there's a lot of fake shit going on online right now that on Twitter, where they labeled this side PS5 and this side PC. This is actually both on PC with standard denoiser and the ray tracing reconstruction. The biggest difference is graphic quality. It's, you know what I mean? It's more detailed on obviously this side because of the lighting and stuff. You can see, you know, how dark the bushes are with all the lighting. This is kind of all blended. This is how lower end PCs are going to look. Same thing with PS5 Pro. I mean, even though this is a PC, this is how it looked on that footage we saw earlier on the PS5 Pro, which is still good. You know what I mean? You look at this and no one complained about this until they saw this. Obviously, going into it, you have to know that high-end PCs are always going to look better. That's just a fact. And if you can't get around that, then that's just on you for not knowing that PCs are better. Not in the sense of like, oh, PC Chad, you know what I mean? But it's like higher end PCs are obviously going to have better detailing. It's always been a thing, right? But not saying this doesn't look bad, because all that footage we saw earlier looked incredible.
This first video of the game covering the PC version. The PC exclusive visual upgrade over other platforms that I wanted to highlight comes from
265K here. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude.
Enhancements found on that platform, and specifically AMD's ray regeneration and
oh yeah, it's definitely playable 30. Yeah, you definitely can play it.
Now this would usually be a tertiary thing.
So this is good also for PC players, because it's not just NVIDIA. You can do AMD ray regeneration or ray reconstruction. It's kind of nice.
Talk about in a review, but here it is so fundamental.
Thank you for the sub, Steve. I appreciate it.
Video about it all together. See, Crimson Deserts extensively uses
playable on PS5, yeah.
for its indirect lighting on all platforms. John talked about this in his video.
Yeah, resolution will definitely be the big fluctuation. Yes, 100%.
The entire look of the game.
Like obviously, if you're playing on like a 1080, I mean,
on low-end platforms,
let me see if that's too loud.
And less capable RT GPUs on PC. That is one of the reasons why pre-release.
Obviously, if you're playing on like a 1080p monitor versus a 1440p, there's going to be a visual difference. Like it's just a fact, you know.
Ultra. There are not many games with RTGI and reflections that can manage that feat on that GPU.
That looks so good.
The reason why they can do it here comes down.
I believe this is on 5080. I have a 4080 RTX, so I'm hoping it looks just as good. It should. I mean, there's not much big difference between the 50 and the 4080.
1/16 rays per pixel. And they describe the game's RT reflections running at 1/4 resolution with a simple denoiser.
Yeah, after this video, guys, like I said, I'll look up the PS5 base gameplay for you guys. So stick around for that. Make sure everyone hit that like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes today.
And making the denoiser cheap. And this is key to how this game specifically can manage to run as well as it can on a wide range of devices. That, of course, has consequences for visuals too, and it is a big reason why the PC version here has such a huge advantage in lighting, thanks to prescient decision making.
See, even, okay, so obviously the standard denoiser, I feel like it still looks decent over here, but you definitely see more like shadow detail in the corners over here. The gun itself has deeper brown to it. So you just get like these deeper blacks and stuff, and you know, the edges are a little bit smoother, but then again, I'm very curious on how much you're actually going to notice this. Like, say if you're playing on a PC that's a lower build and you can't run, you know, ray reconstruction, I wonder how much of a difference you're actually going to notice. Because a lot of this is fine detailed looking in at something. Like it's the camera's punched into this point where you're looking at the fine details, which is cool. But when you're actually playing the game, you're fighting enemies. Are you going to notice that a huge difference? I mean, you might look at the foliage and see a difference, but the tiny little details, I'm curious. I really are.
Making by Preload, the game offers AMD.
Oh, you got a 4080 as well. Okay.
Ray regeneration on AMD RDNA 4 GPUs and NVIDIA's DLSS ray reconstruction.
Yeah, keep the temps under 70C. Yeah.
And this is a kind of less than obvious.
Oh yeah, we'll probably get 100 FPS on 4080. Yeah.
The boost to
it runs like a champ. Yeah, dude.
These denoisers was frankly so
if it can, yes. If multiplayer does come, it's gonna be crazy.
The first time I toggled that
at 3060, yeah, that'll be good. Also,
look at this scene here in the game's intro to show you
the 6090. Is it even a thing yet, King?
Tracing in use with the standard denoising, like you would find on console or those PC GPUs that do.
Yeah, the ray reconstruction is nice. Yeah.
Or ray reconstruction. This area is completely indirect.
Yeah, I'll be looking at the base game PS5 gameplay after this video. This is only a 11-minute video, and then we'll go over to the base game PS5 gameplay.
Opening to the sky, but honestly, a lot of the lighting here on surfaces is relatively flat. Areas.
Yeah, the Twitter post about the achievements. Yeah, the
differences in shading.
they're a riddle.
There's just a lack of contact shadows with the ground in general. Take a look at the grass here. It kind of looks a bit unlit. Lighting looks a bit
It still looks
directionless,
decent, though.
as if it's coming
Like, it's
from
not-
everywhere instead of specifically from the ceiling above.
It's not
this
bad.
creates, in general, a lack of contrast in the image because lighting appears imprecise, although it's ray traced.
69 is a
Some of
myth.
this
Yeah,
may
imagine
come
the
down
cost of the
to
RAM. Oh,
surface
yeah, it'd be
GI
insane,
that
dude.
the game is using being a bit broader strokes in general, but actually most of this comes down to how the game's standard denoiser works. Now let's turn on ray reconstruction. Boom. Suddenly, all of that indirect lighting makes sense. There's tight
You get like,
shadows.
yeah,
on
you
the
get like
object.
darker details. I mean, you get more finer details in the actual bricks and stuff. And it's funny how much lighting makes graphics look different. Like, it makes it look at higher res, but it's the same stuff. It's just reconstruction and denoiser versus, you know what I mean? But I just think it's the funniest thing that everything like on the PS5 stuff that we watched, the PS5 Pro, everyone was blown away with and loved it. As soon as they saw NVIDIA ray reconstruction and everything from PC, high-end PC builds, they get upset because they're like, oh, well, now this game doesn't look good. It's like, well, wait, hang on. A week ago, everyone was saying how good this game looked on PS5 Pro, and it looks amazing. It still does. The problem is a lot of people see something on like a PC and they see a better graphics quality and they get upset about it. It's like, well, like literally 2 seconds ago, you guys were saying, not you guys, but like people were saying how good this looks on PS5 Pro. I still think the PS5 Pro looks really good. I'm curious on how it looks on base PS5. Like I said, we're gonna be watching that video after, guys. So let's continue.
The pipes on the ground or the overhangs above doors. Lighting now has a direction to it, and it's chiefly
Yeah, the world
coming from
impresses me the
above, but
most.
that
Actually,
whole
looking
movement,
at yeah,
this grounds the
from a high,
scene
it looks like a
and
crazy. It
objects
reminds
in
me
it,
of Death
giving
Stranding 2.
variations in
Dude,
shading
I
that
know.
just weren't there
It reminds me of
before,
Red Dead when I
like in
first
the
played Red Dead
grass,
Redemption
which
2.
now
It looks so
doesn't look
good.
unlit. In spite of the game having RTGI,
Do you think you can go beyond 60, 70 FPS with cinematic ray tracing? Yes, I believe you can. Yep. Yeah, especially with the 4090A. You'll be able to break that easy. Yeah. Even a 4080 on Ultra, I believe I could probably break 80 to 100. I guarantee it. They're so
honestly think
optimized.
Turning on one of
But
these
we'll have to
ML
see.
denoisers is
And also, the PS5 Pro gets 70 FPS with, I think it was VSSR or VSync or something like that on it. The PS5 Pro got 70 FPS. So yeah, you'll definitely be able to break
like
that.
the
Yeah.
difference between RTGI on and off.
Shut up,
And the
King.
real
On Temu
difference
getting
is
it
just the
tomorrow.
denoiser. And thankfully, this is not something you just get on it in
Oh,
video
HDR monitors is gonna look
RGB.
really good on
With
ray
regeneration,
reconstruction. Yeah,
running
deeper
on an
darks. Feel like
9070
yep.
XT, we
Especially
get
at nighttime
broadly
or
the
like with the
same
shadows.
effect. We see a focusing of the light's ambient direction, an actual
Yeah, the guy with the
contact
long
shadows
black
in
hair is the main
areas that are
character. I'll let you play on
primarily
for Quest.
indirectly
Yes.
lit. Compared
The main
to
character
game
you play
running on
is
best console, the
Cliff.
PlayStation 5 Pro.
Okay, so this is. So let me finish my sentence there. Yeah, so you play Cliff, which is the main character, which is this guy here. And then there's the two other. There's Unka, which is the orc, and then Damien, which is the other character. She's like more of a, from what I understand, like Unka's like the big tough guy that like more heavy axes and stuff. But you can choose how to play. Obviously, they have different play styles. And then Damien, she has like more like a dexterity build kind of thing, which is kind of cool. But your main quests are gonna be with Cliff. And then everything else, you can always switch to the other characters and just do side quests. Or if you like this play style better, you can play the entire rest of the game with that character.
A huge upgrade in
Okay, so yeah, this is standard performance mode, PS5. Looks really good. This is with the 970 XT ray tracing regeneration. I mean, there's some obviously difference with the shadows and how they look. I mean, even PS5 Pro looks fucking amazing still. But obviously, you get like I said, you get the finer details in the actual like stones and stuff.
lighting, all thanks to much better denoising. And this better lighting just doesn't mean better contact shadows, like the examples I'm showing right here readily
Okay.
show off.
Oh,
Take the
this
shot
guy having the
here
text up here,
in the
yeah.
Opening area again with ray regen off.
But
and
that
ray
looks good, even with the
reconstruction off.
denoiser.
The
Standard
opening in
denoiser
the
looks
wall
good.
Here is lit with the sunlight.
This
pouring
right here
through.
looks better than
Thanks
like
to
90% of
RTGI, we do
games
see
nowadays,
the
which is
area near
insane.
that opening where the sunlight comes in is
That's not
lit
even
up
with
a bit.
the
It looks all right,
regeneration
but
on
it is
it.
lacking in key areas that are obvious when we change. the
Yeah,
denoiser.
that's something that's
For
kind of
ray
cool. Not a
reconstruction
huge
here,
difference between
you
AMD
can
and
see how we
Nvidia.
get this
They
beautiful
compare really
reflected
well.
light on the floor from the game's ray traced reflections.
Okay, yeah.
That ray tracing is still
You
being
can see quite a bit of detail here. Even though I said this looks really good with how the lighting comes in and kind of like blooms almost where it's like blinding you. Obviously, you get way more shining on the ground here and around the areas.
done, of course, without ray reconstruction on.
People make
but
that
it just
control
doesn't
seem so
seem
complicated. Well, I
put
heard it's
together
kind of
correctly
complicated, but
in the
not
denoising.
crazily.
You
Like
get
it's.
indirect shadows on the environmental bits.
I
like
think
the
they made it seem
wall or
complicated
the
because they were
pipe on
playing
the
an earlier
armature that
build
just
where they
aren't
had a bunch
there
of
in the
move
standard
sets
denoising.
and like
There's so much more
I don't know. From what I heard, the game doesn't hold your hand, which I like. I like
in
that.
spite of RTGI
But
being
obviously,
the same between these
you're
shots.
gonna get
Flipping
moved
these
slowly at a time, like
denoisers on
new
and
abilities
off
slowly.
provides a
So you're gonna learn those
shockingly
abilities
huge
as you go
visual
along.
quality
You know what I
difference
mean?
in favor of machine learning denoising. It almost looks like ray tracing on and off. I honestly find the difference that big. Another area of great improvement comes from how responsive lighting and reflections are. Check out this shot here in that same intro with RT reflections on.
Now
and
the base
in
PS5
standard
Crimson
denoising.
footage is
The
out, but it
reflections
still
on the
needs an
water
in-depth
are
review,
obvious,
performance,
but
and
they're a bit
graphics mod.
stippled
Okay, yeah,
and
modes.
ghosty.
Yeah.
Although the game is running at 60 FPS,
I wish I had a base
the ghosting
PS5
from
to
previous
practically,
frames
show
on the
you
moving
guys
water
like on
surface
day one,
makes
but I
the water
don't.
surface almost look like it's running at a lower frame rate than that. Now let's turn on ray reconstruction. That ghosty, stippled, low frame rate look is gone. This is the same ray tracing.
Yeah, there's not as
same
much
settings,
pixelization going on in
just
the water on
denoiser
the
being different once
denoiser.
again.
Hello, welcome in. How you doing? How's everyone doing, by the way? Welcome,
One last
everybody.
area
I know I
where
missed a bunch of people's
denoising
names coming in here,
difference
but hopefully
pays
everyone's having a good
dividends
morning.
Is in
We're
general
gonna be checking out the base
stability with
PS5
complex
gameplay
lighting,
soon.
like
Don't worry.
that which you find in indoor areas of the game. And this is for two reasons. As we can see here with the standard denoiser, it's a pretty typical indoor scene during the daytime.
Okay, he does go
You
through some
notice of
specs
the
after.
issues that John pointed out in his PS5 Pro
All right,
video.
let's just skip ahead to here. I want to see the specs and stuff. Because we're seeing some
Using
graphic
AMD
stuff.
Ray regeneration or Nvidia's ray reconstruction.
Yes, we do have base
impacts lighting
gameplay,
quality in this
base
game that
PS5
essentially
gameplay. Yes,
unlocks an
we're gonna check that out in a
ultra-quality
minute.
lighting not found on any
Peter,
other
thank you for the sub. I
platform,
appreciate
and
it.
It can be visually game-changing. So what's the catch? Mainly performance. Since the base denoiser is so cheap, turning on the more robust ML solutions is expensive in comparison. On an RTX 5080, for example, using the game's highest cinematic quality settings at 4K performance mode, turning on ray
It's in
reconstruction
60 or
decreases
5080, but it's on
performance by
4K. Like I'm
14%
gonna be
over
playing on
DLSS
1440p, not 4K. You know what I mean?
M. On the AMD RX 9070
And this is on
XT,
cinematic,
it is
not even
more
ultra. This is higher,
intense.
it's cinematic.
On that GPU, ray regeneration costs 24% more than the standard denoiser when combined with FSR 4. So while I think any and every person playing this game who has a capable GPU should turn these features on, definitely, you will have to adjust your priorities.
Oh, are you talking about the
other
base
settings
PS5?
to maintain performance goals, given how this is a significant performance cost. Between the two ML denoisers, there are some differences in image quality that I've noted in previous videos. As mentioned in the ray regeneration review in Black Ops 7, ray regeneration
Okay,
does
they're just gonna
denoise
talk about the
well,
rest
but
of it more or
doesn't
less. Okay, let's
combine to upscale to
You said where was it? It was PlayStation Japan, was it? Not PlayStation Japanese voice. No. Wait, stop. Okay. Is this the, I don't know. Hang on. PlayStation Japan. Okay. I'd say it was this one. It's gotta be this one, right? It's gotta be this one. The 20-minute video, right? They gotten better, but kind of a mixed bag. Yeah, stability. Yeah, I'm curious how it is. Series S will be something. Yeah, I'm curious how it looks on the Series S. I mean, there's only 2 different modes on the Series S, actually, not 3. There's a quality and performance mode, I think, on there. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to mute that because obviously, I don't think we can translate. Hang on, let me see. I might be able to. No, okay. Wait. Okay, let's just mute that real quick, and we'll just. Well, he's gonna be talking the entire time, isn't he? Oh God, how should I do this? Let's just lower the volume. I don't know what he's saying at all. Yeah, closed caption. I did closed caption, but it literally does it in Japan. You know what I mean? Wait, hang on. I never done. Oh yeah, here we go. Subtitles. I'll translate. Yeah, you can only Japanese auto translate it. You can't translate it in. Oh wait, I see. Oh, I never done this before. Okay, hang on. Wow, I didn't realize you could do this. Insane. And they could translate into every language here. Wait, did I miss English? Where's English? Over here. Spanish for fun, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Oh, dude, the amount of shit that's on the screen just god damn.
その中で灰色たてがみっていう勢力っていう形です。で、黒いクマっていう勢力があって、でお互いに今敵対している。
I mostly just want to see the gameplay part of it, you know what I mean?
形になってます。今回始まりがその
Do you want me to lower the volume so you can just read the text and not have to worry about like listening to them too?
でそこからクリフの物語が。
So this is all base PS5 guys.
死闘を繰り広げていくんですけど、命を落とした者がいたり、主要メンバーがちりぢりに離れていったりとかして、それをクリフが仲間を集めていく旅に出ていく形で、ここでは黒いクマとの戦闘になるんですけども、だいたい基本操作っていうところをここで覚えていく形になる。
相手もいろんな武器持ってる。
そうですね。ああいった武器も今後クリフが。
Hang on, let me see if I can get better quality. It looks. Get out of here, friggin'. Oh, it's only 1080p. Oh, he only has it. He only has it in 1080p. That sucks. I got premium though, HD, so we'll see. You're not gonna. And plus, I'm streaming it, so it's gonna be look less. There's just so much on screen when they. What the hell is this shit? God damn it. Oh no. It does look good though. I mean, honestly, I mean, you gotta remember, I'm streaming in 1440p, but I'm watching a 1080p video, so it's gonna be compressed like shit right now. Leave the voice? Okay. I'll turn it. There you go.
宿敵の黒いクマのリーダーミョルディンになります。
強そう。
But what?
このタワ
いやで HP 結構あるな。
Yeah, 60. Yeah.
Well,
on the on that spec sheet that I talked about earlier, it even said base PS5 can get 60 FPS. So.
なんかすごいなと思うんですけど。
Ooh, high on life, nice dude.
まずはこう強い相手と戦わされるんだ。
そうですね。ここから。
I want to see an actual review video though, like an actual like how Digital Foundry does theirs. Like I want to see one of those on this thing.
Dead already. G and my regards.
Are they just like spoiling shit? Wait, hang on.
ここまでが追加されて、でマップを開いて移動することができるんで、各地見つけたらぜひ皆さんに活性化してもらいたいです。
Yeah, what's the next plan? The Crimson Desert haters, I wonder. Yeah, they'll find anything though. You know what I mean?
見えるのがアビスの大書庫っていうところになっていま
See, like I wish this rendered in better. Because it looks rendered like pixelization because he only uploaded in 1080p. When you upload in 1080p, it compresses it so bad. Plus, I'm streaming it. So, like, everything looks kind of, like, blended together. I know that's not how it's going to look. Like, I know it's going to look better than that.
の一つです。摂理の力って言って、戦闘とか
See, okay, right here, actually.
移動
When the camera's not moving, there's not much pixelization. I mean, the grass details look really good still. Everything looks pretty decent. Even the details on the rocks here look pretty good for base PS5. Like, that's solid.
とかに使う技術になって
Oh yeah, the quality would be better on the game itself. Oh, 100%. Yeah, yeah.
へえ。何か掴んだりできるんだ。
そうなんですよ。
なるほどね。ここは
That's true. Yeah, do overgaming. Yeah, we won't be able to understand it.
こうやってパズルを解いていく形になります。
ほうほうほうほ
Oh yeah, this game has big haters,
こう
dude.
やって
Yeah.
動力を回して復帰
It's mostly people saying like, oh, they're hiding something. It's a red flag.
う。
Oh,
うんうんうん。
oh, is that spoiler warning? Is that what that means?
使ったらいいですかっていう中途
Is that a spoiler warning? Hang
に
on.
もなってま
Let's
す
fast forward a little bit. Is that spoiler warning?
I
see what it is.
設備の力を使って
はい。
Have you ventured yourself to Twitter? That's what we're going there after. I'll show you some of the haters on there. Holy shit, dude.
まあ動力が出たんで、ここで止まるとアビスの動力がちょっとずつ戻って
Oh, when they go inside a building, they can definitely notice the black shadows are very bad. Really? Okay.
道が開かれた形になります。ここは結構緊張するんですけどね。私結構落ちたりしちゃって。
I like how the sound of
そう
it.
確かに不安になりますね。
そうなんですよ。こうやってちょっと不安になっちゃったりと
Fucking
か、
love it,
今
dude.
緊張しちゃってるんで。
It does look good. Like this looks decent, dude, right here. Like you said, the shadows might look bad in buildings, like the
今
because
回
the ray tracing, however it works with
に関して
it.
はもう本当に遠くまで今ご覧いただくと分か
Hang
るん
on.
ですけど。
But the render distance is still really good. I mean, it's not super. It's kind of foggy out with the everything down there, but you can still see castles and shit from this distance and trees. Like, I actually thought the render was gonna be a lot worse on the base PS5.
力を入れて作っております。
Is that the light? No way. No,
す
that's
ごい没入
there's no way that's the lighting from that village, the town that has electrical. There's no way, right? That's gotta be some shit from underneath this thing, right? That's like kind of sparkling, because that'd be insane if that's the lighting. I mean, yeah, you can see the towers and stuff still.
見えたんですね。
でここちょっと上の方視点変えますと
PS5 hater.
ここに見えるもの全部
This is base game PS5 now. We checked out PS5 Pro earlier. Now we're looking at the base PS5 gameplay.
サービスになってまして、はいここも見える
I sub Soundly every day simply because I don't have a Twitter account. Yeah, dude, don't get a Twitter account. I don't recommend it.
広いんだこんな。
本当にもう見えるとこ全部いける。
Yeah, getting a good single player game, exactly.
やりごたえある。
Fantastic quality.
まあ
Yep.
丸い装置がアビスの
Not some live service
自動装置
failure
ですね
slops.
テレポ
Yeah.
させてくれます。
なんやろなんか温度があるんだ。気温？
そうですね。実はちょっと気温も温度もあったりとかして雪原とか砂漠とか温度の影響を
That's true. Yeah, to be worried about the lack of gameplay, but also means they have no reason to hate on it either. Yeah, if they didn't play it. Yep.
ここでも全部
And I'm not really.
忘れずに
I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of gameplay in this. A lot of stuff to do.
です。
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. The details are still crazy
多
on
分クエストが書いてあるん
the
です
base
けども
PS5. Which how old is the base PS5 now?
書いてあると思うんですけど
It's quite old.
ちょっと降りてみますか。
Oh yeah, yeah, 6-7-year-old console looks better than most games in my opinion. Yeah, I mean honestly, it
こ
looks
こを見ると
really good.
石碑が同じ形にあるんですけど、一つは活性化されて一つはもうそのままになっている
yeah,
ので、
yeah. 60 feels better depending on the input lag.
こう
It's
見る
better than
とさっき
120.
の
Yep.
摂理の力を使っていくん
Yeah,
ですけど、
temperatures as well.
今浮いている
Which depending on what region you're in, like say if you're in like a really hot region, a really cold region, your stamina is gonna be lower than normal, and like fighting is gonna be harder.
ところに当てる
Yeah, almost 6 years old. Yeah.
ことに
すごい。
よって今
How many NPCs can you romance?
出ましたね。でこういう
I know. I can't remember her name. One of the big streamers. First question she asked Will Powers is like, "Can you sleep with a dragon?" I was like, "Bro, ain't no way you asked that
今
question."
回の冒険で一番大事な勝破
はい。
ということを覚えることができます。で、今バッテリーを押し込んでいたので、
No, I don't think it's the quality mode. I think they're running performance mode. I mean, there's no way to prove it, but I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying earlier either.
でさっきの勝破をここに
But yeah, if he's running 60 FPS, he's running on like a performance setting, not a quality.
おお。
これで綺麗に打ち込めましたね。するとこのバッテリー
Bro, I thought you were being serious about the work race. I was like, bro, ain't no way.
電源装置のボタンが活性化
Base
され
question, yeah.
これがボタンになってるんですね。
そうですね。でさっき覚えた勝
Alright,
破
we'll skip a little ahead because he's just doing this puzzle here. I don't want to see the entire thing here.
白いカラス
He's just playing through it. Okay, let's do. I want to see this part where he jumps off of the cliff. See what it looks like.
怖いでし
勇気の
ょ。
塊なので飛んでいっちゃい
I
ま
want
す
to see the render on this.
いやいやいきなり覚えたとはいえ。
I mean, that is still really good. Holy shit. It's just crazy to think of the whole world above your entire world. Like, it's not too separate. Which is insane. Crimson Pudding. Brigsby, what's going on, brother?
で今アビスを抜きて現実世界に
Yeah, this looks so good still.
すごいな。
これがカラスの翼で滑空とか
はい。
あとはスキルをどんどん覚えていけば
I don't know. There's no way. I don't know if he is running 60. I just think he is. He might have said it earlier. I wasn't reading his captions down below, what he was saying. But because of the movement and how it was looking, it looks like it's running in 60. You know what I mean? Like when he's moving his character around, you can kind of tell the difference between 30 and 60. I could be wrong by saying that, but
いろんな技が使えるようになるので、
うんうんうん。
ぜひそこ皆さん目で確かめていただき
because like how the camera moves and how his character moves definitely looks more like a 60 or 50-ish.
系をどこまでもって形になる
はあ。すごいな。
What, bruh?
こちらがなんと今回プレ
Okay, let's go
イ
here.
を皆さんが
I wonder how Death of the Economy, dude. I wonder too because there's 110 factions. I think there is 110 factions with, I think like more districts in that, like 200 plus districts. Yeah, so I'm curious in that too. It's still good for base PS5 with that distance. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people don't realize how old the PS5 is, and it's like a lot of people were worried, and I understand the worry of they weren't showing the footage at first, but it's like it's still gonna be good. It's not gonna be as good as a Pro, PS5 Pro, or a PC, obviously, but that's just like common sense at that point. You know what I mean? Like if you go into the PS5, the base PS5, thinking it's gonna be as good as a PC, then that's just on you for not realizing. But that being said, look how good it still looks with the detail. Now, the one thing I'm curious about is the pop-in for PS5. Like how strict is the pop-in gonna be? Which it might not be worse because from what I saw that video of, hang on, let's turn this off for a second. The video I think I saw was on PC is there was like little shrubs and stuff inside this little area here, like weeds and stuff that were kind of growing that popped in on a PC. You're not going to have to worry about that on PS5 because I don't even think there's any of that detail. Which you don't need that detail because the road itself looks perfectly good. You know what I mean? Not much way. Yeah, dude, you need that Crimson Pudding, Brigsby. In battles, it's like 30 FPS. For what, the base PS5? You talking about 30 FPS? Because earlier in battles, he was getting decent FPS, except for Bug Hill is the only one that Digital Foundry was having issues with. Other battles, he was getting 60 to 70 on it. Yeah. I had to wait till the actual launch day, Brigsby. So I'll be playing like 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern time Thursday night. Someone said NPCs are quite stiff and said, really? See, I can't remember who's, I think it was Digital Foundry's video that showcased a lot of the NPCs and they look not stiff at all. Oh, Jor, yes, Jor. Yep. Jor Raptor, right? Yeah, pre-pandemic console getting 60 FPS, especially on a game this big, dude. Yeah, CPU limited. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's what they were saying earlier about the... When you went to Bug Hill, there's so many enemies, and when you have that many mobs in one area, it stresses in a CPU, and consoles, obviously, CPU is only so strong compared to, like, what a, you know, a high-end PC build could be. So when you get to, like, a huge area, you're gonna dip FPS, which that's every game. You look at the game that I stream mostly, Armor Forger. When there's a lot of helicopters going overhead and a lot of shit happening at once, my FPS drops quite a bit. You know what I mean? Down to 50 FPS on a PC. But then there's other times where I'm running 130 FPS. 11-day-old video, though? Yeah, that's true, yeah. I'll watch you play at the same time. Let's go, dude! Let's go! I thought it was today for some reason, dude. I wish it was today. Oh, if it was today, I'd be playing it right now, and I'd be not sleeping. I'll be playing all weekend as well, this weekend. JB Styles, what's going on, brother? How you doing? What's good, fam? I do apologize if I missed anyone's message earlier. I do apologize. Type it down below. I'll try to get to it. If you have any questions. The base PS5 and PS5 Pro don't really have a massive differences, thankfully. Yeah. And if you have a 4K OLED TV, it's going to look great. And there's no matter what mode you're in. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking, too. High-res TV. You know what I mean? Especially if you have that V-Sync off with the VSR or whatever it's called. You'll get 70 FPS. But yeah, shout out to Mr. JB Styles, dude. Shout out to him. What a legend on the channel. How you doing, brother? Yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2 had a huge performance issue. Yes. Yep. Still does even now, yeah. Well, a lot of people were looking at this game and thinking, oh, Cyberpunk. It's like, well, you can't really compare it to Cyberpunk. From what they've shown already, this game looks more optimized than Cyberpunk was. I mean, Cyberpunk's good now, but people were like, oh, they're... You know, before this video here, they're thinking, oh, PS5, they're hiding the footage on PS5, they're hiding stuff. It's like, well, you look back at Cyberpunk, they literally just showed PC footage, and even when it came out on PC, it was so buggy and bad. You know what I mean? So like, I don't really have any worries about the game. There's gonna be some bugs. Every game is gonna have bugs and issues at launch. Always is. It's impossible to get a game that's 100% perfect. That being said, I don't think there's gonna be like game-breaking issues. You know what I mean? It's not out yet. Another day, 2 days. So Thursday. And then you can get, tomorrow there's going to be some review footage going on. Like whoever has the embargo stuff can release their footage. Well, yeah, 2 days. Yes, you get a weekend riot this week. Yep. I'll be playing all weekend this game. Hopefully. I need frame generation. Have a good experience on on Dogma 2. Yeah. Please play. I wish I could play, dude. I wish I could play right now. I don't have the game. Well, I have the game. I just can't play it until launch.
これを取っていただく
I know, yeah, dude. The Cyberpunk launch is horrible,
なんで
man.
すけれども、ちょっと全体像だけ皆さんに
Yeah, for me, it's
ご覧いただきたい
yeah, 12 hours for me.
と思い
Yeah, 12 hours for everybody
自
actually.
分のプ
Yep.
レイスタイルに合った
Because it's gonna be a global launch and global preload as
いろ
well.
んな方向で、皆さんのプレイスタイルに合わせてスキルを上げていただければと思っております。こちらはストーリーを進めていく
Like even this shot, like I said, keep in mind, guys, he's only recording on 1080p, and it's compressed even further because I'm streaming it. But this shot right here looks good. Like it's like I said, blurry in the spots where the red is on the side, but like I said, that's compression on YouTube. But the detail is still there. Like for a 6-year-old console, like that looks awesome.
来ることができる魔女の
Oh, you're a PC player, but I think it's going to be more criticism due to the console player expectations, especially with day one release across consoles. Yeah, it's the normal nowadays, yeah. And that's what I was talking about earlier. I was saying everyone was so excited and happy with when they saw the PS5 Pro footage. They loved it. There was just praise around the internet. And then they came out with the high-end PC footage. And then all of a sudden, they didn't like what they saw on PS5 Pro. It's like, bro, what do you mean? 2 days ago, you were just saying how good this looked. People just say shit to say shit at times. You know what I mean? Like, they want to hate the hate at times.
追加効果でそのはめ込むことができるんですよね。
そうですね。でソケットは武器
This game drops to low 40s on PS5 Pro when you make a disaster in a city. Maybe drops below 20. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be below 20 Dogma too. Yeah, 100%.
でこれで準備万端なので次
Oh, it's 1 a.m. for you, 20th. Okay. Yeah, it's 6 p.m. for me on the 19th.
雰囲気は一って変わってサイドクエストの一部を今回プレイしていこうかと思っています。
Well, he's mostly just comparing it to like the FPS and issues and stuff at launch. I mean, I'm pretty sure, was it that Dragon's Dogma 2? I think the end half of the game was just not even complete. I think at launch. Put the PS5 down and let Xbox take its place. Xbox will rise up again. Kidding, don't worry, it will with the new Helix.
これがナマズ教って言って
Any news when it's coming to PC? What, this game? Oh, it's coming out for all consoles on the 19th. Well, maybe the 20th, depending on your region. It comes out for me March 19th, so in 2 days at 6 p.m. for me.
で自分だけの攻略の仕方を覚えていただければと思います。
What's Dawnwalker? Yeah, buy this and the Dawnwalker, okay.
こうやって一定のダメージを与えるとまた逃げていくので
Yeah, PS5 Pro plays. Oh my god, so beautiful. PC footage releases is no longer beautiful. Yeah, that's what happens. That's the internet, but that's also Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of it's just rage baiting from Twitter. It's like, bruh.
攻撃だったりこうやってキックとかで
Can I just know if it's this is yes, this is a confirmed base game PS5 right here. Yep. This is let me try and confirm this for you. I can't I can't show this, but it doesn't say I can't what I don't know what this says here, but yeah, this is the base game. This is PlayStation Japan. There's no way to translate this, is there? But yeah, this is base PS5. I don't know. I think he said in the beginning. I can't remember. But what you're seeing now is base game PS5. Base footage. Or base PS5, however you say it. Yeah. The stuff we saw earlier was PS5 Pro.
はいでいろんな武器があるんですけれどもその中で二刀流
Yeah, okay, so PS Japan play on PS5, yeah. Like the base PS5, yeah.
変わって自分の
When I saw the PS5 Pro video, I was a little yeah.
そうですね敵もいたりするので
That little enhancement was a joke. That's why I got my first PC. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, JB.
技みたいですね。
そうですねジャイアントスイングとかこれだけではなくて本当いろんな技がありますので
Yeah, obviously PC's gonna look way better, JB. Yeah, 100%.
自分だけのプレイスタイルで
Like, not saying that PS5 Pro looks bad by any means, but it's just like when you compare the two, it's just not really comparable, which it never was. You know how many years of console versus PC there is, you know what I mean, of PC always looking better? It's just a fact. Like, if you have the money to buy a PC, obviously get a PC, yeah. They also said it's PS5 gameplay is out, okay. That's what I thought. It's in Japan. No, it's in Japanese. It's in Japan. I can't read Japan. Instead of king.
そうなんですよね囲まれちゃうと
だいぶ制圧は
Oh yeah, Lightning's gonna look way better on PC, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
今 56%。いいですよ、音楽も何なんで。
じゃあちょっと村長
Yeah, it's crazy insane though. There's not much footage on here, obviously.
今回ベルガ村の村長
Let's see. I don't know if there's any. Let me look up Desert PS5. See if there's any other footage. I think this is the only base PS5 there is.
置いた。
Oh, no, hang on.
Worship the god of the sea or die.
All right, we'll look up some more PS5 stuff here in a minute. You can copy paste text. Oh yeah, I could have translated. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, as long as it plays good, exactly, dude. See, so many people, like, I'm kind of a graphics whore, to be honest. I love my graphics looking good. But again, as long as the base gameplay looks really good, then I'm happy with it. Now, you get everything you need to know. I don't know which video I should be looking at. I have no idea. I've been watching a lot of Luke recently. But he's just looking, that's the deep dive that I already looked at. Is there any other footage you guys want to see specifically? Or just anyone? Do you want me to just click like a random video here and just watch it? Actually, I think he's watching the video I just watched as well. Yeah, it looks like it runs and plays good, exactly. Actually, I haven't, let me look up, I haven't watched it on stream yet, but I have seen the video. It's the one that came out last week. It's the launch trailer. This is a short one, so we'll look at this real quickly.
It's time. To take back what was stolen.
Yeah, they're posting another PS5 video showcasing riding a dragon. Okay, interesting.
You were expecting me?
Well, you Greymanes are a hard lot to kill. Clawing
Yeah, I think it's in this video. I think the new bosses are in this video here.
Over and over.
How'd you do it?
Let's find out, shall we?
Yeah, so he looks like a new boss. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, the fan, dude, that's sick. Okay, hang on, let me go back. I want to look at this boss real quick. So the first boss is this guy, is some kind of electric freaking. It looks like he's gonna be using obviously element like we are, which is kind of interesting. Now I'm curious if the bigger bosses are harder or something like this is harder, where you get like an enemy that actually use elements and stuff. Yeah, the crab is huge. Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. This guy, he's a mech, obviously of some sort, some kind of mech, but he has like deer head and deer horns and stuff. That's sick. Like a Wendigo or some shit, I don't know. Obviously, the game looks beautiful, like honestly. And then you get the gun. Yeah, that thing is crazy, dude. That thing is crazy. PS5 or PS5 Pro gameplay in this video? Both. I've been watching both PS5 Pro gameplay earlier on stream, and then we checked out the base game PS5 already. Now we're just checking out this trailer for the new bosses and stuff like that. Yeah. Yep, yeah, you can get 60 FPS on base PS5, yep. It's in the chart as well, the specs chart. Oh, wait. Okay, so obviously I was happy about the fan. Like, the fan is sick, like, come on, you got a fan, like, and you're literally creating a tornado, like, bruh. Like, that's sick. But what I'm curious or interested about is this next one right here, katana. This is a katana. I love fucking katanas in games, dude. Me and Elden Ring, yeah. Before there was meta builds in Elden Ring, I used a katana the entire time, and that was so fun. Let's talk about the combat for a second, actually, too, because the combat, a lot of people think it's hack and slash style, where you're pushing one or two moves. Like, Elden Ring had a heavy attack, a light attack, and a special ability, and that's it. And like a lot of people think like games with one or two moves, it's hack and slash style, where it's not. It's you get light and heavy, obviously, but then you have your other abilities where you can combo to like. Let's just get my Xbox controller for a second. You know, you can have another moveset on Y, B, and probably another button as well. So you can combo like 3 to 4 different moves, as well as pressing the button compared to holding it does a different moveset. So there's like hundreds of combo different abilities in this game, which I'm super excited about. Plus the element enhancements on your weapons, which is crazy. Let me catch up on chat real quick. The crab boss, yeah. Crab battle. Love it could turn down. Yes, you can turn down or off the particle effects. Same. So like I'm probably gonna turn it down like way down. I might have a little bit on, but some of the particle effects got way too intense. I was like, bro, like I can't deal with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, katana, meteor staff, yeah. Yeah. Cut through space and time. It does look very good on PS5. It does. Now this, I think this is like probably PC footage right here. This is, you know, there's no way to tell. I don't. Maybe I said in the beginning, but we'll look up more PS5 gameplay after. Yeah, a lot of the moves I think are shared with Black Desert, but they're different in a way. I haven't seen any Xbox footage. I have not seen any Xbox footage. Yeah, the Souls games have, you know, backstep rolling. I mean, this game has rolling and backstepping too, but it's just different in a way. You know what I mean? What was Xbox footage? This here? There we go. There it is, boys. Maybe PC, but I don't think they're showing rake and reconstruction here. No, they're not, I don't think, which just makes a big difference. It's hard to tell, obviously. I mean, the shots look really good, but I don't know if they're showing rake reconstruction. I think the only time they actually showed that is during that Digital Foundry video of the you know, when they showed the entire thing, like the entire 5080 with the cinematic mode. Let's go back looking for PS5 stuff, because screw it. I don't know if there's any other footage out there that's good footage on PS5, to be honest, except for Digital Foundries. Do you want to go back and watch Digital Foundries again and see what the difference is? Because we just watched the base PS5. I wish I could look at them side by side, like Pro versus this one. Like I wish there was a good in-depth video on that. And see, everyone's doing the same thing and they're reacting and stuff too. But like, I don't know if there's any actual new footage out. I'll look at everything you need to know. We'll look at his video real quick.
Salutations, everybody. It is Maddie here today. This is finally the week for Crimson Desert. Look, Crimson Desert was actually revealed 7 years ago, and this is something that Pearl Abyss admitted they pulled the
trigger game looks good on base PS5, 100%, dude. Yeah.
Road getting here. However, they've also said they're trying to avoid overhyping the game.
I'll search Xbox footage after King, see if I can find it.
So players don't think it's the
Hi, I got a question. You can play with mods, or is it impossible? I don't know if mods are coming to the game. I mean, I assume it's going to at some point. There's no confirmation 100% on that, Cardi. But I have heard through the grapevine that they're going to be modding the game. Like, there's going to be modders eventually, right? But I don't know how hard it's going to get those mods or how it's going to happen. You know what I mean? I'm not sure about that, but I assume at some point mods are coming to the game. I mean, it's on PC day one, so someone's gonna find a way.
I'm just wondering, why is everyone talking about this game? I need to know more about it, or you want to get ready.
Oh, you believe it's in quality mode? Okay.
Or you're already excited, know everything, and you're kind of just here because you want more Crimson Desert.
Oh, that's right, with the Dinuvo, how you say that? Yeah, on PC, mods will always be out, but need some support from creators. Yeah, that's true. Like they'll find a way regardless.
Further, if you're new here and you're into what's going on with Crimson Desert,
I forgot they had that new system.
Let's start
with
what this game is in a very literal sense, like the genre, because that was a big talking point for Crimson Desert. A lot of people look at this game and they hear about its progression systems, and it's immediately assumed to be. So it's overwhelmingly big and it looks beautiful on PC. And so much of what this game accomplishes from its gameplay system.
Oh yeah, this game has enough, dude. This game has a lot in it. Yeah.
To its technical capability is because of this engine. In fact, Will Powers has gone on record saying that all of the features this game has, the engine was built in mind with it. So they were working towards specific.
I don't want to watch too much of this video because this is a video. I know I'm reacting to it and stuff, but like I hate watching other people's videos that are like, he built this off of watching other content as well. So it's like content watch content versus content. You know what I mean?
To power that.
But we'll just run with it for a bit.
A big conversation around Crimson Desert has been its specs. When you look at the PC specification.
Okay, here's the PC specs for everybody that's wondering. Like I said, we'll go back to watching. We'll go back and actually watch the Digital Foundry video again, just because now I want to see the comparison. But I will search up Xbox gameplay too. 51p. What's going on, brother? It's hard to play games. I keep switching. Just helped for dude. I'm so hyped for Crimson Desert. I'm so hyped. But yeah, this is So yeah, minimum. I was on GTX 1060, which, like I said, that has an old card. So if you got 2080, you can play on recommended medium. On high, 4070 is recommended. Obviously 5070 Ti on ultra. So like, I got a 4080, so I can definitely play on high and ultra easily. Like, that's not bad at all. You know what I mean?
I mean, this thing can run.
I hope he brings up the
like a 10-plus-year-old
PS5 specs as well.
I think between this and the plethora of gameplay that they've already shown from the PC, the majority of the marketing has been on PC. The recent 6-hour previews were on PC. I have a lot of confidence in the PC version of this game. Given the scale and the visuals of this game,
Yeah, it looks fucking great. Right here. There it is. We'll skip to this one right here. Okay, here we go. So this is the information we need. I'll catch up on chat real quick. Base PS5 ray tracing is on low for performance and yeah, balance, yeah. And this would have seemed like ray tracing high, which is on quality mode. Okay, yeah. Dude, I can't feel like Katana, yeah. Go back and watch PS5 and ask everyone if they think ray tracing is on low or high. Yeah, I could, yeah. I'll stream you watching him, then I'll do a video watching him, stream watching you, watching me. Yeah, that's like the whole like a thing. Anyway, so let's get into the PS5 performance stuff. So yes, there's 3 modes on here: performance, balance, quality. So obviously, yes, you can get 60 FPS on the base PS5, or even on the base PS5, you can get 60 plus on VRR. That's what we were talking about earlier, where they're getting like 70 FPS on the Pro. So like that's for both of them, like. But on the Pro, you can do higher FPS on VRR on the Pro. So you can do balance or performance. Whereas this one, you have to be on performance for the potential 70 FPS or higher. Which, I mean, even like I said, even a base PS5, the fact that you can get above 60 FPS is insane in general. Like, that's awesome. Series S only has 2 different modes. Performance quality. And then the Series X, obviously, performance balance quality. Same thing, 60 plus VRR on, ray tracing low. FSR 3, yeah, that's nice. Most devs use FSR. Oh, I can't speak well. FSR 1, yeah. Yep, and then the new what's it called? There's new right here. PSSR 2 is coming out at launch for the Pro. Obviously, the base one has FSR instead of PSR, so like they're gonna have the better one come launch. It's kind of the upgraded version. We'll go back, like I said, we'll watch Digital Foundry's video again and kind of look at it because we just came from watching the base game PS5. It looked good, but I want to go back to the PS5 Pro and see how much better that one looks.
Series S on performance mode, which is
Xbox still better.
720p, 40 FPS with ray tracing off.
Yeah, you're using balance. Yeah, I probably use balance honestly, or a mix for my
on its performance mode, while the Xbox
my
Ally
stuff.
X does even better. Aside from that, both the Series X
Xbox will be better once the new Helix Xbox comes out. They will be. They will be. Okay, so we're not gonna watch this entire video here. Let's go. Let's see if I can find some Xbox gameplay for any Xbox viewers here. King, talking about you specifically. I don't know if there's any Xbox gameplay. I don't think there's Xbox specific gameplay like I did with the Digital Foundries. I mean, obviously there's Xbox Helix reveal. We'll look at that afterwards. Yeah, it's just the Xbox details. Talking about the new Xbox and stuff. All right, let's go back to Digital Foundries video. I want to see that again now. Here we go. This is their deep dive. We'll fast forward a little bit, get into the meat and potatoes of things.
Has become the default and where.
Okay, so yeah, obviously the base PS5, it was hard to tell during the base PS5 footage because, like I said, he was only running in 1080p and it got compressed, so you can't really see a whole lot on that. But one thing I'm noticing between the base PS5 and the PS5 Pro, not only graphical quality, but the lighting as well. The lighting is definitely better, and the edges look better. And like I said, this is with PSSR 1, not even PSSR 2. Yeah, it's PSSR 2 is similar to FSR 4, big jump in quality. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And this footage here is the Pro now we're looking at with PSSR 1, not even 2.
Its strengths and weaknesses are now.
Oh yeah, Xbox Play Anywhere. That's right. Yeah.
This has arrived with something genuinely new.
This game will be the biggest flop of the year. Assassin's Creed. No, I won't be. I don't think it will be. Honestly.
Results that are nothing short
No.
of remarkable. Yeah,
Definitely
there's some
not.
jank to contend with, of course, and we'll get to that. But
Dude, Assassin's Creed. Nah. That was bad though when that one came out.
Crowd behavior, animation, freedom, foliage, lighting, everything. It is
Fair enough,
a
gang.
stunning game. And on
Fair
PS5
enough.
Pro here, you actually don't lose that much. For starters, the game's ray tracing features are fully present.
It's just crazy. Like, I guess we'll have to wait until an actual deep dive or a video like this comes out for the base PS5 to really tell at good quality. Because it's hard to tell when you're watching like a compressed video. You know what I mean? Even on my monitor watching that video, it's hard to tell the quality of it. But it's just like, if no one told me that this was PS5, I would think this is a PC, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
And accounted for on the Pro. The ray traced diffuse global illumination we highlighted in our PC preview, the per pixel solution.
Use sheets from
it's
WeMod
enabled
for
here.
this game.
This gives
Oh,
the
no.
game a fully dynamic ray traced driven lighting system. Sunlight
Yeah, I already
pouring
stated
into
that.
a room naturally bounces.
We
across
showed the base
surfaces,
PS5
creating
gameplay
dramatic,
earlier.
Believable scenes, and it's all done.
We started the stream out by watching this video, then we went over to the base PS5, and then we're back over here looking at the differences between it.
Fully dynamically. The same is true of local lights, which produce equally impressive results. You have a lantern in your inventory, for instance, which you can pull out at any time, and the light from your lantern produces ultra
Is it 1080p, the base?
especially at night, where
No, I was talking about his
light
video.
scares.
When you watch the base PS5 on PlayStation Japan, he uploaded it in 1080p. So like you can't really see the actual how good it's gonna look. You know what I mean? Because it's decompressed on YouTube. But the base PlayStation 5 you can play up into 4K. You can play 4K on this game, base PS5.
Scenes like this are particularly impressive. This battle here has lights being generated by the enemies that you're
I wish I had a
fighting,
side by
and
side
all
of
it is
the
fully
base
real-time,
PS5 footage that we
shadows
just
and
watched
lights
versus this
dancing
one, the Pro.
realistically across the terrain. It makes the battle feel so dynamic.
But the first things I'm noticing, like I said, the render on the base PS5 looked just as good as this with the tree rendering. The biggest details I'm seeing is the shadowing in the trees. The little tiny details here and there, but the grass here looks just about the same on the base PS5 versus this Pro PS5 footage. Maybe slightly better render way up to here, because you can see these either trees or these structures out here on the Pro. Whereas the base, obviously, like I said, we still have to wait for an actual good review on the base PS5 because that footage was kind of
quality that makes the world
you
feel
know,
more convincing than
that's
most
kind of, you know what I
current
mean. It's kind of
games.
jank.
The bright blue sky.
Just the way he
stand
uploaded
out
it.
Immediately, and the
It's funny that that's literally PlayStation Japan uploaded a 1080p video is insane.
environment around your character shows clear.
Yeah,
atmospheric
1080p,
light
30 FPS in
scattering.
Japan, so it's
The
hard to tell how good it is. That's what I'm
real-time
saying.
time
Like,
system also pays off.
I wish they had a
Days
better,
and nights
cleaner video
last
for
longer
you guys to
than
see.
usually see in games, and nighttime is genuinely dark, closer to something like, say, Dragon's Dogma, but with stronger, more consistent ray trace
I doubt it'll be playable on 1440 or higher than then the FPS will be a lot lower, and the Pro isn't above 60. And well, he was getting 70 something. I think in this video here, he turns on. I think it's FSR.
Drawback here is the
No, FSR. He turns on. What does he turn on? VSSR, something like that. He turns something on, and he goes up to 70 plus FPS on the Pro.
Still noticeable. In particular, I noticed streaking and noise in areas.
Yeah, see the dress looks the same, like the ray tracing high. Okay, yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Of high contrast.
it's hard to tell until we actually get in the
Even
game.
so, lighting
I still want to know what kind of dark magic they're using for ray tracing. In theory, low bounce counts, but look, that's what I'm saying. Like the ray tracing looks insane. Like it's bouncing out between even between the weeds here. You see it coming through. Yeah, but it might be just the YouTuber's fault they uploaded it. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, they could have just uploaded 1080, which kind of sucks. Hogwarts Legacy, take notes, exactly. Okay, like I said, we already watched this video. I just want to come back here real quickly to see the difference between the Pro versus the other one. It's hard, like I said, it's very hard to do a comparison on the base PS5 when the footage is uploaded in that way. If you guys want, we can head over to Twitter and see some destruction going on. If you, we can do that if you want. We can fuck around a little bit on there. If anyone has a specific like footage they want me to see, let me know in the comment section while we look up the Twitter shit. Grass, not dress. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Yeah, grass. Okay, not dress. Yeah, the grass. I'm saying the grass quality looks amazing. I really wish we had like a still shot, like a cinematic shot of the Pro, like right here. Like I wish I could get a side by side on the Pro versus the base PS5. This guy's gonna make me crash out the next text changing from the top to bottom. Oh wait, is his text going up here? I'm not even watching his text though. I just rolling one. Okay, well we'll hop over to Twitter real quick. Let me see. It's funny. It's gonna be Twitter's not gonna be on fire anymore because the new base PS5 stuff just came out. But yesterday, dude, Twitter was on fire, bro. Absolutely on fire because of they kept saying, "Oh, everyone's hiding something." Oh, You know what I mean? So let me see if I can find my Twitter tab here. There we go. Get that all good. They just released base PS5 gameplay on the PlayStation Japan. Yeah, I watched that earlier. Yep, we already checked that out. And this guy as well, Twitter, he's saying running at 40 to 50 FPS. But yeah, this is. I mean, this is on Twitter, so the quality's gonna be ass, complete ass, but. Okay, yeah, they just did it 4 hours ago. Yeah, because we watched that footage already, and it looked pretty good. I mean, do you want me to go back on and I'll rewatch it for anyone who hasn't been here yet? Because I'll rewatch this on YouTube, the full thing. Oh, willpower upgrade, PSSR rolling out, Silent Hill. Okay, and yeah, Crimson Desert. Yeah, this is gonna be at launch. PSSR 2 is coming out. Yeah, so it's pretty much all talking about. This is the real reason the backlash Crimson Desert from console owners' a point of view revealed things ahead of time. Yeah. Yesterday, the internet was on fire, dude. The internet was on fire. No, we're not gonna. Dude, Twitter's a dangerous place to be on. Let's not search Crimson Desert. Hang on. It's X now, right? It's always gonna be Twitter. Let me alone. Leave me alone. Yeah, everyone's saying 40, 50 FPS, which I don't know how he's finding these exact numbers. Unless they said it in the thing and I missed it, maybe.
Oh, いいダメージ。Oh.
I mean, this is watching on Twitter, which is not gonna be good quality at all. Yeah, it's gonna be ass quality on Twitter, dude. Alright. Maybe I should move back over to YouTube, honestly. Do you think they'll hit us with the camp storage? I'm hoping so, yes, because I heard that the previous build they didn't have any storage at the camp, which is ass, honestly. Yeah, which sucks if you don't have a storage unit at the camp. You know, you need that. I have a feeling it'll be what is this? Wait, is this something new? I must have missed this in the video. Looks like a new boss of some sort. Yeah, storage is very important. Yeah. Playing PlayStation, you're oh stop, dude. Stop. Yeah, I need 60 FPS footage. Yeah, we'll go back and I'll put the subtitles back up and I'll read the subtitles not aloud, but just in my head. I'll read them as I go along, see if he mentions the FPS. But according to everyone, what they're saying, it's 40 to 50 FPS on what they were showing on base PS5. Okay, we'll go back over to there and we'll rewatch that for anyone that wants to see the base footage on PS5, because I know some people are just coming in new here and wanting to see that footage even though we watched it earlier, but we'll just rewatch it again. And I'm kind of curious if we can see... Nope, that's not. There we go. Let's go back and watch that again. Because I'm genuinely curious. Alright guys, you ready to watch the base game PS5? Like I said, keep in mind, the highest quality we can render on here is 1080p that they uploaded in, so yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, he wasn't in performance, yeah, okay. So should I wait before pre-ordering the game? I mean, what do you have again for a console or a system? What are you running? No, you can't run Crimson Desert on a refrigerator, bro. I don't think they're playing in 1080. They're uploading in 1080. Like they're uploading in 1080, which just means if you upload anything on YouTube, it compresses so hard on YouTube. So it's not going to be, it's going to look worse than what it actually is. Oh, you're on a Pro? Okay, I recommend buying it if you have a Pro, honestly. Like I said, base game PS5, I still recommend getting it because it looks good in base game. You'll see what I'm talking about. And like I said, you also have to keep in mind, it's all compressed. The footage doesn't look as good as what you're actually going to see. But if you have a base game PS5 and you're still hesitant, you can always wait. Even if you have a Pro, you can still wait. I mean, it doesn't hurt to wait, till the launch day and buy it that same day. You know what I mean? It's not like where you have to run down to the store and grab a disc. I mean, you can, but like you can just buy it then and there and download it real quickly and get it on the game. So like if you're on the line of the fence of buying it or not, I always say if you're not sure, just wait until the day and watch reviews on it, watch people streaming it, see how it is, and then go from there, kind of thing. They said the Japan footage is balanced mode. Okay. I want to get on base PS5 to game share, but if it's asked, I'll get on my PC. I mean, if you have a PC and like, you know what I mean, I'd recommend still getting on a PC if you have I have a PC that can run it. Yeah, 100%. King, stop trolling. Yeah, 4080 Super in a controller. Yeah, I got a standard 4080. Let's actually watch this entire video and see what he says. Okay, so it's not translating anything he's saying right now. Oh, it is. It's just up here. Why is it everywhere? It's not translating now. Project Manager Pro Abyss. Thank you for okay, yeah. I want to see if he talks about the FPS. Ooh, Cliff is a traitor villain. That's an interesting theory. Okay. Oh, yeah, YouTube's compression's awful, yeah. Yeah, you can never see the actual quality, 100%. Okay, they're just talking about what's going on here in the scene, obviously. This is all base game PS5, guys. Willpower's lied, yeah, okay. Yeah, they're hiding stuff from you, 100% new, yeah. Everyone's hiding stuff from you. It's not even translating now. There we go, now it's translating.
大体基本操作っていうところをここで覚えていく形になって。
Yeah, this is the base game, yeah.
そうですね。
They showed Pro and Digital Foundry. Yep.
今後クリフが全部使えるようになるので。
Yeah, this game does look gorgeous on PC as well.
これはガードを覚える形になります。こうやってガードをしていくんですけど、気力が減っちゃうとガードができなくなっちゃうので、そこら辺は分配をしながら戦っていければと思います。
Exactly, 12 centimeter, yeah. We can achieve with optimization. Yeah, exactly.
言われてまして、相手の攻撃を弾いてコンボをねじ込むことができるスキルになっています。ここで出てくるのが宿敵の黒いクマのリーダー。
It's arch enemy, he says.
になります。
And like the cloth detail on that shot's still not bad. Like it looks good. It's hard to tell because nighttime right now, like how good it looks. You know what I mean? But honestly, the FPS doesn't look like it's dropping. I wish you had an FPS meter up there. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it looks really good. Bro got freaking he got freaking chefed up, dude. He got stabbed.
Dead already. And my regards.
Get it on PS6, yeah. Whenever that launches. Yeah, yeah. King, you just chill, trolling King, chill, bro. My 2DS is crazy, bro. Yeah, my Game Boy Color would run better, yeah. Okay, next up we play let's read that real quickly. Okay. I want to make sure he wasn't going to talk about the PS5 really quickly, but yeah, I mean, even in this shot right here, like I said, even with the compression going on, like it's all very bright, which is nice, and you still get the shadows and shit. 3DS, yeah. I don't know why it's not translating that for some reason. Translates sometimes, not always.
移動することができるんで、各地見つけたらぜひ皆さんに活性化してもらいたいです。
なるほど、ワープポイントがあるわけですね。
そうですね。で、目の前に見えるのがアビスの大書庫っていうところになってまして、今回
See, without the it's pixelized because of the compression, but it looks so good, dude. Still, like I don't care what anyone says.
移動とかに使う技術になってます。
Oh, your girl have on the base game, the base PS5, she'll love it. Yeah.
何か掴んだりできるんだ。
そうなんですよ。
PS6 with RAM crisis. I'll be surprised if they don't. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, PS5. I mean PS6. The same thing with the Helix. I think those are going to get pushed back a little bit with the RAM prices. You know what I mean? Like that stuff. It's because they're trying to build like a PC, which is awesome. But at the end of the day, it's just like with everything going on with the RAM prices, it's gonna be insane.
形になります。
He's doing the puzzles, obviously.
こうやって動力を
My theory could be on point. The timing, the old gameplay, bosses say strange things. Okay, like Cliff was in the middle. Well, I was in the raid.
使ったらいいですかっていうチュートリアルみたいな感じなんですね。
にもなってますね。
Oh, they changed it for a newer version. Really, old dialogue have hints. Interesting.
ここの大職を守っている錬金術師のアルスティン。もう一つの使命っていうのを託されるんですけど、今
That's true. Yeah, they'll get a discount for buying in bulk. That's true. That's true. But it's still gonna be expensive.
現地になった理由が現実世界
Yeah, that's a good theory though. It's a good theory, Colossus.
本当
Colossal.
は均衡が取れていかなきゃいけないんですけども、その均衡が崩れ出しちゃってるよ。だから今この不均衡
Yeah, on PS5 base, lower particles, and play in performance mode. Yeah, I think it'll be fine on like with some of the settings you can do.
だからこの均衡をバランスを取り戻してほしいっていう使命を託されるシーンになります。
2つの世界
Let's get a nice shot here of the
中
the
で
whole world here for Ken for a second. If he looks over again, because I want to say a few things.
さっき覚えた摂理の力を使って
はい
ここを回していくと、
お
まあ動力が出たんでここで止ま
This is him doing the puzzle we watched all this earlier. I want to see. I want to get a good shot of like the world itself again.
道が開かれた形になります。ここは結構緊
I
張
don't
する
want
ん
to
です
watch him
け
do
ど
the entire puzzle. You
私
know.
結構落ちたりして
Actually, he goes into the inventory management here. Damn.
やってます。
はい
でもう一個
So like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. The compression from YouTube makes it look bad, but even on my end with compression, you still see all the details on the roofing, you know, the tiles, the brick. The issue nowadays is people get so caught up in how good PC can look. They look down on the console versions of like, oh, this is gonna look worse or whatever. Just because it's lower quality than a PC doesn't mean it's bad. You know what I mean? Like this looks better than most games that are coming out for PS5 base game for a freaking 6 or 7 year old game or console. Yeah, you wait 7 years for this. Yeah, yeah. Going over to okay, yeah, this Pro. Yep. The PS5 Pro. Ah, really? They're saying names and hints, and Cliff is all silent. Okay. It looks good. This on YouTube. It'll be amazing in real life. Yeah. Yep. It'll be amazing in real life. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, it's gonna look way better when you're actually playing it compared to YouTube compression. Like, this is compressed like hell. Like, close up, you can kind of see details, but you can see the compression, the pixelization around the trees and stuff here. But yeah, the roofing detail still looks really decent and everything. Even the armor looks pretty good. It's just like I said, people get in their heads that, oh, you know, PC with a 5090 graphics card or 4090 graphics card with all these high settings, and like they get upset about like that their 7-year-old console doesn't look as good. But this like I said, this looks better than most games coming out, honestly, in my opinion. Imagine the noise playing this on a PS4. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it sounds like an A10 Warthog. Yeah, that thing would be fried. Skylanders looking area. I mean, pounds for pounds, a console is better, but I love playing on my PC. I mean, yes and no. It depends. For short term, a console's cheaper, obviously, but long term PC, you end up, you know, saving money at the end. Just because of subscription-based services on like PS5 and Xbox, you know what I mean? Games are more expensive generally on console, so it depends. Plan on pulling a 24-hour run with a little bro. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, your gamer starter pack already. Let's go, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I won't be doing 24. I was gonna do 24-hour, but I'm just gonna be doing it all weekend and stuff. Yeah, the render distance. Yeah, render distance on this game is crazy. It's a compressed live stream showing a compressed gameplay. Exactly. See, I'm glad you guys understand that. A lot of people don't understand that, and they look at this and be like, "Oh, that looks horrible." Oh, inventory. No, go back. Wait. I want to see that. Okay, I want to look at this footage real quickly here. So what does he got? So I haven't actually looked at the inventory before, so I'm kind of curious on all this stuff. Obviously, I can't translate what it all says up top or any of this stuff here, but we'll take a look at it here in a second. Let me just read the chat. Yeah, it still looks great, yeah. Yeah, that's true. My PC was like $2,500 as well. It was expensive. But yeah. I mean, how much was PS2 back in the day? PS2 and 3 weren't too expensive. It was 4 and 5 was expensive. Oh yeah, I'm playing a whole weekend, yeah. I don't know, King. Is that normal? So okay, let's just go over this stuff. So this is what I'm worried about. Like I said, a couple people have been saying that your inventory gets so full in this game because there was no, what's it called? There was no actual inventory management, no chests at the base. I'm hoping day one launch they add a chest system or something like that at the base, because you can imagine right here it says, I can't actually scroll down it, but I turn this off actually. At the bottom of the screen, bottom right, it says 27 out of 35, meaning you can only hold 35 slots on there. You can imagine how full that inventory is going to get. So they have to do some kind of base, like first day game launch update. They have to. Yeah, $200 to $300. Okay, yeah. They have to. And like, I don't see why they can't, because you got to remember, the team behind this did Black Desert Online, which is used to rolling out updates weekly for a MMO game. That is a good sign. If they're working on a single player game, they have an entire team that can make updates within a week or less. You know what I mean? So I just hope they take care of that. I think they will. A lot of people are talking about it. So we need some kind of chess system at the base game. At the base camp, I should say. From what I can tell, base and pro run the same. Pro is just better resolution from what I'm seeing. Some of the ray tracing looked a little different. Like I said, we're looking at the base PS5 gameplay now. We looked at the pro version earlier. The two differences I saw in the videos was render distance slightly, and then also with the lighting, the ray tracing in certain areas look different. Official, yeah. Okay, so obviously you got a headgear, some kind of cape slot, gauntlets, boots. So yeah, from what I heard, you have two main weapons. Actually, main weapon and a bow. So you get your bow, and then you get your two main weapons here. And I heard you can you can seamlessly switch between them during an attack, which is nice. You get your shield slot. Looks like 3 rings you can have on. I think this is a ring or some kind of band. I don't know. This looks like glasses. A glasses slot here. Face mask. Backpack maybe. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a nerd when it comes to like the inventory shit. I like looking at all this stuff, looking at the different stuff, like the gold gear set versus like the silver. And obviously you can paint your gear sets to whatever you want, which is cool. He has 1 gold. I'm not sure. I didn't see that's the current, or silver, maybe 1 silver. Yeah, 35 slots is crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with only 35 slots, they have to add some kind of chest they want. They have to. Like they just can't get around it. You know what I mean? 35 is just not enough. Especially when you have 10 of only stackable 10 on these. Like they can get around having the 35 slots if you can stack things more. But the fact you only have 10 items on 1 stack or 20 on 1 stack, this game has farming in it. You know what I mean? Resource farming. So you're going to be getting stone, iron, wood, meals, not including all your weapons, your equipment, your storyline quest stuff. So there's no way they can just go with 35. I'm assuming maybe you can upgrade your backpack size, hopefully, as well. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it being a previous MMO team that does live updates every week, I assume they're going to do an update. They have to. Yeah, is that a mask top right, the earrings? Yeah, I think so. Top right? You mean, yeah, right here. Yeah. I think these are, earrings, or these are necklaces. I think these are earrings, and I think this is a mask slot. So yeah, glasses. So some kind of face, like glasses only, and then a mask slot. I don't know what this one is. Kind of looks like a backpack almost, but yeah. Yeah, you definitely need storage. Yeah, 100% need storage. I've seen people complaining on how much content there is. Like, not enough or too much? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, bank storage. Some kind of chest at the main base. Like your little, like, where the gray mains are. I'm hoping you can upgrade your size from like 35 to 50 to 100. You know what I mean? Yeah, like 150, like you said. Yeah. Oh no, man, what's going on, brother? Can you remove ads from your live stream? Asking on behalf of a friend. If you pay YouTube Premium, you can. But other than that, no. Sorry, dude. Your earrings are crazy. Oh, too much content. And yeah, I heard that too. So I didn't want to say anything, but I think I heard about Like not about the in-game like enemies or anything, but about the inventory management. I think that has to do with the inventory management. Too much content, like there's too much stuff in your inventory and it gets too cluttered. Which at that point, like I said, a chest or the ability to get a bigger backpack resolves that pretty easily.
ましたね。等級が一つ上がって攻撃力が2上がったことが確認できます。これで準備は万端。
I think they're just complaining about the inventory shit, like too much stuff, you know.
いければと思います。
行きましょ
今回マティアスはですね、皆さんが初めてやる最初のボスになります。
Hey, let me rewind them. I'm just gonna look at the side area. I'm gonna see if there's any pop in with the trees at all.
準備は万端っていうとこ
So
ろ
I'm really curious on the pop in for base PS5
初め
here.
てやるボスにいければと思いま
う。
す。
行きましょ
今回マティアスはですね、皆さんが初めて
No, like all the trees up there look fine. I mean, it's compressed as hell, but
Looking for grey mains.
the pop in looks fine.
What do we have here?
Look at this.
Oh yeah, the Brave browser, yeah.
Mine's gone and found us.
Yeah, too much items, yeah. I think it's because it's like there's so much content in the game, but they didn't really think about the inventory management system. Or maybe they have, maybe they're just saving it for day one
マ
launch.
ティアスは
Because that was obviously all on previous builds.
攻撃をしてくれて、これからボスに挑む皆さんの
I was expecting a more aggressive answer, like, you stupid a-hole, removing ads, you remove food straight from my...
覚えることができました。
I mean, that is true. You move ads, I don't get paid, so...
蹴りもその
No, man, you're good, dude, you're
倒
good.
していきたいと思います。
You're always chill around the channel anyway, brother. Bro thought I was gonna go hard there for a
う。
minute.
チキ
But speaking of, remove food from my family's mouth. If you wanna help support the channel, guys, hit the like button and subscribe. Feel free to send a super chat or a gifted member. We're almost at 300 gifted members for this
おーいい
month.
ダメージ。
There you go. I plugged myself. First time on the stream today.
おー
Yeah, I'm hoping day one patch you get that. Cause like,
勝つことができました。
imagine Thursday or Friday you're starting to play the game, right? And it doesn't come out till the next week or the weekend. You're gonna have the entire weekend. Your inventory is gonna be a cluttered mess, dude. It's gonna be a cluttered mess. The color feel a bit awkward, not sure, but it's I like it, dislike it. See, I like the colors actually. Like they're very vibrant, like not oversaturated, but I like it. Cause like I'm really curious on like the different builds you're gonna see. Because obviously you can paint your armor completely different. Like you can do the cloth under here, your legs, your under the armor, like the leather wrapping. You can change the colors of the chest plate, you know, up here. So I'm curious on like if you have a lot of people running the same set build, like say if you have like 100 people running this exact same armor set, they're not going to all look the same because it's going to be different color patterns and palettes and designs. So like I'm really curious on that. Yeah, it's pretty normal RPGs though. Yeah, with the inventory clutter. Yeah.
マジでだいぶやられちゃいましたね。
Jay, what's going on, brother?
申し訳ないですよね。あんな汚しちゃって。
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. From that server, I talked about
移動機になってます。
in the other server he will be, yeah. In the server we played yesterday, Jay, he will be, but there's stuff going on in the background with that right now. But yeah, we took care of it.
プッシュしていただいて、
わ
こうやって遠くまで飛ぶ。
Yeah, even the armor has scuff marks and stuff. Yeah.
この光反射っていうところなんですけれども、この光反射を使うと、
Yeah, you increase the colors. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to do like a chrome silver, if I want to do like a bronze armor, or a gold armor, or black and gold. Like there's just so many different things you could do. Plus, you might not even be wearing armor. You might be wearing like cloth. You know what I mean?
ちょっと入ってみましょう。
Oh yeah, the storms in the dark. Yeah.
ここに封印された
Yeah, like in the dark or the storms. We saw the digital Foundry gameplay earlier, which
こ
showed
れを取って
him walking through like the rainforest tropical area, and it was just absolutely downpouring. It was kind of like a low light situation, and it looked
ご
beautiful.
覧いただきたいと思っておりまして、本当自分のプレイスタイルに合った戦闘だったりとか、気力だったり、いろんな方向で
Was the pop in after the catapult? Wait, was this something I just missed?
いただければと思っております。
Oh, you mean? Oh, I see. Like when he's catapulting off the thing. Hang on, let me check. Let me go back. We'll keep an eye on the pop in here.
移動機になっております。
When he catapults off this thing. I mean, that's cool. He can bend the tree down though.
ーわ
こうやって遠く
No, actually, everything looks already rendered in.
ーすごい飛んだ。
Maybe slight popping on the roof detail, but like you have to look for it. Like all those trees are rendered already, which is actually insane for base PS5.
まして封印されたアーティファクトっていうんですけれども、ちょっとそれを取りに行ってみましょうかね。
はい、行きましょう。
でこの祠でさっき光ってましたね。
はい、光ってました。
はい、ちょっと入ってみましょう。
Yeah, I've thought of gold, the black and gold man. Yeah, dude,
ここに封印
the black and gold, like maybe fully black armor with gold trim or something, or you know what I mean. But I might want to do like a bronze armor. Would be sick.
スキルなんですけれども、ちょっと
Black, gold, red warframe colors. Ooh, there you go. I wish I had a Steam key for early access, dude. I wish. I don't though. Fortunately, I never got one. I was really hoping for one, but Because then I'll be able to stream it tomorrow, but I have to wait till launch just like everyone else.
こちらはストーリーを進めていくと来ることができ
This is
る
base PS5, yeah. This is all base PS5 footage we're looking at right now. I'm just chilling, talking about it. We watched the PS5 Pro earlier footage.
そう着していきたいと思ってます
Like I said, keep in mind also, any new viewers coming in, this is going to look worse than what you're going to see on base PS5. This is decompressed by YouTube. It's compressed at 1080p, which is huge compression, plus it's compression even more on my stream. So it's going to look even better than what you're seeing here. Like, way better.
魔女のエロウェイっていうんですけれども、
Dude, I know, yeah. I wish I could get a early access
で
code.
きるようになるんですけれども、
Yep, this is base, guys.
今
Yeah.
回でいくとこの貪欲の雷電剣を
Like, you can even see, like, the sweat, like, almost on her face, like, the glistening of, like, the shadows, like, of the light on the right-hand side. Then you get the natural lighting from the window on this side. Like, you get, like, the white colors here on her face, the left side of the face, and the warm look on this side. Like, this is actually crazy for base PS5. Like, it's nothing groundbreaking because it's not PC. PC obviously is going to look better with the ray tracing enhanced and, like, the reconstruction. But this is still, like, I don't know why people were complaining about, like, the PS5 stuff on Twitter, which is Twitter. Everyone's going to complain, right?
に高めてくれるこの
Finally, yeah, exactly, dude.
と思います
あ、追
I didn't want to pre-auto download without this. Yeah, fair enough, dude. Yeah, fair enough.
はめ込むことができる。
Glistening, dude. It's glistening, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Get the sweat glistening.
あのスタイルで
No, this is just oh,
攻撃に
oh, I liked it a well. No, this is not gonna be. It's not gonna be in Chinese. This is Japanese first off, I think. But no, this is the only way you can find, or at the moment, the only footage on base PS5 is PlayStation Japan. So that's why we're watching this here.
っていうところを選びながら
Which the subtitles aren't really catching all the words, unfortunately.
簡単なので次のボスに進んでいきたいと思います
Oh yeah, dude, the hate's gonna be amazing. But yeah, this game's gonna be sick, dude.
サイドクエストの
This game's gonna be sick.
今回プレイしていこうかと思っています
言いましょ
Is it? Wait, Bakaki? Wait, how you say that? Wait, what, Jay? Just shut up. I don't know what you're talking about.
こう敵だらけで
I don't know. It's a language I don't speak. How about
う。
that?
でかいのが。
そうですね今現れましたねこれがナマズ教って言って
And like, I don't. People said it's in 40, 50 FPS. Some other people I heard say it's 60 FPS. It's hard to tell exactly what FPS. It's not running a counter on here.
ここで
But like, just look at the movement for a minute. Like, it's not slideshow-ish. It looks very smooth for a base PS5, regardless of what FPS it's getting.
あ、いいダメージだった。
こうやって一定や
Like, even the camera turnaround is quick. I think he might be right. It's hard to tell with all the text and shit coming up on screen, but well, look how many enemies are in the area right now, and it's not like it's not lagging out.
集中攻撃だったりこうやってキックとかで
I think he's running with
いろんな
it looks like some kind of motion blur on. I'm gonna turn that shit off right off the
二
bat
刀
though.
流を使うこともできまして
She got a facial, bro. She just got back from the salon.
より爽快感増す。
Putting auto download on, but yeah, hell yeah, dude, let's
人
go.
もいたりするのでちょっとここら辺で
No, like not that kind of facial. Chill, chat, chill. Like a a salon facial. Come on, come on,
これ
come
だけではなくて本当いろんな
She's looking
技がありますので
pampered.
ぜひ皆さんコンボ
Fucking hell.
練し込んで自分だけのプレイスタイルで
I know what you're talking about, Jay. We all know what you're talking about. Yeah, this is on base PS5. Yeah.
ベルワ村を開放することができまして
Well,
で開放すると
we'll go back after this. Actually, let me just rewind it for anyone new coming in. We'll check it out again.
マップの
Let
左
me
手に
fast forward to like.
掲示があると思うんですけど
We'll turn down the volume a bit more, so that way it's just me talking. And we'll just run it back again. I mean, I know a lot of people saw this already, but we can just keep commenting and talking. Now, a question for you guys in chat. What weapon are you guys going to use? What are you going to go for? Obviously, we don't know all the weapons in game, but on previous games, what do you normally play? Like dual blade swords, daggers, great sword, massive axe? Are you going to like try and main the bow and arrow? Are you going to do hand-to-hand combat style? Like, well, I'm kind of curious on that. Yeah, it looks blurry right now because it's compressed twice. Because they uploaded this footage in 1080p, so it looks more pixelization. As well as I'm streaming 1440, but they only uploaded in 1080. So it's compressed twice. Plus, I'm pretty sure they have motion blur on. So the blurriness, I'm not concerned about the blurriness. I think you start with a sword and shield. Yeah, I think you start with that. Yeah. It looks amazing for a busy screen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She got the Dunkin' Donuts glaze. She got the double glaze, man. Stop. I'll dual wield. Yeah. It's living up to the hype, Sneaky. Yes, it is. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. Yeah, I might dual blade katanas if I can, or some kind of swords or daggers. Even if it's just daggers, you dual blade would be sick.
2つの世界がある。
No, man, shut up. What do you attack with? I'll get another one for dual blade. Yeah. Ooh, the biggest great sword. It's a great sword you can find, or just straight up grappling. Yeah. So I feel like with Cliff, I'm probably gonna run like a katana maybe, or like dual swords. And then when I play Unka, the orc, I'm probably just gonna run like just fists. Like I'm gonna make his build just straight up. I'm gonna punch you up, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna fuck you up with my fist, dude. I'm not a huge greatsword user mostly, but it depends on what kind of greatsword there is. You know what I mean? It looks like in this game, even with greatswords, your movement is fast. The reason why I don't do greatswords normally is because like Elden Ring, when you have greatsword, you're slow as fuck. And I like doing dex builds mostly. I like being quick in and out with like a samurai sword or some kind of short sword. So, I mean, from what we saw Damien's gameplay. She had a greatsword and she was absolutely smashing the enemies with that thing. So I think the greatswords are going to be even better than a lot of people think. Yeah, heavy blade paladin style, because that's how we play. Nice, dude, yeah. Yeah, it depends on the battle, true, yeah. Big guy with an axe is sick, yeah. But yeah, I think, like I said, for Unka, I'm probably gonna either do like a massive axe or great sword, and then I'll switch over to hand-to-hand. For Cliff, I don't know, probably samurai sword if I can, like a katana. And then for Damien, I'll probably run like the rapier, or some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of like quicker dex build, because she looks like she jumps around a lot and has a lot of movement abilities. I don't know. Actually, hang on. For Unka, I might run hands only, so fists only, and then handguns, like guns. Like have like a rifle and like have his hand cannon on him, or a pistol, and just be a straight up fucking badass with guns and fists. That's it. Like no actual melee weapons except for my fist. Just because why not? You know, okay, you can do whatever you want. So. Anytime I could be a Templar, I'll do it. Yeah, so like most games like Elden Ring, dude, I went with Samurai Sword, but I also did magic. I was huge into magic in that game. I love running magic builds, like anything with magic powers. Now I'm going to be utilizing that a lot, like the fire aspect, the electric aspect, you know what I mean? Like Samurai Sword and imbue it with that. Yeah, this is decent, dude. Even for base PS5, this is really good. Like, this is... Real players use fists. That's what I'm saying. Unka, he's massive. He's big. Use the fists. I'll probably use fists with the Cliff as well, because like during the main quest shit, but I feel like once we unlock the two side characters, I'm thinking I'm going to use Unka more for the hand-to-hand combat. Just because he's just a fucking brawler. Double-sided axe, yeah, that's going to be nice, actually. It's adjustable. I heard there's 3 different preset adjustable limits to it, like close, medium, far, and there's also a close-up mode, like a first-person mode. Now, you can't attack in the first-person mode. I think it's for just like looking around inside of rooms if you're like shopping around or cinematic shots. Second Amendment build, exactly, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna have my flintlock, baby, my rifle, my handgun, and my fists. America, motherfucker. Right, you played D&D when you were a kid? No, I didn't actually. I've always wanted to. Me and my brother actually wanted to when we were younger, but we never got into it. What are you saying? What are you saying, Jay? We did play Magic the Gathering, though, so I am a nerd. I'm a big nerd. Yeah, puzzles, dude, yeah. And see, some of the creators at the thing said this was hard, I guess, the puzzles. Obviously, I never played the game, but, like, I'm excited for puzzles. Like, and from what I heard, this game does not hold your hand, which I like. Obviously, I stream Armor Forger all the time. That game is a steep learning curve for people who don't know what Armor Forger is. That's a hard game. I like hard games. I like games that make you use your brain, that don't hold your hand. That's what gives me longevity in a game. Games that hold your hand too much and give you everything and doesn't make you feel rewarded, I get bored of so quickly. Oh yeah, this I think is gonna be Game of the Year contender. Yeah, this and GTA 6, 100%. Aliens are real. Aliens are real. I mean, I believe in aliens. Like, how are they not there? You know what I mean? Come on. If the universe is endless, aliens have to be real. Because at some point in time, if it's endless, supposedly, then, you know what I mean, there's something out there. I don't know. That was random, but okay. We'll get Game of the Year GTA comes out. Yeah, so, like, I think this will be a heavy contender for it. This will be a heavy contender. It depends on your region. For me, it comes out on 6 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. There is a board you can look up. I can actually search it in a few minutes if you want me to. It's like a map of the United States, or the map of the whole world and the release times. I'll pull it up here in a minute if you just stick around for a bit. At the end of this video, after I'm done chit chatting, we'll look up that. Nah, Jay, you're trolling. Is it actually coming out? There's no release on that, dude. No way. Yeah, game of the year before release, exactly. Oh, that's a good question, Sneaky. Yeah, what mount is everyone using? That's a good question. Oh, yeah, the Dino is going to be sick. I feel like he's going to be like wicked fast paced. I'm either going to go the Dino or the Grizzly Bear. No, wait, no, sorry. Ooh. I might do the Wolf or the Grizzly. The Dino looks sick, though. It reminds me of Ark Survival Ascended. So I kind of might have to do Dino. But I think early on, because I think it's going to be harder to get the Dino, probably. I'm probably going to go like a Wolf or a Bear. Dude, a Bear would be sick. Obviously the Dragon, but it's going to be a while if we get the Dragon, I assume. Like, I wonder how you tame it as well. Like, how do you get it? Yeah, this game, GTA, Fable, the new Mass Effect. Oh, there's so much good shit coming out, dude. Okay, it's 10 p.m. here in the UK. Okay, right now it's what? It's 6 or 7 in the morning for me, but it releases or preloads tonight, 6 p.m. tonight for me. And then, yeah, launches on the Thursday night. See, I haven't seen the Lego Batman one, but I have seen stuff on the Wolverine one. It looks good. Yeah, bear can help defend. Horse is just dog food. Yeah, horses would be just good for like quick travel, unless you have like horse armor. But even then, you can only really kick with a horse. So like, I think horse is gonna be just like the base thing that everyone has at the beginning. Maybe put some armor on them. Like as you would advance and get more stuff, yeah, a wolf or a bear. Like I've seen the bear, swinging at people, and that shit's insane. 2030, really? The main character is Jack in the future, and Dutch when they gang forms. Really? I didn't hear anything about GTA 3. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 3. I almost said GTA 3, jeez. While the video plays in the background, let me look up the... Oh, hang on, I can't do that because every time I tab out it... Okay. I'll look it up after. Because I want to see the exact time zones when it releases for everybody. Do an armor bear. Yeah. I assume you could put armor on the bear as well because you could do armor on the horse, So far for the mounts that we know of, there is the wolf, the bear, the dragon, the horse, the raptor or dinosaur, whatever it is, hot air balloons. I mean, it's not really counted as a mount, but it's a form of travel, right? And then you have the mech. So that's so far 7 forms of travel or mounts, and there's 29 mounts in the game. So like, what else can you use for mount? Can you ride an elk, like a freaking giant ass deer, and be like Legolas, be like an elf? You know what I mean? Like what else can you use for a form of travel? Like, can you look in the distance, please? I'm not playing currently right now, but if next time there's a screenshot of look in the distance, there actually should be one coming up in this video. Yeah, he slingshots off this, so just keep an eye out for this. He's gonna slingshot off the tree, and he'll show you the pop-in distance and stuff. I mean, everything looks decent. I also can't wait for the blood of the Dawnwalker. I've heard of that. Oh, dragon's gonna be sick, yeah. It's hard to see in this shot because obviously, like I said, he's moving, it's pixelized, but like you get like the trees are way out here, still rendered. Tower and everything, and all this didn't pop in; it was already here, so it was seamless rendering when he jumped over that. I think the only shot on here where there's actual really far distance shot is when he's on top of here. Hang on, he's doing the puzzle from earlier. Yeah, right here. You can still see the trees this far away, dude. Obviously, there's no really trees in the desert much, but you can still see all the trees and castles and shit. It's him falling back down. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, the grapple looks fun, yeah. Alright, we'll continue back where we were on this. Let's go back over here. The aerial shit makes me ill, oh no. Ooh, a water mount. Yes, okay, actually there is one. There's one mount or transportation on the water that we do know of, and that's a canoe. So yeah, that is actually that makes eight forms of transportation we know of. Oh, you're not good with heights? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the only thing that popped in was the shadows, really. And even then, you're not really looking at the shadows too much when you're like... I feel like when you're doing a lot of stuff, a lot of the small pop-in stuff you're not going to look at because the world is just so full, which is a huge W. Oh, it's a jetpack. Yeah, you're right. So that's 9. That's 9 forms of transportation. Jetpack. I forgot about that, dude. Yeah, this is base PS5 gameplay right now. Yep. Ride a whale would be insane, or like a dolphin, or like an armored shark. No, no, we're just speculating. Bro's got an armored whale. Pre-order 80 USD Argentina. Oh, okay, PS5 Pro. Yeah, let's go, dude. Let's go. All right, this video is almost over. Then we'll actually, I'm gonna let the rest of this video play. We got a couple minutes. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick while this video plays. So just yeah, this is all base PS5 gameplay, guys. I'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere.
こで解放できるんですね。
今回ベルガ村の村長なんですけれども、この村長を助けた後でナマズ教との戦いになります。
おいた。
こうやってロックオンの機能もありますので、ロックオンするとある程度画面が固定されるので戦いやすくなります。潜ってきたりこうやって突進したりいろんなパターンがあります。ちょっと距離を取って戦いたい時は槍で戦うこともできます。
ナマズ教も結構いろんな手数といろんなスキルで戦っています。ナマズ教の下にゲージ黄色いのが溜まってるんですけど、
これが全部溜まるとナマズ教が一回ひるむことになります。でひるませて自分のコンボを叩き込むということもできます。
うまい。
コンボ入れて超ハーでもいけるのでひるませて高級でコンボできます。おお。
あら、潜っちゃった。
これで退けることができました。
Okay, I'm back. Can't wait to slingshot into the air, and jetpack onto a dragon, and then glide into my dolphin mount. That's crazy. Oh man. Okay, that's about the end of this video for this. That's PS5 base gameplay, guys. I know I searched Xbox up here, but don't worry about that. Before we're gonna watch another Digital Foundry video. Before we watch that video, I want to show something to you guys. Hang on. I think this is the one. No, this is... Which video was it? These are all his videos. So we watched these two ones today. There's another one Digital Foundry did a while ago looking at cinematic shots. I don't remember. I mean, let's put this one back on for now. Let's restart that. Let me look up that thing online for the launch date stuff for you guys. There we go. Images. I think there should be one on the Crimson Desert site, actually. Hang on. Just give me a second, guys. Actually, look at the screenshots first. Just give me a second, boys. Why is it not? The window's not working correctly. There we go. So we'll look at some of these screenshots real quickly, and then we'll look up the map date on here. He dropped a deuce. I did not. I pre-order 2 months ago. I already did my research, and a lot of people are hating. Yeah, there's a lot of haters. There's always going to be, especially the week of launch. You know what I mean? I was hoping I was going to full screen, but I guess you can't full screen this. Oh well. Well, I don't know if it's on here. No, it should be on this website actually. Oh, here we go. Global release time window. Here we go. There, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so now we got the actual time zones and everything of when the game launches. Mombat, what's going on, dude? Yeah, I've been just looking up Crimson Desert stuff today, more or less, just reacting to the base PS5 gameplay, and then now we're just looking at this up really quickly. All the people that canceled the pre-orders already pre-ordered again. Yeah, and all they had to do is wait like 2 days because they all weekend they're complaining about no PS5 base gameplay footage, and then all of a sudden today they came out with some. You know what I mean? Like, like come on. But yeah, so for me it is 6 p.m. for the preload, and then it's exactly 48 hours away. So on 19th at 6 p.m. for me in this region will be I'll be playing Thursday night at 6 p.m. Well, not at 6 p.m. because I got, like I said, the birthday party I have to go to, but I'll be playing like an hour or two later in this, so 7 or 8 p.m. I should be playing all night, streaming it and stuff. So. Ooh, 9 a.m. tomorrow for you. Okay. Yeah, my pre-download is tomorrow or today for me, later today. Yeah, because for Sydney it would be 9 a.m. on the 20th. Yeah. But it's kind of interesting. It's kind of nice to doing it sucks in a way, global launch. It's good, but it's bad, right? It's good because no one can get it early. No one could do the what's it called? The Australian thing, the New Zealand thing where you can play ahead of time, which is nice. So no one can get footage earlier than normal, except for, if you're a content creator, like a big creator, getting the reviews. But it does suck for me, like it's at night, dude. I wish there was more in time because I stream in the morning, you know what I mean? So like it's gonna be rough. But I'll be staying up all night until the next day playing that, and then all weekend as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good time. That's what I'm saying. Like this is actually, for me personally, like I said, it's kind of rough, but like other than that, it's good. That's a global launch like this. This is preload and launch. This is both. The blue is preload, meaning right here, preload, March 17th. So for me, today at 6 p.m., I can start preloading it. And then literally 48 hours away from that, they don't say a launch date in the gold. There's no actual launch date, but I read it's 48-hour difference. So from what starting 48 hours before launch on this platform. So it'll be exactly 48 hours away from today, or the 17th for me. So the 19th at 6 p.m. will be launch. Yeah. Is that you, Josh? Who's Josh? Any guesses on how long it'll take the 100% the game? Oh, 100% the game? I don't know. Also, I heard people saying like the main storyline you can get done between 30 and 60 hours if you rush it. But that being said, that's just doing the base stuff. And if you even if you rush completing it, it's a couple hundred, I think 100 to 200 hours maybe. But I feel like me, because I like doing side quests, I like fucking around and doing a lot of stuff. I think it's gonna take quite a few, like anywhere from 100 to 500 hours for me, I think, to complete it, if not longer, depending on how much I want to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll go back over to YouTube and watch the. Oh, we already watched this one though. I'm gonna try and get a different one here. Hang on. Give me a second, boys. I wish I had a Steam Deck, dude, so I can quickly change this. Okay, there we go. We're back up. I don't think there's any new PS5 footage, unfortunately. I think that was the only one that we saw. Does anyone know any new footage that came out on this game? Yeah, you'll be a 200, 300 guy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, yeah. Doesn't say no one wants to rush it. Yeah, exactly. No one wants to rush it. I really don't think there's any. I think this is all just people reacting to, like I said, the stuff I already reacted to. Yeah, this is all literally just that. 20 minutes of Crimson Desert gameplay. 21 hours ago. Do you guys want to see the PC stuff again? Any new viewers coming here? Do you want to see? Because obviously we watched multiple times on the PS5 Pro and the PS5 base gameplay.
Scale to output res. So
And there's another. Where is it? I know Digital Foundry has. They have another video. It's a little old. I don't know how old it is. I think it's in the original. I think it's a tech preview that we haven't watched on here yet. Yeah, I think it's the tech preview. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Hang on, let's reload that. It looks so good, dude. This is on PC, I'm assuming, guys. So keep that in mind. PS5 stuff was earlier. Oh, you bought RDR2 on last week? Oh, you haven't opened it yet? Oh, no.
Crimson Desert, one of the most promising games on the horizon, a game we've had our eyes on for quite some time. It's pushing some very impressive tech. And recently, we had a chance to look at some cool stuff.
Now, I want to see a tech video like this on the
Alex had a
PS5
chance to
base,
look at
because
some
we saw
cool
the Pro
stuff,
version.
And he shared some of it with me here today. And we wanted to do
But
a
I'm very curious
preview
how the
on this
base
game
PS5 looks on
because,
like
my
a
goodness, this is
preview
some
like
beautiful
this.
stuff. So, Alex.
yeah, John, this is a very fantastic looking game here, and I'm excited to
That looks
talk
so
to you
good,
about
dude.
it.
Hang on, hold up. Like, what the hell, dude?
Looking to
No, come on, stop it. Stop it.
Very
There you go. Hang on.
fantastic looking game.
I mean, I know this is a PC, but dude, like these trees, I just want to climb them or chop them down for some reason. I just want, you know what I mean? I just want to take a walk in the forest. Like the way they did this video is obviously people at Pearl Abyss sent them footage of, like, this is back when they didn't have the game in their hands to play it, to showcase it. They got footage sent to them, I think. And they asked for just cinematic walking scenes. Like, I want to see cinematic walking scenes on the base PS5. Like, that's what I want to see. You know what I mean?
Here, and I'm excited to talk to you about it.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Yeah.
looking to get your hands on a free Resident
Nope, get out of here.
He's in this way,
There you go.
but I think this was a
Oh, boats. Oh, there's the canoe here, and there's a different one here. There's a little sail on it. So I'm wondering if you can actually choose what kind of boat you have in the game too. But yeah, it just looks all crystal clear. I know one of you mentioned you don't know about the colors in the game. It is very vibrant. I mean, there's some graying here where it looks weathered and stuff. You know, I mean, get attention to detail, but the reds and the blues, the color palette is very, very intense color palette everywhere.
special circumstance, right?
Yeah, basically, I was invited to a preview event to do our own
Oh, we got sirens going outside,
coverage and
ambulance.
capture for this game that would have been held in Amsterdam, right about the time we're recording this right now. But as I talked about in DF Direct most recently,
This is, I think, on
Yeah,
PC
you
right
have-
now, but earlier, Frank, we did the PS5 Pro and the PS5 footage, so we saw both of them earlier on stream.
a health issue with my back, so I'm trying not to move and do arduous adventures like that at the moment. And the Pearl Abyss, the publisher and developer of this game, were kind enough to provide
Yeah,
us with
distance
footage
clarity is
that
amazing.
we
Yeah, yeah.
could have made at that preview event.
Yeah, Casa,
And they did it in a very
Casa
special
Designs
way.
give
I
me
basically asked
Dragon
them,
Age, Inquisition
"Hey, you know,
vibes.
when we do
Yeah,
a preview event, we don't just
it's so good.
randomly do gameplay of games. We're big.
Like, just look how dense it is. And like, this is what I've been looking for, because this game will, I think, keep me occupied and busy up until, like, obviously playing this game and Arma, like my standard games, will keep me busy until GTA 6. Like, when you get all these bigger games coming out, like when people are creating their own new engines and stuff, you can see the amount of detail and the amount of foliage. And I know I'm such a nerd when it comes to foliage. When it comes to trees and everything like this, I just geek out about it. Because, like, I remember the old games, you'd get like one or two trees right here, and then it would just be barren. I mean, look at the game Ark Survival Evolved versus Ark Survival Ascended. One of the biggest differences between those two games, obviously, it's Unreal Engine 5 for Ark Survival Ascended, but the amount of foliage makes a big difference in the game.
Nerds, and we like to do
Yeah, look at the mountain.
slow
Look at the colors in the trees. You see the mountainside up behind it. Like I said, this is PC gameplay, I believe, right here. But we did watch the PS5 base and PS5 Pro gameplay earlier, guys. If enough of you guys in chat want me to rewatch it for a third time, I will afterwards.
moving camera shots with the controller.
I'll do a poll
like
after this
perfectly
video,
locked 60
and then if
FPS.
new viewers are coming in and they want to see the PS5
Basically
stuff,
looking at
I'll
all
showcase
the
it again. Like, I'll show the
gameplay,
base PS5
Not
stuff.
really, but more so the graphical techniques. And they
Yeah, trees used to look
answered the
2D,
call,
exactly.
and they
12
did a
centimeter. Yeah,
lot of
100%.
Really amazing footage for us to make this preview video. in a style that DF would do. So thank you to the game. And they did it in
Varric, who's that? Who's
They
Varric?
gave us the exact specs and the system settings that the game is running at. The game was running at, for this preview video footage you're seeing on screen
Makes
right now,
auto spell. Oh, it did auto correct it for you. I was like, who's that?
3D 12 core processor.
Yeah, this is okay. So yeah, this is the PC stuff that was showcased on, like, when people got to go out and play the game actually on the Ryzen 9.
Radeon
Stuff like
RX
that.
7900 XTX, so the last gen top end GPU from AMD.
Oh, they're
32
repeating
gigabytes
crossbow
of
character.
RAM,
Yeah.
And we did it with VSync on
I was like,
and
oh.
FSR native.
Yeah, I got
so
you.
this is 4K footage running at native 4K.
Yeah, it's all an ultra
and
stuff
the
right here.
game has presets going from
Actually, I'll start the
minimum
poll now while
all
we're
the way
watching
up to
this
cinematic with like low, medium, high.
I mean, we already
ultra
watched
in
it
between them.
twice.
And this was running on ultra. And so it's not the highest settings you can run at, but it's still, 4K native on technically what is a last gen GPU. And it looks like this and it runs like this, mainly at 60. Some scenes are a little bit lower, but this is obviously work in progress build at ultra high settings at native 4K, but it's running pretty darn well. Definitely running quite differently than a lot of Unreal Engine games would run at native 4K, I'd say.
For sure. And man, while you're laying this out, I'm just looking at the footage here and just the visual quality, man. Like sometimes when you see just the right visuals, you almost like get a similar feeling to exploring a place in real life.
Yes.
Like you feel like an emotion.
One second, guys.
Just
Just doing a poll.
seeing the scenery. And there's something about the color use and the
Oh wait,
way
hang on.
everything
I mean,
moves
before I
and
finish this poll, I gotta go
behaves
back
that
there.
just seeing.
That is a beautiful shot there. All right, I'm finishing the poll. I'll create the poll for you guys. This is completely up to you guys if you want me to rewatch the base PS5 footage again, because I totally will. It doesn't matter to me, really, as long as it's whatever you guys want to see. So it's that poll that you guys vote on it.
The scenery.
This looks
And there's
so
something about
good, dude.
color
The
use
nighttime with the
and the way
clouds,
everything
how dark it
moves and
is.
just behaves that makes this feel just sublime.
The modern
and
repeater crossbows in game,
I'm super interested.
like 15
to
round
check it
mag.
out,
Ooh, I don't
because
know,
this is actually
because I've
a
only
very
seen
big single player
the
open world
rifle,
game, right?
the handgun,
Yeah,
and the
it's
normal
kind of an
crossbow,
RPG,
or the normal
open
bow and arrow. I
world,
mean, I'm not sure.
systemic, design, I would say, based upon everything I've seen so far and what I played a little bit at the Consumer Electronics Show. Time
The
of
new
day,
console? I don't know. I mean,
all the time, sun.
let's
going.
skip to the scene here. Actually, that's a good shot. Oh, the game is not loading for me. Okay, there we go.
I feel like based on our previous
You mean like the
histories,
new
there's a
Xbox
good
console and
chance that
stuff? I
something
mean,
like
if it
that
has
might happen.
power and a
Yeah,
processor and
this is
PC, like
kind of
PC
game that's
parts,
right
like
up
yeah,
James'
it should look
alley
like this.
because
Yeah.
It does a lot of special stuff, and I do think the developers.
You can get a
this
friend in
game
here as they
will be
want to see the base
releasing
PS5. Okay,
simultaneously
so
on
share to your
console,
live. But oh, thank you so much. I
and,
appreciate you sharing the
we'll be
live.
having
And yeah,
coverage,
let them know to come in here and vote
PC
for the
review.
poll because I
We're gonna
definitely will. Like I
have
said, I've
an
already
interview
watched
with
it
the
twice.
tech
I'll definitely watch it for a third
developers
time because
behind the game
essentially,
that will go up on the website.
I mean, what we do here on the
hopefully
community, you know,
by
for the
PC
community is we
review
just
date.
whatever you guys want to see mostly.
And
you guys know when I play
we're gonna be
Armor
covering this
Forge
game
or
because it is probably one
turn it
of
down a
the
little bit.
biggest PC
When I play
releases
Armor
this
Forge and
year,
stuff, I love
that
reading chat, hang out with you
at
guys.
least
So
the
like,
ones that
it's kind of
have,
whatever you guys want to see.
for-
You know what I mean?
release dates at the moment. Obviously, these things can change. Who knows what this industry does?
I hope this game
But
sales
like I
really
said, it's
well
very
because I'm tired of all
game
the
that
live
has
service games.
structure
Yeah, I
as
hope
well as there's
AAA
logical
get back in the
design behind the
marketing,
game,
are
and
making
there's a lot
great
of really
single
cool
player
things
games.
that it's
Yes,
doing. So, as I mentioned,
and it's
earlier,
funny you say that
open
because
world
this
systemic,
obviously did Black Desert
and a big part of
Online, the
that is
team
the
that did
change
that,
in
so
content
they're
creation.
used to live
And,
servicing.
we have confirmation
Which some
from
people were worried
this
about
year,
that,
actually, the
but that
game
means
does use ray traced
they used to drop
diffused
updates
AI,
every
and,
week on the
you
live
can
service
see
Black
that
Desert
pretty much
Online,
in
but
every
now they're doing a
scene in
single
the
player
game.
game,
Yeah.
which means they
whether
could
that's
focus more
outdoor,
on the actual bugs and issues in the game and
indoors,
implementing
and
those
it does appear
issues
to be
or
a
those
per
fixes
pixel effect.
early,
So it doesn't seem to
which
be
is
based
amazing.
upon like only probes like we've seen in other games, which is a way to save on performance. This game does target per pixel. Although I would say for this footage, since it isn't the ultimate highest settings of the game as, perhaps it can be even higher quality than we're seeing
Like
here.
just the lighting coming into
But
the
one thing
church
you'll
itself
notice
is
that,
crazy.
like if you're in an indoor
Like there's still dark
area,
spots of
like
the
almost
church, like at the bottom
church-looking
corner is still
area,
dark.
when the sunlight
Which I mean, a lot of
streams into
games when you see
there,
lighting
or
come into a
even
room,
just
the entire room is
sky
either lit or
lighting,
dark.
It bounces around the room.
People
giving
comparing
some
Crimson
ends
to
darkness
Cyberpunk.
to
People
them,
are
and
I don't understand this game is not. Yeah,
adjacent to them, it's
yeah.
all brightened
That's the
up.
thing. It's not
And
constant
they
online server.
provided
Yeah.
some very cool time of day
And,
lapse.
yeah, people
footage
comparing it to
here.
Cyberpunk are just,
Yeah,
I think,
of these indoor areas, where
talking
you
the
can
talk kind of
see
thing. Like they
basically
don't
how
understand the differences
dramatic,
between this game and how
the
Cyberpunk
outside
was
weather
and how
conditions affect
the
light
engine
of
is
an
and
indoor
how.
area, which
Dude,
makes sense
Cyberpunk
for
ran
these
so bad,
medieval
even on
structures.
PC, dude. It
And
ran
then
so
as
bad. I didn't
nighttime
have a PC, but I had a
goes
buddy who
around,
played
you
on
can see
PC.
that-
It was horrible.
That GI contribution.
You also got to remember, Cyberpunk. I don't quote me on this, but I don't think Cyberpunk had a lot of people like test the game really. I'm not mistaken, right? They didn't have like a shit ton of people come out and test it. Like this game has been very transparent on all their specs, all the stuff. They had people test it multiple times, the different builds. I mean, you look at this game a year or two ago, the older builds, it was a lot worse. The frame rate was crap, but over the time they optimized the crap out of it and made it really well. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be even comparable to how Cyberpunk launched compared to this game, honestly.
Also applies to local things.
So that's just me though, you know what I mean? Like
sconces and whatnot.
But I do understand. The other hand, I understand people are just either afraid or they're hurt by the the gaming PTS of being lied to so many years about stuff. Like this is stupid. Like this is stupid good. Like I know this is PC, but this is stupid good. Like, what other game? Can you name another game that you just do this and look this good? I mean, there's probably a couple out there, obviously, but like, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but come on, like
that we saw in the massive.
I mean, at the end of the day, as long as the combat is good, even on base PS5, obviously lower graphics and stuff, it looked good still. As long as the graphics are decent, and the best thing is the combat, though. You need the combat to be flowy. You need to really, work together. The amount of content in game, that's what makes a difference. Yes, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You're right. Yes, Jacob. Yep. Yo, what's going on, Edward? How you doing?
Snowdrop Engine games, the most recent ones.
Can I join? Join what?
Pandora and Star Wars Outlaws. It really does give me that look.
My sounds silly, but I want to know more about the stamina element, like if you can improve. Yeah. So from what I heard, you can improve your stamina. You can do like skill upgrades to it, but it will decrease and increase depending on the weather. If it's raining, it's going to decrease. If it's too hot or too cold, it's going to decrease. So I'm curious on that too, like the exact specs on that, how that works.
All right, so we have ray traced diffuse GI. What other ray tracing do we have?
Well, it appears the game does use ray traced reflections. I saw that at the CES preview that I had there at the AMD booth as well.
Oh, here's a good example. I remember this scene right here. Ready? The popping. This is him talking about popping.
UE5 games have been like culling the animation for vegetation
turn up a little bit.
Pretty close to the screen. We saw that in Borderlands as well as Silent Hill F.
Look at that.
With one of the settings the game has when you go to performance mode.
Look at that.
And
it doesn't really pop in, but
that still has a lot.
You move back, all the trees, all the grass is solid, like the wind's not blowing it. But this is like a 10-meter radius, dude. He moves like in 10 meters of it or less. It's actually like a 5-meter radius, not even. And it finally starts moving. In games like this, I guarantee 90% of people who played this game never even noticed that really. Which means in Crimson Desert, you're not going to notice if there's a tiny little pop-in issue. You know what I mean?
And that includes, other stuff that goes without saying.
We're going to be watching the base PS5 again. We watched it earlier. I put a poll out to watch it again for the third time because everyone wants to see it. So we might run it back again. This is PC right here, though. We're just showing some filler here of gameplay of Digital Foundry. Dennis, what's going on, brother?
Dude. And lighting conditions. Like, I really like the...
Currently, this at the second is not base PS5. I will be showing it again if you guys want me to, though. I showed it early on stream multiple times. I will show it a third time, though, if you want to.
That's the best thing, right?
Yeah.
You can vote for the poll up top.
Rain particles.
Yes.
Very cool. So the
poll will determine if you guys want to see it again.
Yeah, the rain particles in particular is one of the most stunning things for me. Like doing rain already is something that a lot of games.
Say yes, please. Okay, we'll just end the poll now. I mean, 77%.
Ones that do.
We'll end it.
Doing a rain.
See how many people actually voted. 30 people voted. 77% said they want to see it.
I mean,
so you guys voted to watch it again, and we will watch it again. And keep in mind, any new viewers coming in here, this PS5 footage is uploaded at 1080p, which means it's compressed quite a bit on YouTube. And it's compressed even further with me streaming it. Keep that in mind, guys. It's all in Japanese as well. So. There we go. So keep that in mind with pixelization, because compression rate is insane.
さあ始まりました。プレイステーションをもっと楽しむトーク番組、プレイステーションプレゼンツプレイプレイプレイ MC を担当する
This is from PlayStation Japan directly.
今回は紅の砂漠を紹介していきたいと思います。ゲストはこの方です。
I'll turn it down a little bit. Also, you can read the captions if you want to. Taking a break today is going to be 5 days since non-stop work. Yeah, no problem, Dennis. You're good, dude. Yo, Claymore, how you doing, brother?
ここはあれですね、灰色たてがみの中の主要メンバ が集まってご飯を食べてるし、
You'll see more of the graphics and stuff once it gets out of the scenes and stuff when he actually plays the game, like when the lighting comes in.
勢力
But even in this night lighting with
で
the
黒いクマっていう勢力
you can see it's flickering on the
お
left,
互いに
like with
今
the
敵対していて
the fire and stuff.
対立して
And
い
like
る
this pole is casting a shadow on
始ま
that.
りがそのファイルの中
Like
で
this is base PS5 right
灰
here,
色盾
and this looks still
が
really
襲撃を
good.
受けてでそこからクリフの物語
Like I said, I know we watched this twice already. It's the third time watching it, but there's a lot of new people coming in here asking for this. So. No reporters today, no Dennis. We're just doing Crimson Desert overview and news.
チリチリに離れていったり
Yep, this is base PS5. Yeah,
でそれをクリフが
yeah, it was straight from PlayStation
出
Japan.
ていく形
Base PS5. Some people were saying it's at like 40 or 50
戦闘にな
FPS.
るんですけども
There's no way to tell for sure though, because it's not. There's no FPS meter up there.
形に
But like if you just watch the combat, it looks smooth.
そうですね
I think motion blur is
ああ
on
いった動き
though.
も今後クリフが
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks nice, even with the compression on YouTube. Like it's gonna look better than what you're seeing here.
を覚える形になります
Even the fire particles and
ガードを
stuff.
していくんですけど気力が減っちゃうとガードができなくなっちゃうので
Yeah, you can tell when he hits the enemies, it kind of has like a blur effect, so he must have motion blur on or something.
まあジャストのねガードもある
Bro, I love you. Thanks for showing this. No problem. No problem. Yeah, just stick around, watch the whole thing. We'll go back and like I said, this will be the last time watching it today, so make sure you watch the entire thing. You can always go and watch it on your own too, on your own device, and it might be a little better quality, but we're gonna be talking it through again, kind of,
ミョルデ
you know,
ィになりま
just
す
asking questions and stuff like answering questions.
強そう
Like the cloth is still really good detail, like the fur and stuff, and like the wrapping in here, the bone. I mean, obviously, like I said, there's a hugely compressed area, but you can see like the sweat on his arms, dude. Like I said, I use the word again, glistening. The sweat's glistening off him from the moonlight. Same with all these guys here. Like, and one of you guys said earlier, it's like what the PS5's been out 6 or 7 years, something like that. It's hard to tell at night though.
このタ
You gonna pre-order a deluxe edition for the swagger? Seems like my type of game. Yeah, dude. I agree. I don't have the deluxe edition, but I should have gotten deluxe. I should have.
すごいなと思うんですけど
And this game, I'm beyond excited. 2 more days, boys. Oh, you're good, Dennis. You're good, Dennis. Don't worry about it. Amber, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. And yeah, guys, if you like Crimson Desert gameplay or watching anything in general, I will be streaming it pretty often when it comes out in 2 days. All weekend. I full-time stream, guys. Any new viewers in here. Monday through Friday. Normally I don't stream the weekends, but I will be streaming Crimson Desert on the weekend.
ここまでがプロローグの
プロローグやられてからどういう経緯で復活
Stop. 6, 7, you said stop. Stop it.
そうですよね
Don't even start with that. Nah, I'll watch you give it wise time since you the one who brought this sweet news to me. Oh, no problem, dude. And thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
訪れることができるアビスっていうところになります。丸い装置、丸い踏み台がある。
Right now, we are watching Korean game video dubbed in English, being introduced in Japanese. Yeah, literally. And it's being decompressed from YouTube into my YouTube stream into your guys' view.
ワンポイントがあるわけですね
そうですね。目の前に見えるのがアビスの
Yes, yeah, that's a good idea, dude. Yeah, on the base PS5, see the performance. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of views on that then if you're base PS5 streaming it.
移動とかに使う技術。
But like the bushes and stuff on the right hand side there look decent. They look really good.
何か掴んだりできるんだ
そうなんですよ。
Even like the amount of like little foliage, little flowers and shit.
そうですそうです。こうやってパズルを解いていく。
Yes, I said flowers and shit. Okay.
こうやって動力を回して復帰させるとドアが開く。
Spoiler.
どうやって使ったらいいですかっていうチュートリアルみたいな感じなんですね。
This desert is crimson. Yeah, exactly. He said the thing. He said the thing. He said Crimson Desert. No, I'm going to the Crimson Desert. I guess this is some kind of spoiler. I think when the red text comes up as spoiler meaning, but like I'm not really reading the text down there, so I don't know what's going on. Some wizard that's giving you a book, probably to do homework. Wow, that's a lot of text. Holy shit.
未知の空間アビスっていうところの本当は均衡が取れていけなきゃいけないんですけども、その均衡
So if we have cons on the base PS5, what would you say is it?
今灰色たてがみがああいう襲撃を
Wait, what's that?
受けた。
Would we say it is? Guess it's hard. Motion blur on. I'd say keep motion blur off, honestly.
バランスを取り戻してほしい。
Yeah, it might be difficult motion blur on, honestly. Like I said, it's hard to tell because I think these guys are running with motion blur on, plus the decompression. When you get the pixelization from the decompression on YouTube, or compression, not decompression, the compression on YouTube. I keep saying decompression. That's not the right wordage. The compression on YouTube plus motion blur makes it look horrible. So motion blur might be fine on base PS5, but honestly, I would just turn it off because it make it look smoother. Especially if you're getting frame dips at all, like if you're losing FPS, definitely turn off that motion blur. Yeah, he's the real John Crimson. He's got the crimson robe. He's the Grand Wizard. Oh, no, that sounds bad. I don't know. Yes, PSR Pro has PSSR 2, and then I think FSR 3 for base PS5. I think so. Yeah, PS5 Pro has the PSSR 2. None of the footage that you saw earlier on the PS5 footage from Digital Foundry was on PSSR 2. That was on PSSR 1. So it's gonna look even better than what Digital Foundry showcased on their PS5 Pro gameplay. And I believe, yeah, this is FSR 2 or 3. I think it's 3. I think 3. Because I think FSR 4 or 5 equals PSSR 2. I don't remember the exact. Someone said it earlier in chat. Some punk has been DDoSing NA1 and 2 BR last night. Yeah. Dude, it's been getting bad recently, Claymore. Like I said, I'm kind of excited for Crimson Desert to come out, honestly. I'm in need of this game bad. I can't wait. Yeah, 12 centimeters. Don't look away, don't look down. But it's just crazy, even on the 7-year-old console, 6-year-old console, you can get that kind of render distance and detail. I know we're saying the same things over and over again, but it's mind-boggling. And this is the first day of seeing this kind of footage on the base PS5. It's kind of impressive, honestly. But like I said, we won't know 100% how it actually is until the game's in your hands. You know what I mean? Like that's the biggest true test. Is waiting until the game's in your hands and see how it plays. If the combat is smooth, like people say, if everything looks good and runs good, then I have a camper. You know what I mean? Obviously, the true test is going to be me streaming in high quality as well. Yeah, I mean, the streaming bogs it down quite a bit. Oh yeah, definitely jumping off that. Yeah, 100%, dude. Skydiving for days, get some cinematic shots, brother. Open world zombie game like World War Z. I think a new game came out. It's kind of like that. Claymore. Have you looked up Toxic Commando? I'm pretty sure that's like an open world zombie game. I think it's open world anyway. But I think it's fully open world zombie game. Kind of like World War Z, yeah. I could be wrong, but... See, I'm excited for the puzzles. They really only show killers, and the pillows were falling down slowly, and he has to quickly jump. Like, I'm curious on the different puzzles are gonna be. And also, in the one of the new videos that came out, the most recent, we saw it earlier actually, it was the Crimson Desert launch trailer that came out last week. They showed Cliff riding a zip line through an area, and then also like razor blade wheels going back and forth on the ground. So I'm assuming the puzzles are gonna get kind of intense. Is it compression on YouTube default because the game is... No, it has nothing to do with it being released. It's just compression on YouTube is due to upload quality. Now, YouTube, you used to be able to upload in 1080p, and it used to actually look 1080p. Now, if you upload in 1080p, it looks like it gets compressed down to like 720p quality. Even though it says 1080p, it realistically looks like a 720p look to it with the pixelization. You can kind of tell on it. I stream in 1440p, but when I upload my videos, I render them into 4K from my editing software. So that way when I upload in 4K, it looks good. Like it actually shows what 1440p should be looking at. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just when you upload in 1080, it's so hard to see what it actually looks like. So this guy, our PS5 Japan, like PlayStation Japan, upload in 1080. So it's going to be compressed quite a bit. Plus I'm streaming in 1440, which is also compression from stream. So it's going to look twice as good as what you're seeing pretty much. Or maybe not twice, but you know what I mean. It's going to look way better than what you're seeing here. Right. What's going on, Shredded? How you doing, brother? Yeah, this is a lie. Oh, yeah, 100%, dude. There's really no difference between 1080 and 1080 premium enhanced bitrate. Like, there might be a slight pixelization difference, but it's really not. Like, you really have to upload in 1440 or 4K to get a real good graphics. But I'll be streaming in 1440p crisp quality at 25,000 kilobytes per second when the game comes out.
壁に固定する杭を打ち込めますので、
はい
この状態で超波を
I had to look up Blood of Dawnwalker. I heard a couple people talking about that. I'm not really familiar with that.
活性化できて。
はい、これで活性化しました。スキルを習得できる
What is Blood of Dawnwalker? If you don't mind me asking, like if you just want to describe it real quickly.
これを習得することができる
Oh,
ので
you remove the message.
習得してスキルを覚える形になります。
Oh, you got the PC built. Let's go, Shredded. Let's go, dude. Yeah, what are the official specs, Shredded? Come on, we gotta hear it.
されてミッション完了になります。白いカラスが飛んできました。
Like even seeing the mountainside out there is sick looking. I like look at all the little detail, the grass and shit coming off the trees, like the little shrub, little I call them tree shits. You know what I mean? What do you want to call it? Like the stuff floating in the air that's being blown by the wind.
この白いカラスは実は魔女の白いカラスなんですけれども、でこれから授かるのが移動の幅をすごく大きく変えてくれるカラスの翼。
Yeah, glad the base console finally got shown. Makes me much more confident going on. See, like even though they weren't showing the base console beforehand, I was still confident on it because like they weren't doing it to hide anything. I don't think they already released so many different things. It's a lot of work for the team. I mean, I know some people think it's just like easy to do, but like try and give shit out to the creators and make content on. It takes time. But people automatically get scared, and I understand the worry from it. You know what I mean? Not showing it, but I was never really concerned about it because of how close the PS5 base and PS5 Pro are. There's not. It is a jump up, right? Base PS5, the PS5 Pro is a jump, but it's not like running a 2080 graphics card and jumping up to a 5080. It's not that kind of a jump. You know what I mean? So I knew it was still gonna look good, but I wasn't sure how good it was gonna look. If you get what I'm saying. And I was kind of ranting there, but yeah, no problem, Sneaky. Yeah, base, yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Yeah, exactly. Hair's gonna be quiet. Yeah, exactly. We looked at Twitter earlier, or what we call X now. We looked at that earlier. It's not on fire anymore, dude. Twitter yesterday was on fire, bro. And then today it was all cooled off because everyone's like, oh, okay, we finally got the footage. We finally got the footage. I'm like, they had to wait a day. Like, all they had to do was wait a day. Yeah, even with YouTube compression, it looks fucking amazing, dude. Oh, hang on. We gotta read Shredded's, you got 970 XT, AMD, 9800 3DX. Yeah, 3DX is gonna be nice on there. 32 gigabytes of RAM, nice. Oh, the 1 terabyte SSD, yeah, and then H9 flow. Oh, dude, that's sick. Okay, so yeah, you did some tests and pushed 140 FPS on Tarkov, 100 FPS in Kingdom Come. Nice, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it's only 10% CPU. It's not a huge jump. I mean, it's a little jump, but it's not crazy. Like I said, the biggest difference I think you're gonna notice between base and pro is the high density enemy areas. When you have like 100 enemies, like Digital Foundry was talking about, when you get into that area, even with the pro, it kind of struggles with the CPU sometimes, and you dip down like 10 like you go from 60 to 50 FPS, you know. Yep, this is base PS5 right now. Yep. Ah, it's a vampire at night, human during the day. Really? Oh, I've heard of that game then. Yes, I've heard of that game. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about, though, Sneaky. Yes. I've actually been low-key looking at that game and like on the back burners. I just forgot the name. It's been a while since I looked it up though. Yeah, the amount of fear-mongering YouTube videos I watched is hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, from reputable big names as well. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Like, if I see something that looks shit, I'm gonna tell you it looks shit. You know what I mean? Like, and like, there's no reason to like, I don't know. I guess people like to either clickbait or like to exaggerate on some things, and it's just like, I don't know. I just tell my opinion on what I see. You know what I mean, kind of thing. And if I don't see something, I'm not gonna freak out about it. Like, I didn't freak out before this footage came out. Yeah, Shredded. Not an excuse to purchase the game at all. Totally not. Yeah, no problem, Disgraced. Yeah, 1 terabyte isn't, I mean, it's not great, but like for games, like I got 1 terabyte for SSD, and then I have 2 terabytes hard drive. I use the 2 terabyte hard drive for my like recording purposes and stuff. I mean, obviously 2 terabytes better, but like one's good enough, I guess, depending on how many different games you play. We need more people like you who just, I'm gonna read that hand. Simply, yeah, exactly.
できると思います。で、今この月蹴りっていうのを覚えることができました。
はい。
Who simply grift and fearmonger. Yeah, dude, there's too many people that fearmonger out there. There's too many.
一緒にボスを倒していきたいと思います。
Like, it's like, I don't know, like, it's funny. Before I started the stream today, I didn't even know the PS5 footage base game came out. I started the stream talking about the PS5 Pro stuff. You guys in chat told me that the base game PS5 came out. So I looked it up live on here. And it's like, and even the beginning of the stream, if you go back, I wasn't like screaming, oh, they're hiding stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, don't make assumptions until you see it, or, you know, wait until it launch till it comes out, or some kind of footage comes out, and then make your assumptions. Do your research. You know what I mean? There's ways to do it. Too many people freak out too quickly. I understand some people freak out because they got burnt in the past from other games, but there's no reason to go on media and hate on a company or something because they're quote unquote hiding something. They're not hiding anything. They're just not showing at the moment. Just because they waited a couple of days to show it doesn't mean they're hiding anything. You know what I mean? I only have the base PS5, PS5 Pro, only just pushing PSSR games out. I don't feel like it's a massive jump. The PSSR 2 might be a bigger jump though. I heard the PSSR 2 is gonna be really good. I think that'll be a decent jump, but not like crazy amount. I meant to add, don't. Yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Disgrace. I got your meeting. Oh, thank you for the subscribe. Mad Mountain Gaming. Thank you so much, brother. It's got 3 more night shifts to go. Yeah, you can finally rot in my bedroom with a new rig. Hell yeah, dude. That first weekend with the rig is gonna be awesome, man.
Wow.
Finally, YouTube has a brain. Isn't it? Yeah, a drawing and trashes stuff. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I try and keep it real. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point of like shit talking stuff for no reason. I know shit talking gets a lot of clicks and shit, but it's like, I mean, a lot of you guys are new around here that don't watch my main Armor Forger content, but you know, the core community around here knows me from reading chat, enjoying him vibing out with you guys, and just being chill, and just honestly just giving my own opinion and just being, you know, not crazy. So many people out there nowadays that are just insanely crazy on stupid shit. I can't stand. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but like, I do appreciate you guys mentioning that. Like, that means a lot. Oh yeah, what's the first game on the new rig shredded? Yeah, what was the first game? You said did you play Arma or was it Tarkov you tried first? Yeah, you're still waiting for the release date. I'm the same as you when I stream, as I do time to time. Tell who we're watching gameplay. I'm not the best at game. Okay, not the best of gamers, yeah, but I want to hold back to say if the game is bad. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, even when I play Arma, guys, Arma, if you guys don't know what Arma is a milsim game, military simulation game. Armor Forger, it's a big, you know, milsim style game. And that game is a lot of different servers. Now, going into a new server, a lot of people judge a server off the first hour they play. So it's like, say if they have one bad experience on a server, they automatically give that server a bad rating. And they'll say, oh, the server's shit. I even said in the past, I went to OPR, Fargo, which is a decent server. My first experience was horrible in that server, but I said to you guys in chat, I was like, I'm not going to rate the server because my first experience was bad. I only played for an hour on the server. Like, I can't judge it off that. I need quite a few hours in the server to get more experiences on it to actually judge it or review this thing. That is the same thing with games. You can't judge a game off of watching one piece of footage or one piece of content, or even just playing it for like the first hour. Like, yes, I can hype it up and say it looks good, but I'm not going to be able to give a full review on the game until I get plenty of hours in the game. You know what I mean? I don't have early access, unfortunately. I have to wait till launch just like everyone else. This might be the longest day of my whole life. Bro, this is going to be the next 2 days. Going to be the longest until launch, man. Yeah, obviously you plan to build the rig right in time for Christmas. That's exactly shredded. Exactly. Yeah, you tried Kingdom Come 2, Escape from Tarkov, want to play Squad, Hella Loose, Arma. Yeah, let us know how all that stuff works out.
雰囲気は一って変わってサイドクエストの一部を今回プレイしていこうかと思っています。
言いましょう。わあ、なんか敵がすごい量いますね。
Like, I feel like here it looks good. Obviously, it looks a little foggy and shit, but that's just the fog and stuff also. Now, I'm curious. Obviously, I'm gonna I want some of you guys, whoever is gonna be playing on the base PS5, whether you're streaming or not, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be streaming obviously on the PC later this week. I want some of you guys to come back if you want, and tell me your experience on base PS5 because I genuinely want to know how it runs for base PS5. Obviously, watching footage here where it's compression and stuff like that, it's hard to tell, but I am genuinely curious on how it runs on there. You have a mid to high range Samsung TV, so I'm hoping I can run in quality mode on base PS5. Yeah, it should be fine. Use Game Motion Plus to make it feel more like close to 60. Oh, I see you're saying. Yeah. I appreciate that you engage back because some streamers skip and say they go to the next person who says something after me, and B says I move on. Yeah, I try to read every chat if I can. I know chat was rolling fast earlier when we had like 180 people in here. Like, chat does roll fast at times, but I try and get everyone's chat if I can. I do apologize if I did miss your chat at any point in time, guys. Just retype it down below. That's huge around my channel is being consistent with talking to chat and just like being transparent. There's so many fake people out there, dude. Like, you know, the fake streamer shit or the fake content creator shit. I can't stand that. I'd rather like someone. I'd rather have somebody like me for me and my content for my content for me, rather than like this fake bullshit that's out there. Oh, the physics are awesome, dude. Like, I know it's not super environmental quality breaking, but like there's stuff like that. Like he just swung that guy onto that little area and broke everything off the wall. That's slightly, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like entire environmental quality destruction. Obviously, it's slight. It's a little bit, but just a little stuff like here and there. You can throw somebody on a table and break them. They'll break the table. And like the cloth physics, stuff like that. Right for Prez. Stop. What do you mean? What did Sneaky say that was bad? No, he's saying, yeah, I appreciate the engagement. What do you mean? As a streamer, it's key to engage the audience, to help build an audience. Yeah, he's saying I was good at it. He was saying he appreciates because I didn't, like, I don't skip his messages or something. I try and read everybody's. Yeah, so I heard, yeah, so in one of the business calls that was in a different language, it got translated that possible multiplayer online, and from what they said, it's kind of going to be like how GTA is. I don't know how true that is. This is all speculation, kind of what we heard, what we've decoded kind of thing. I really hope if it is an online style, it's not your traditional MMO. I mean, if it's traditional MMO, that's fine, but the way they said it's kind of going to be like a GTA online session where there's going to be less people in the area. But you could also do, that'd be sick if you do like a private session with you and your buddies and just fucking run around and do shit like side quests or missions, you know what I mean? Like that's gonna be sick. Yeah, people pop in for the game but stay for the person. Exactly. Yep. A lot of streamers and YouTubers still don't get that. Yes. 100% Robs. Yep. There's so many new names here. There's almost majority of names today were new. Obviously we have the core community always here. But like, we've had so many new names come in today, and I appreciate you guys sticking around, hanging out. Yes, this is base PS5. Yep. Oh, you're saying streamers who ignore you are rude. Yeah. I got you're saying shredded. Okay, yeah. Yes, it was made as an MMO. Yep. But changed to single player, which I'm happy they changed to a single player, because they can, you know. So let's just say they do a multiplayer. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. There's no way I really tell, right? Until we get more information. But it allows you to play through the entire single player, like, you know what I mean, like you normally would, have fun with it, get used to the game, and then if a multiplayer comes later, then cool, you know. If they don't add a multiplayer, I'm hoping they keep update like DLC, not DLCs, but like add-ons to the game, like new quests, new bosses maybe, just to keep the longevity of the game. But there's hundreds of hours it's gonna be in this game, dude. Yeah, I hope it gets co-op with 3 characters. Yeah, see, I don't know how it's gonna work. I think if there's gonna be a co-op mode, you're probably gonna have a character creator. Actually, oh, I see what you're saying. A co-op with 3 characters, meaning like one player plays Cliff, one player plays Damien, one player plays Unka. Now that would be interesting because it's not a traditional MMO. That'd be completely different. That would be interesting. Because if you implement a multiplayer on here that is traditional MMO style, now they have to introduce a character creation menu, which they don't have. You know what I mean? It's like that's gonna be kind of hard to do. So like in that sense, 12 centimeter, that makes more sense. Like it makes more sense. For you and 2 other friends play the main characters. We'll just run this in the background while we talk for a little bit here. Let's turn it down and just rerun it real quickly. Yeah, that would be sick actually. Yeah, but like the one problem with that is now you're limiting it to 3 players though. Like unless they add, what if there's more than 3 playable characters in the game? We don't know. What if there's 4 or 5? Because like there's so many games that do 3-player multiplayer. It'd be nice for more games to do like 4 or 5-player multiplayer. They could always add in a character for like, you know what I mean, like a preset character or whatever for like one of the gray mains you could play. It's definitely doable, yeah, 100%. And that's actually easier to do than making a whole character customization menu, like creator menu, yeah. The chunky boss looks awesome, yeah. And grab a bite to eat and get ready for work. I'll keep the stream running in the background. No problem, Shredded. Have a good one, dude. Get some good food. I'm kind of jealous because I'm hungry too at the moment. It's giving up the hype for GTA, especially with Poland. Oh my god, dude! This game, like I said, I think this game's gonna contend for Game of the Year. I just want to before I end the stream here a little bit. I want to see where is this? There's a specific right here. Did I go past it? This is a shot that's pulled out that shows the entire world. I think I went past it, yeah. Yeah, co-op plus invader, yeah. See, I wish there's not really a good screenshot on here that shows the entire world down below. Like this shows everything on PS5 base game. That's render is stupidly insane still. But there's not a whole lot I could show for like view distance really in this footage. There's a couple good spots, but nothing crazy. Actually, let's look at the skill tree real quickly. I kind of glazed over that earlier. It's hard to tell because the blue thing is in the way, but I mean the skill tree's not crazy, but from what I heard, this is like your melee combat style. This is your elemental stuff, and this is like your more magic. I mean, this is like your element, like your fire and electric and ice, and then your actual magic is over here, I guess, of certain things. I mean, there's no way I can decipher any of this shit right now, but you know what I mean? See, I think it looks good, honestly, on base PS5. See, like, what you're watching right now, Dante, is compressed at 1080p on YouTube, plus compressed again from my stream. Keep that in mind. So it's going to look way better than what you're seeing on this footage. Like, way better. So if I go to, which shot is it? There's a shot that shows good detail on the ground and stuff. Nah, it's not that shot. See, everything looks kind of pixelated at a distance because it's compressed like shit. Yeah, compression for YouTube. Yeah, exactly. So everything kind of looks blurry in a way. See, obviously the background's compressed, but you can still see like the detail in the buildings here, you know, the rocks, everything like that, but it gets blurry as you move out from the compression. The detail in the armor is not crazy amount right now because, like I said, compression twice. I hope so because I want to pre-order bad. But yeah, see, like I wish there was. This is the only footage right now of PS5 base game Crimson Desert, and they upload PlayStation Japan upload in 1080p, which is like the worst thing you could do ever. So it's compressed horribly. I really hope so. They get an actual review out, kind of like how Digital Foundry does, and they do it in high resolution, so I can show you guys what the PS5 looks like. I mean, we looked at the PS5 footage earlier of the PS5 Pro, and it looks really freaking good on PS5 Pro, like insanely good. Now, we talked about this earlier. It's not an insane jump between base PS5 and Pro. There's a good jump. There's a 10% CPU jump. That's it. But it's not like a groundbreaking difference. So I feel like it'll be fine. I know Cliff is the main protagonist, and be very interesting to see the backstory of the other 2 playable characters as well. I hope we do get to see the backstory. I really hope we do, dude. That would be sick, actually. Yeah, seeing the backstory on all the characters would be sick. Like, yeah. We don't know the story yet. Why would the dev give that away? No, they're not gonna give it away. No, they're definitely not. But I mean, we're saying like it'd be cool to see the backstories and all, and like during the you playing it. You know what I mean? Like that'd be cool. Because obviously you're gonna get some kind right, backstory on Cliff, but I'm curious if you're gonna get a backstory on Damien and Unka. All right, we watched this video quite a few times, guys. If anyone wants to rewatch it or watch it themselves, PlayStation Japan, guys. This is where the footage is. Like I said, even if you watch it on your own monitor, high-end monitor, you can only go to 1080p, which is going to be compressed like ass. So until we get some new footage or an actual dedicated good review, there's no real way to tell how it's going to look exactly. And yeah, they posted that 6 hours ago. It's new for today. Good to find someone who's just honest about what they see in front of them. As weird as it sounds, it's a rarity these days. Gotta get tidy a few platinums before Crimson comes out. He got my sub. Thank you so much for the sub and the kind words, Robs. That means a lot to me. Honestly, that's the realest way to do it. Just give my full opinion on what I see in front of me and just kind of, you know, talk through it more or less instead of like creating this video of clickbait that's gonna be like rage baiting kind of thing. Like that's bullshit. I hate that shit. That's what you're gonna find on my channel always, and I appreciate the kind words, Rob. I really do. Like I said, I'll be streaming it when it comes out all week, all weekend. I full-time stream, so that's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. And like I said, for you guys who are on base PS5, it would be awesome if you guys came back into the chat during one of my live streams when I'm playing the game and let me know how it actually runs for you guys. I'm very curious. And like I said, I kind of milked the cow a little bit today. I milked it quite a bit in the sense of we watched this video 3 times. I'm not gonna watch it a 4th. You know what I mean? A lot of people already saw it and, you know, got their opinions on it, so I'm happy about that. I watched Digital Foundry's one twice on the Pro version. I mean, if you really want, we could watch the Pro version again if any new people come in here wants to see the Pro version versus this one. But I think we covered about all the footage that I want to cover today. I would like to cover more, honestly, but there's not much else content out there for new Crimson Desert stuff. It's all kind of, we're just kind of waiting at this point until something else new comes. Rob, that is this channel. Thank you so much for all sending me. Pulled the teats clean off. Oh man, but yeah, anyone that's interested in seeing, like I said, it might look a little better for you watching on your own monitor than what it is on stream. But even then, even on my monitor, it was still pixelization because of the 1080 compression. It's just horrible. But let's go back to. I don't think Digital Foundry did anything new, honestly, because like I don't think they're gonna do anything until the actual review comes out tomorrow. Like when the embargo lifts. Yeah, they're doing a lot of stuff right now. DLSS 5. Oh, did you guys want to see the Xbox Helix stuff that came out? We can check that out real quick. Because I have not seen this myself, so this is completely new. We can watch it by IGN. Does Xbox have an actual... Or is it just through IGN? I thought maybe Xbox had their own. Or maybe just search Xbox. I assume there's gonna be a trailer on the official Xbox website or the YouTube channel here. Wait, what the fuck? Thomas and Friends. Wait, what? Wait, what? When did it come out? The Helix. I said Helix. I sub 2. Thank you so much, Sneaky. Yeah. Wait, how long ago was it? I mean, they put out so much shit for it. There's so much shit getting put out. Is it not on their thing here? If you're watching YouTube, you are seeing low, low res, factual. You can expect way better. Exactly, dude. Yep. I'm glad you've been clarifying that too, as well as me, just because like some people don't understand that. Maybe they didn't put one out on here. Maybe it's not on their channel. All right, we'll just watch IGN's. Let's watch IGN's thing here. I wonder if IGN's gonna try and copyright me. No, we're reacting anyway. The Helix. Helix. So this is the trailer from the Helix official. For me, it releases 6 p.m. the game. It is now 8 a.m. right now. Next gen graphics. Is this music copyrighted? I have no idea, dude. I have no idea, bro. Limitless environments. Are we gonna get to see the actual console? I mean, this is not really showing. I mean, it looks like a game, but Are we gonna get any actual footage? This is not actual footage though. I mean, if this is all footage of like stuff that's gonna be on the Xbox, it's decent, dude. Like, are they not gonna show the actual console itself, dude? Oh, wait, is the Helix not a console? Or is it a subscription? It acts like it's a subscription, dude. Register now down there. What the fuck? I thought that was the new Xbox coming out. Alright, hang on. I get it. Good graphics, stuff like that. Cool. Okay, anime shit. So yeah, this acts like it's a... I see Helix. Jesus Christ, I keep saying it. Helix. HelixGame.com. Powered by Unreal Engine. I thought the Helix was the actual new console name. Hang on, hold up. New Xbox console. Yeah, it is gonna be a Helix, okay. I thought they had actual physical footage of like... This is old, this is like 8 months ago. I thought they had an actual like physical copy of the game, like they're gonna show off. The console, I mean, like a physical copy of the console. They're gonna showcase, but I guess they just showed a little trailer and that's it. Let me hang on. I gotta search something real quickly. Let's see if there's new specs. New Xbox specs. Oh, the non-actual gameplay footage banner. Okay, is there actual footage? Is there actual game of it? Yeah. Oh yeah, watch them rate the game 6 out of 10. I'm on a different tab right now. I'll just read it out here real quickly. The new Xbox Project Helix. Yeah, it is Helix. Okay, so that is what it's gonna be. Expected to have featured a custom AMD Magnus SoC with up to 11 CPU cores, 68 CPU component units, and up to 48 gigabytes of GDDR7 VRAM, targeting high-end 4K performance and PC capabilities. Okay. Interesting. So it's gonna be pretty powerful, which I don't know all that, but pricing. Okay, so it's scheduled to ship in 2027 with customer release lately. Okay, yeah, consumer release later that year. Supposedly pricing ranges anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200 for the new Xbox. It's gonna be essentially a PC at that point. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is just a guy talking about the same thing. Yeah. Oh well. Game studios have time to optimize. Yeah, exactly. Game releases at 6 p.m. for me. Oh yeah, okay, 6 p.m. for me too. You must be in the same time zone than me. Yeah, 6 p.m. today for the pre-download. Yeah, and playable on Thursday, March 19th. Yep, same for me. Yep, so I'll be playing at the same time. Well, I'm not going to be playing it right at 6 p.m. Unfortunately, I had to wait an hour or two because like I said, I'll be busy that night. But I'll be probably hop on at 7 or 8 p.m. Thursday night and streaming it all throughout the night until the next morning, until the next day. And then I'll go to bed and then stream it probably Saturday and Sunday as well into the whole next week. We'll see how the streams do. Honestly, today's stream went way better than I expected, honestly, because I normally do Armor Forger content. Normally when I cover other content, it's not Armor Forger. The streams kind of, die down a bit. But you guys came in clutch today. Absolutely insane. I appreciate everyone's support coming in here, hanging out. And this makes me excited for Crimson Desert even more to stream it. It really does. We're not going to rewatch this again, but we're going to put this up here. If anyone wants to check out the new PS5, base PS5 gameplay, go to PlayStation Japan. We watched it 3 times on here on stream, and it's right here. The new base PS5 gameplay is out. I do Armor Forger content. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm always on Armor Forger, as a lot of you guys know. The core community always knows I'm on Armor. I'm always streaming it. Oh, you live in the mountains of West Virginia. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I live northeast. All right, guys, we're gonna call it there. Obviously, there's nothing else really to say. I mean, I wish there's more content to cover. We kind of watched all the more recent stuff. I don't want to, milk the cow too much here. Like I said, it's been trying to go to almost 4 hours. I mean, normally my streams are minimum 6 hours long to 12 hours long. But how many armor views do you normally get? I normally get anywhere from on a low end 50 all the way up to 200-300 live viewers. I mean, there's been times where I've gotten 400-800 live viewers and the max of 1,200 I had one day. But the average on the channel is usually, I always like to say on low end, a low day, 50 average viewers. But recently you've been getting an average of 100, 150. And then getting up around 200, 250. But when I usually play a different game or stream a different game or stream something else other than Arma, usually it's always around like 20 to 40, maybe 50 if I'm lucky. The fact that we had like 180 in here today, supporting, hanging out, asking questions. I mean, I know it's a hot topic, talk about Crimson Desert and stuff, but I'm hoping when I stream Crimson Desert as well, the numbers keep rolling in, because like if the numbers are as good as what we do on Arma, then obviously I'm gonna just switch over to doing this game for a long time, because I want to play through this entire game on stream if I can. Obviously, I know a lot of the core community will watch whatever I play, which I do appreciate the fact that you guys watch me for me, not just the game. Obviously, when you guys said this earlier, the viewers come in for the game, but they stay for the streamer. That's huge right there. Exactly, play what I want. Yeah. I've been playing Arma for so long. I've been playing Arma for the last 5 months on stream nonstop. Obviously, I've been playing Arma longer than that, but I am excited to get into this game and start playing Crimson Desert. Yeah. Yep. This will get as many if you're not more, but you always can call what you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's always your call what you stream. Yeah. I have some cinematic videos you'll like on Armor Forge. Ooh, okay. Other than Crimson Desert, what other games are you looking forward to this year? GTA 5 or GTA 6. I mean, I'm really looking forward to GTA 6. I'm kind of interested in Bellum a little bit. Hell to Vietnam. The other one, what was it? It was the vampire one I'm interested in too. But yeah, the two big ones is obviously Crimson Desert and GTA 6. But I'm excited to branch out a little bit and do more streams on other games. Like I said, Crimson Desert will be my first game streaming that's not Armor Forger. So hopefully everything goes well. If everything goes well this week into the weekend, you know what I mean, get enough support and stuff, then I'll continue doing this. Obviously, if the views drop down to like 10 average viewers, or 10 viewers, like it sucks to say, but me doing this full time, I do have to do what's best for the channel. But either way, I feel like I'll still stream it for a couple of days, see how it goes. Like I said, I don't want to stream once or twice in Crimson Desert and then go back to Arma. I will return to Arma. Don't worry, guys. People like Arma. I'm not quitting Arma. I know there's gonna be a lot of people saying, "Are you quitting Armor Forger?" No, I'm not quitting Armor Forger. But it is time to stream Crimson Desert, and I'm excited for that. Yeah, GTA 6 is in limbo. You're not wrong. Oh yeah, 007 trailer. I forgot about that one, dude. Yeah. What setting should I choose for a PS5 performance balance? I'm not sure. So the video we watched here was base PS5. We watched it 3 times on stream. You can go back and watch it if you want, or you can look up PlayStation Japan, look at their video up here. I don't know what exact setting they're running on here, but for PS5 performance, balance, or quality, I think balance is probably best, honestly, my opinion. Depends if you want the 60 FPS, you're gonna want performance though. Digging holes, good morning, dude. Yeah, exactly. That's probably what I'll do a 12 centimeter alternate. Yeah. Crimson Desert, digging holes. What should I choose? Crimson Desert for PS? Yeah, I think either a balanced or a performance. Wherever prioritizes your FPS, honestly. That's my opinion. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. Short stream, not almost 4 hours. It's probably one of the short streams I did. But like I said, there's only so much I could do reacting to content on here. Like I don't want to be reacting to every piece of content that's just repeatedly, going over the same thing. Dude, the fact that we had almost 10,000 people in the stream for 3.5 hours is insane. I appreciate you guys' support. And we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we might be back on Arma for a bit. If there's new Crimson Desert footage, we might actually do another video like today, another stream like today. But we'll see. Because there's no point in me switching over to Arma at this point, you know what I mean? Because then I have to change the thumbnail title, then people come in and will get confused, whatnot. So we'll just kind of cut it off there. No problem. And make sure everyone hits that like button and subscribe. The fact that we get 139 likes in that short amount of time, like I said, thank you guys. So the support on this channel is absolutely insane. Mad Mountain Gaming, you take care to you, brother. I get notifications on. Let's go. Yeah, I might be on Armor tomorrow. I might be on a total different game. I might be just reviewing or reacting to new content. That being said, like I'll have to find some content to react to if I do it again tomorrow. Hopefully I'm really hoping by tomorrow they get some kind of better footage on the base PS5 that's not 1080p uploaded. Hopefully there's some like 4K upload footage with a review or whatever, something good that we can actually look at for you guys, because a lot of you guys want to see the base PS5 footage, and like I'm kind of glad I got lucky with this coming out when I started streaming, honestly, because like when I streamed today, I did not think this was gonna be out at all, so that was a happy plus, you know. I think, I don't know, honestly, it's hard for me to say because I don't have a PS5. I personally would go for whatever prioritizes FPS, either balanced or performance. If performance should be the one that gives you the most FPS, but I know some games say performance meaning like 4K performance, meaning quality. I don't know. Some games are weird with how they say it. Either balanced or whatever gives you 60 FPS, in my opinion. Especially in a game that's gonna be fast fighting like this, you're gonna want that 50 to 60 FPS at least. 1080p, 60 FPS, VSync performance mode, yeah. Because like there's also the other one with VSync off. It's VRR or VSSR. It gives you 70 plus FPS. You can get up into 70 or 80s potentially. So whatever prioritizes your FPS, I think you should do. It depends also. We're not gonna know until the game comes out, right? Like, let's say you switch it from the high FPS mode to the graphical quality mode. You switch it from there, and there's a huge difference in the graphics. If it's like groundbreaking to the point where you can't stand looking at it and it looks bad, then play on balance, because then you're gonna mix a both. But personally, for me, I always play games like when I was back on my Xbox, I'd always play on performance mode to prioritize FPS. Unless you're fine with playing 30 FPS. Some people don't mind it at all. But like for me, I'd rather have 60 in a fast-paced game like this. Like there's gonna be some, fighting scenes or fighting moves. Like when you're fighting 10, 20 different people at times, 30 FPS might get kind of irritating at that point. Thanks, Riot. Many more people will be pre-buying Crimson Desert due to this. Hope it's good as it looks, dude. Hopefully it's as good as it looks. Like I said, I tried breaking it down as best as I could with what I had, here for the information. And like I said, thank you guys for the support, especially like 12 centimeter. You saying, I'm glad you also mentioned, the compression issue on YouTube thing, because the game's gonna look better than what you saw here. So yeah, exactly. Go off what your screen can handle. So that's a big difference too, Sneaky. Yeah. So like if you have what's it called, like 120 hertz monitor versus a 240 hertz monitor, it's gonna look better on a higher monitor or whatever monitor you're running. You know what I mean? We'll just pop over to my channel. Yeah, so for guys and people, anyone here, guys and gals, if you don't know what I do, mostly, if you're a new viewer, I normally do Armor Forger content. I stream Armor Forger all the time. But today we're doing Crimson Desert. I put out a couple Crimson Desert videos here and there. If you guys want to check it out, this one kind of tanked, to be honest. This one actually tanked really bad. This one. But yeah, I did some Crimson Desert stuff, some armor stuff here and there. I was surprised these Crimson Desert ones did pretty decent. My main videos don't do good. I'm mostly known for streaming and stuff. But yeah, we're definitely going to get into the Crimson Desert aspect real soon. I'm excited. So make sure everyone hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are turned on, because I'll be live tomorrow doing something. I don't know what yet. We'll see. And I'm going to quit about blabbling, yabbing, whatever you want to call it, jabbing my gums. I'm a talker. I like sitting here talking to you guys. You know this. You know what I mean? I could just talk here all day. But it's like, at some point in time, I got to end it, right? Crimson Desert optimized. The monitor at 60 hertz will look great. That's what I'm saying. Like, even 60 hertz will be fine, because it's optimized. But yeah, if you have like a 120 hertz monitor and you're running, that ability that allows you to get plus 60 FPS, then obviously you might as well utilize that. But yeah, if you have a 60 hertz monitor, at 60 FPS, it's going to look good still. Yeah, you're surprised how many people like 30 FPS because they love the grainy look. Yeah, a lot of people do, which is actually, it's, for me, like I said, I'm not, personally me, I don't like that, but it's like some games is fine. Depends on how fast-paced the game is. If it's a first-person shooter or if there's a lot of combat, then yeah, I'm going to want like 60 plus FPS, obviously. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. With that being said, I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Thank you so much for stopping in and supporting as always. And I cannot wait for this game to come out, guys. I'm hyped. The hype train is real, but don't let the hype train make you confused. Don't make it cloudy judgment. Always do your research on stuff, guys, like we did today. Stay tuned. There will be more information hopefully tomorrow, possibly. If not, then it'll be on Thursday. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys. Wow, I fucked that up. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out, y'all. Oh, I fucked that outro out. Oh man, okay. See you guys.